I'll be on whatever I want. I'll be on you if I want.
Oh, that is not a way music I can play legally.
Right from the start. Cut it. Cut out the start.
That
Back
is
to the beginning.
fucking send it back to the shop. We can't be dealing with it.
Send me back to the shop.
Motherfucker.
You go return what motherfucker?
When are we starting?
That's a good question.
9. So we'll just fuck about it for like an
All
hour.
right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go around.
Just let me know when we're live.
Just start taking your clothes off now before we start.
Yeah, actually, before we actually start the show, we usually have like a team wank. If you want to involve yourself in
at
that.
least 10 or 15 minutes of kissing.
Are we wanking ourselves and looking at each other, or are we wanking each other?
So I get these like really special like necklaces, and they're called JO crystals. And what you do is you jack off with your bro while staring him deep in the eyes. It charges up the crystal.
Oh, I thought you like used the necklace.
No, if you hit the crystal with your ejaculate,
It
fully
powers it up.
charges, it charges the other crystal.
But what happens when it's fully charged?
Yeah.
Then it ejaculates back at you.
Yeah.
Still a jacket.
But it gives you like powers to see the day and to be like totally broed out. And you know,
I don't want to be broed out.
you know when I go
I want to be broed in
I'm just saying when I go to the shadow of the brotherhood
of the darkness dungeon, dude, brother.
Go to the shadow valley of the brotherhood.
Yeah.
You get brothered.
I fear no evil, dude.
You get brothered.
You get brothered.
I can't wait to get brothered.
Brother me softly.
That's what they told me was happening in the church, but that's not what it was.
That's more of a father thing.
Are we live?
Are we?
No.
Oh, shit, we live?
No, sure, we haven't started yet.
Well, our chat's telling us that we're live.
I should go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I can't have my parole officer saying this.
What did you get arrested for now?
Well, I haven't been arrested yet. I just have a parole.
You have a parole officer for being
on
arrested?
standby,
Right.
for when it's going to happen.
Okay. That's very odd.
It's called being prepared.
They're usually state mandated and it's issued. How did this happen?
Like a pre-roll officer?
You just have. Oh.
Pre-jail.
Thanks to the sentence, our wonderful viewers won't see pre-rolls for the first 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah, fuck adverts. We don't need them, even though we do. But we don't want them, but we need them.
Yeah.
Like,
They're not there.
like the British government. No, we don't need
Needs
them either,
adverts?
actually. Yeah. No, we don't want, but need the British
Oh,
government.
right. Okay.
But we don't technically want them or need them. We can just become a law.
They seem to be more
society.
detrimental to us than
We can
helpful.
become a law of the society where the tallest people are in charge.
No, see, I don't like where
okay
you're
with
going
that.
with this here.
I feel like that benefits me the most because I'm clearly the tallest one of this three.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be in the top 1%. I would be the 1%er, and y'all would just be short. No, you'd be all right. You'd be all right.
I think I'd be
The
better.
status is like I would say 6'2" and up. You're gold. Have a farm. Have a castle. Whatever. It's all good. Anything below that, subhuman.
I'm
So
not
just
6'2".
what are you?
I'm like 6, you
Oh
dickhead.
no, well, subhuman then. Well, you can live with me. It's fine.
There's no middle ground between castle and subhuman. There's
Right.
nothing.
No.
Right. So,
True death of the middle
No.
class.
is that a good or a bad thing?
Ask the middle class. You can't.
No,
Dead.
that's yeah, that's not good. Hi, it's Friday. No, it's not. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Fuck.
That's why we didn't know we were. live.
That's where because we used to do this on Saturday when we started a year ago.
Congrats, guys.
Yay!
Holy shit, it's been a year.
52 weeks. I can't remember.
How many weeks?
Can't remember how many weeks are in a
To
year.
be fair, 2 weeks ago you said, "Oh God, is the 1 year anniversary next week?" So that's 51 weeks, John. There's 52 weeks in a year.
I was 100% sure that a year had 51 weeks.
I do have some stuff for you.
Right.
I have some wee things for you.
Oh, for fuck! No, what have you done?
Get it out.
So this is for you. This is for you specifically.
It says big sexy on it.
It does say Big Sexy on it.
I'm always worried when guests bring gifts. The last time was a Bon Jovi shirt.
And you haven't worn that one time.
And you are surprised.
I have seen him wear it, but as a nappy. It's true.
Before we get into this, guys, we want to hope you're all keeping well.
I'm here.
hope you're all keeping well because you're all looking well. We have Mr. John Sense with us today. It's our guest for our 1 year anniversary show.
Pleased to be here.
You may have seen him in the chat from time to time on solo streams, accusing me of doing terrible things.
Which you have done. You've done them all. Culture night. Yes, I am that person that just lies constantly. And some of you may also know me from such tweets as PVG is Cthulhu.
Yes, there's been some quite Cthulhian tweets that have been sent directly.
You used to get
toward
into
me.
some weird shit.
I don't get into.
You start and you just hang on.
I sit there befuddled and bewildered. I am not engaging as a willing participant. I am a victim.
We're all victims. I'm gonna leave that.
No, you got to open that.
I've got a wonderful.
Another one.
Don't think about that one. That one's for you. Now you can either read it or I can read it for you. It's whatever you want.
Is there a lot of reading in it? Because I'm not great.
There's an amount.
Does he have to read it out loud?
Well, preferably for the chat.
Okay, yeah.
Otherwise, it's just him reading.
Howdy, son. Howdy, son.
Apparently, you have cool hair, by the way.
Son.
I appreciate the.
It is your birthday.
1 year.
We're one. It doesn't say one anywhere though.
It's just it's your
Terrible.
birthday.
Right. I want to get this.
A lot of big
It has a
congratulations in
there.
chat. Thank you very much, guys.
Getting the badge off first.
And yet, by the way, I my true talent in this world is finding Johns and bringing them together.
I was actually going to be on the show sooner, but I had to get my name legally changed to John to be able to be on it.
Yeah.
And I thought I was ready, but I'm a John with no H, and that put another delay on it. So
Yeah. Always getting worried. He's got a badge and everything.
I knew you'd want to wear the badge.
I'm the sheriff.
It says sheriff.
I'm the sheriff.
You know?
of this talk show.
We lost internet for their.
You struggling with that badge there?
Virgin. No wait, who do we have internet? That's Virgin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Stupid
Virgin.
Internet virgins. There we go. Right,
Free
and then-
amigos.
Right. There's a pretty short paragraph in here.
It's not too much.
Who would you rather read it, Mir?
It's up to you. It's whatever you want. This is your house.
Okay, right. It's not really like, but 60-30 or whatever.
I thought this was his house.
Where's the other 10%?
I thought this was his house.
It's 60-30. Where's the other 10% go?
You let me finish.
That'd be mine.
You let me finish.
Mine.
It's 60, it's 30, and then the other 10 is just up for grabs.
You can't give my house up for
I just
grabs.
grabbed it.
So it's whoever like, you know.
So he's 10% owner of my house.
He owns 10% of your house.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Dear Big Sexy,
I'm not going to drink this. Well, it's been talked about. I'm not drinking.
you've come so far. Oh, fuck.
I've seen it.
Dude,
I've seen it.
I get halfway through, like across the room, and accomplished so much in this past year. Yeah, I've done a lot of.
It's true.
Done a lot of graphics. I couldn't be more proud of the man you've become. Yeah. I started off as just a boy a year ago at the age of 31. Just a boy, and the positive influence you bring to the world. You help carry this channel on your broad, strong shoulders.
He does.
He does.
We all know it.
Just like you carry the hopes of. Where does it go? Everyone who knows you. There's a bit of text in there. I've got the badge to prove it.
You do? That you're the sheriff?
It is my privilege to be your guest on the show and in life. Yours forever, John with no H.
That's from the heart.
That's from the John with no H. This is just him.
But there's one for you as well.
Oh shit! Okay, I got one now.
Now, it accidentally has your actual last name on the back of it, so
They all know my
Yeah,
last name.
that's good. I'm gonna.
my parole officer doesn't.
Well, they're not going to say it, are they?
Everything in here is also from the heart.
For an extra special daughter, just so you all see it. So I'm the daughter in this scenario.
And again, either you can read everything that's in there or I can read it. It's up to you.
I'm a star, apparently.
Oh shit! We have to get the other 10% in a ladder match.
Oh, nice one.
That's not. Yeah, we should do that.
So yeah, decide if you want to read everything that's in there or you want me to read
Let me
it.
have a look.
Okay.
I appreciate that heartfelt message. This might be slightly different. I don't
You're
know.
very welcome. I mean, it's how he's having a reaction to it, so that's all that matters.
Is it a drawing of like a penis?
No,
or something?
it's another heartfelt message.
Do you want me to read it?
Sure.
As an impartial.
Go ahead.
As an impartial. Yeah.
Read that.
I know he's a wee bit on.
You have to keep in mind, you know,
on
that's not for
dyslexia.
you.
So it's in the same.
It's not empty. It's not just empty, not so wicked.
How long is the show? 3 hours.
We may not have time.
I may actually not have time to read all this. Okay. Nice one.
Show them it's not a lie. Let them see it.
That's a nice one.
Where am I going here? Right there. Nice one.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Nice one, big lad.
It's well, I suppose technically it also says time to party, but he didn't even write that.
No, that
so I don't
was
know
on
if
the
that counts.
card. I would have
know
taken that out.
I have glitter
if
on
I
my
could.
hands now. I had to touch this, and now there's glitter everywhere.
That's the real
sweet.
gift. But no, 1 year. Nice one. Done well.
Thanks, I guess.
I didn't tell them I was going to bring those.
So this is the thing, right? I knew bringing you onto this show was inviting an additional amount of chaos into my life, because I know fine rightly that
It was
you
your
two.
choice.
Oh, no, here, no, right? Don't get me wrong. Right, I knew what I was getting myself into, but I knew you two would end up just very much melding into one chaotic entity at some point, and I'm just going to be the person that has to deal with this.
I don't know if it's being picked up by the camera, but you got glitter all over your face.
Sam says next year.
I don't know how.
Sam says next year it's just going to say nice too.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Sam!
I'm gonna say nice balls.
There's a I don't know if our sound alerts are working. If someone could be so kind to check at the channel point sound alerts to see if the sound alerts are working. Okay, right, no. They started working. No, not
Shut up,
you,
bitch!
No, that was not helpful.
That was not help.
Was that
Okay? They are working.
there we
Okay, our
go.
sound alerts are back and running. They weren't working yesterday. The fucking
Was that a cat?
that was our local cat in the chat.
That was
Is there a cat in the chat?
I was that
Yeah,
pussy in the bushes.
That's the resident cat in the chat right there.
Meow.
So yeah,
I don't know why you're kicking off. I brought you a lovely card. You know, happy birthday.
How long
happy
did that
anniversary.
actually take you? Because that sounds. I couldn't have thought that up. Like
It took a long time, and my wife helped.
the double team.
Yeah.
Not that time.
That's what we do. That's marriage. Marriage is a double team.
You're
Double team
breathtaking.
life.
Yeah.
You're all breathtaking.
Where's the camera?
You know what's not breathtaking?
That is a camera.
That's the wrong one.
it doesn't work. We have to get a new one for that.
The game that that's from.
That game wasn't breathtaking.
It was not.
Oh, it was. It took my breath away because it surprised me how badly it was.
I was really hyped for it, and then all the reviews came out, and I just went, no, not playing it. No, I've still not touched it.
I still didn't touch it. Everyone's a copy right there.
Yeah, I was so hyped that I accidentally bought 2 copies of it and just gave one to him.
It is.
And it's
I believe it
sitting there
is pretty patched now, but I
themed.
don't know what level that brings it to.
Yeah.
Of where it should have been when it came out. a year ago.
Yeah, I've definitely got it like very much to the point where like I know it's there. It'll be ready for when I maybe want to.
Yeah, you
conquer
could
it.
play it and it'd be fine at least.
Yeah, I remember like when we started, funnily enough, by like the 3rd or 4th week, I was like, we have to stop talking about Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
We have to just stop
Just
talking
building
about
too
it. I
much
just
hype.
don't fucking care. Like, no,
Yeah.
it was after it
Oh,
came
yeah,
out.
it
It was
come
after
out.
it came out. It was like,
Yeah.
I'm sick of complaining about it.
Yeah.
Well, let's just move on.
Let's just move the fuck on.
When we were doing Info Bite, it was like, there's another Cyberpunk story. Just get it out of there. Just get it out.
I wish I could continue. I would love to get back to the Infobite. You know what? No, it doesn't help. My work actually wants me to do work now.
There's a lack of this.
Lack of time.
Yeah, my work wanted me to do work the past 2 days, and I was not a fan of it.
Your job wants you to do your job.
To be fair, his manager's a bit of a cunt.
Hopefully they're not watching.
Nice.
Hopefully they are. Get the numbers up. You know, tell them about it.
I will. I'll let them know.
Get the whole company in. Be grand.
You're feeling there, lad?
I'm just going to turn on the show.
Oh, we've not started yet. All right.
Oh, okay.
No, because your manager needs to watch it apparently as well.
Oh, so you need to
Don't know
make
what
sure
you're talking
make sure that you're not saying anything that could upset the company. So
Very much.
Well, I shouldn't say anything then.
okay, well you're gonna go. We'll continue on. That's fine.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
I want to give big shout outs to obviously Sam for the retweet, by the way.
I retweeted.
You retweeted.
Give me a shout out.
I'm not shouting.
Big
you out.
shout out
You're
to John
bloody
Sense.
here. Take that back. You take that back. He's in the room.
Do a shout in.
Thank you very much for the retweet, sir.
Now do an in shout. I was just an octopus.
That was just like wet meat.
That one's not working.
Why is that not working? See, okay, so it works for a second and doesn't work. What is with this slutty thing?
Don't slut shame.
No. Is it National Boyfriend Day?
It is now because we started.
Oh, okay.
3 of us. We're boyfriends.
Yeah, we're national boyfriends. I know it come up in the trending, so I was like, why not? I'll
It's cute, but it's not played.
fire it in. Can you play it now? Play it.
I'm trying to.
Nope.
This is what happened the other day. Thanks, just for my stress. I'm sorry about that, my lad. Don't know why it's not. No,
Mine is also here.
but it's also here.
We just keep bringing people.
Everyone who watches the show is just
That
waiting
was
in
the
hall.
plan for one of the shows. Funny enough.
Oh, is it your anniversary?
It's one of our anniversaries.
It's one of my anniversaries as well.
Yeah, woo!
What are we doing?
And we're here. And we're here.
The sheriff. It's just police violence.
Thank you very much, Not Wicked, for the retweet as well.
The sheriff.
What-
man.
which-
And Jake as well.
Which
Thank you very much.
anniversary is it?
It's two. It's 3 anniversaries on the same day.
Oh.
The first day we met in person.
Yeah.
The first kiss.
Yeah.
And the first just hardcore fuck session. All on the one day. So it was
That's a good day. That's a
it
good
was
day.
a large day. It was a large sweaty day.
And how many years?
7.
7.
Yeah.
It's my wife and I's anniversary of when we first got together. 11 years.
Oh my lord.
11 years.
Oh lord.
She's really sick at the minute, so I just left her at home to come do this.
Sweet. Like, bye bitch.
Pretty much. She told me I could.
Okay.
There,
Yeah.
black and white, clear as crystal. You get
Got it fixed, Marla.
nothing. You lose.
I might be able to get it played for you, so
Good
so
day,
that what you paid for fucking gets fucking played. I'm sorry about that. It's my
Nice one.
thank you. Yes, I can tell. Nice one. Oh god, yeah. This is my anniversary of just sitting on my ass, I guess, with you, because like it's
It's your anniversary.
Yeah.
It's an anniversary day.
You usually have like double anniversary. I just have one. But
Well,
that's
he's
cool.
got 4.
You have like 4 anniversaries today. It's a big
Okay,
weekend
you
for me.
have multiple anniversaries. I just have one.
Well, at least you've got one.
Yeah, I'm thankful for it. I'm
one's good.
incredibly thankful for it.
One is good.
Thank you very much.
Congrats on everyone's anniversary. So yeah,
Any more anniversaries just this weekend? Just to, we're just going to keep the level of anniversaries up. So who else?
This
has an anniversary?
whole show is just about anniversaries.
Funny enough, if anyone watched the first show who is still here, technically it's also their anniversary as well of
That's a good
watching the
point.
show. So
All of our anniversaries.
all you viewers out there that have been here at least, the majority of the time. So it's Sam's sister's birthday tomorrow. So well, that's another anniversary of her being alive.
that should have fixed the echo.
What is an
No.
anniversary except just being alive
More
another
cats
year?
are in the chat. That should have fixed the echo, and then hopefully that's
Little
not it.
cunts turning fucking 17.
That's some sisterly love right there. This
of them,
bitch
are
is
you?
alive for another year.
So yes, obviously this is a really special show, but we need to give a little bit of heads up. There is no skippable cutscene today, guys.
I sent you a list of my picks for skippable.
You didn't win. We had to do champions pick first, and that's
I'm pretty sure I got a double pointer 1 week.
This person got a double pointer every week and won the season.
I don't see any proof of that.
See you people.
Bring
If
up
they-
the file, you son of a bitch.
If they won,
Yeah.
wouldn't they be the guest?
They're in England.
So was he yesterday?
Australia.
Well, the other winners have also been outside of Ireland and the UK, and they haven't been able to be in here in this room.
This is bullshit.
Speaking of people being in weird places, how are you also in the chat right now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I hit you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is your wife?
I told you she's sick. I told you she's sick.
Okay. He's a witch. But yes, no, we don't bring the guests on. Or not the guests on. We don't bring.
We won't bring the guests on. What the fuck is going to happen to me tonight then?
Well, that brings.
not leaving.
That's the secret, I guess, isn't it? Leaving.
I can't wait to say nice one. Right as one of us climaxes. Not both.
just as a big dripping penis fanny unfurls.
That'll be the nice one because it's the both of us.
Yeah, I am here just by hologram. Same as how you were just here by hologram that time.
I mean, the show has just been me for the whole year with big hologram.
When was that, Johnson's?
It's odd
when
that
did you see that?
It's odd that your cyber version is still bullying him and not your real version.
I hate this so much.
That's very strange.
Oh my god, I hate this.
We've been live for 20 minutes and I've already brought chaos on 2 fronts.
I hate you right now.
One physical, one digital. All sexual.
Well, what else can you do?
I have to make up for the fact that I'm apparently so fucking short. Like,
I mean, you
what
are a
was-
bit like.
There we go.
Now we're all the equal. Now we're all equal.
I will invest in a
This
new
hurts my
chair.
back. That hurts my back.
We will invest in a new chair for you. Don't worry. Which brings us on to the next thing. We have a big announcement.
About a new chair.
Yes.
Oh,
Culture night is correct.
we're getting a new
That is
chair.
the correct answer. That's the double pointer. You win skippable cutscene.
No, you don't get to decide that.
Johnson wins skippable cutscene.
Shut the fuck up. You don't get to decide
Was that not the announcement?
No, that's not the end.
I thought that was the announcement. I'm sorry. Sorry, this is your show. Go ahead.
Well,
I'm so sorry. You knew what was going to happen when you brought me on.
Well, announce away, because I'm not sure what the announcement is. We have so many things to announce. I'm not sure what you're announcing first.
Well, I was going to go in. So obviously, the reason we have John Sense on today is because obviously he's our wonderful guest. He's
who we don't bring on.
Because I won skippable cutscene.
You want to know why? Because he's not a guest.
He's not a guest.
I'm not a guest.
Exactly.
No, he's not a guest.
That's the announcement. I'm not a guest.
He's actually not a guest. I'm actually going to be, well, not me, but me and Mr. Cosby are going to be announcing that we are bringing Mr. John Sense into the fold when it comes to PvP. He will be with us working on a new project.
Yes, I won't be here on all of your Friday shows.
No.
I won't be invading that. This is your special space, and I don't want anyone to think that's going to change. But there is something else in the work.
We are working on a new show. We're tentatively calling it Player versus Dice, which is going to be part of our new monthly SKU, PVD, where we're going to be working on and producing content around tabletop gaming in all of its forms.
Yep.
This can range from things such as D&D to Warhammer, right through to other RPG systems such as if we want to torture ourselves with math, Pathfinder.
Yep. We may do some Powered by the Apocalypse stuff with things like Masks, Monster Hearts. We may do Vampire the Masquerade stuff. There's a lot out there, and it's something that I know you've been getting more into, and it's something I know you want to get more into, and I'm kind of the guy that's already half shaft in.
Yeah.
You're like, what do you call it when like a horse is trying to fuck a horse and there's a guy who's there?
Was
edging a penis?
There's
someone who literally has to guide the horse's penis
they
in.
edge it first so to get it really ready to come, and then
So-
you're going to insert and then get an insemination.
So you're
done.
edging and guiding our channel.
Which horse am I?
You're the stud.
No, you're not. You're not either horse.
I'm a centaur.
He's one horse. I'm the other horse. And you're guiding one of our penises into
Where's
the other
my
hole.
penis?
Yeah, wherever you want. Taped up in
It's
one
going to be
hand.
some
Who
places,
knows?
I'll tell you that.
So the Player vs. Dice is going to launch tentatively on the 18th of October, so this
Hopefully.
month. I say tentatively because obviously plans can change, and there has already been some plans changed. The original time that we were planning to launch the show was going to be this Monday. However, life has sometimes personal circumstances that affect us, and sometimes
Wrecked everything by going to England.
No, not even that. It was very much just a collaborative.
There's other stuff as well.
Amount of stuff that we really can't get into because it's very
There you
personal.
go. Your first quote.
Your first quote as well.
Hey.
Oh, what is it?
Oh shit.
Where's my penis?
We're only 9 away from 3,000.
I've been asking that question my whole life.
So to kind of give an insight, obviously with the Player versus Dice content, we are pretty sure there's going to be an evolution.
Yeah, we have talked about some of the stuff we want to do with it, and we have some ideas, but we also really want to hear what people like and don't like as we go along, what they want to see that we haven't done, what they want to see more of, and it's going to change as we go. But we do have some ideas to start off with.
Off that we're going to be doing, as well as that with playing in these systems, we've got some tentative ideas that are going to have gameplay elements that won't necessarily as playing maybe a game of D&D, but may take the systems of these games, and we may even craft our own versions of games from those systems.
Yeah.
On top of that, we're also going to go into fairy craft as well, things, talking points and sort of talking head points maybe sometimes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about different things. Like, just as an example, we want to do some stuff about, walking through how to put together a character sheet for D&D. But we also want to talk about stuff that's going on in the industry and the hobby in general, as well as doing bits of gameplay stuff. And like I say, we're gonna mess around with it as we go.
Yeah. Some of the things the idea behind this here is to try to give sort of an all sort of around perspective on things. At the end of the day, we know that some people in the channel might not necessarily be too familiar with tabletop gaming in general, and this might be their first, if they choose to join this journey with us, who'd be...
I'd fucking make you. I'd come to your house and just force you to watch it while also being on the show. Somehow.
We've already shown it's possible to be on the show and not be on the show.
So I'm going to staple you to your chair and then run back here and just put your hands on the camera, because there's going to be like a lot of like close up.
Yeah.
So people are going to be doing that a whole lot.
It's just going to be a hand show.
Yeah. Get some ASMR mics and just start
I can do that with these mics.
rubbing them.
And I can't as horrified.
Right, so that's going to be Tuesdays then.
Okay,
Yeah, sure,
yeah, that's my day off.
Tuesdays.
But yes, so some of this content's going to be pretty much like, some of it will be trying to get you introduced to it, guys, if you want to get introduced. Stuff like Mr. John Sense has mentioned regarding like the creation of certain character sheets and whatnot. It's going to be beneficial, especially for Mr. Cosmic Bacon here, as he's obviously
wee baby.
He's not had an opportunity to craft a proper character sheet and stuff. So you'll be partially on this journey with us, as well as us going on a journey as well from certain standpoints as well. One of the big things we want to talk about, one of the first maybe shows we'll be talking about the importance of like session zeros and whatnot as well.
Yeah, we want to talk a little bit about kind of how you get started in the hobby, because a lot of people don't feel intimidated because it's not just something you start by yourself. You need people to start it with. So things like what game is right for you, because D&D is the big one, but it's not for everybody. How to find a group, and like John is saying, safety tools to make sure that the group you join is right for you, is safe for you to play in, tells the kind of stories you want to talk about, and you're not going to encounter anything that you don't want to explore as a story. So we're going to talk about session zero, safety tools, all that stuff that has become more important, and people have realized it's become more
Are
important.
we going to have to do an episode about just a whole episode on how to make friends? That's going to be tough.
Maybe not so much how to make friends.
How to be sociable. So we're going to get you all dressed up. We'll put you outside, and then we're just going to whisper instructions as you.
So
go
we're gonna serenade the birds.
as you go up to people in public, and we'll be like, right, just touch it.
Just touch it.
Just touch yourself.
Get it out.
Get it. Yeah. No. Well.
I'm talking about
Do it.
dice.
Oh yeah.
Get your
Touch
dice
it.
out.
Whip it out.
Roll it around.
Roll them around in your hands.
Yeah. Throw it at them.
Throw it at them. Yeah. And run.
Yep.
So that'll be the first episode on how to make friends in public. Throwing ropes.
But
Ropes of friendship. Throwing the ropes of friendship.
friendship ropes, I like
At
it.
other people who play or don't even know anything about D&D. You're just shouting.
Don't
at people.
explain yourself.
You're just shouting at people in the street. I think it's good. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's obviously still going to be an element of whatever the fuck this is on the show as well.
I'll hold the camera up really high so no one can knock it out of my hand, and we can film the whole thing.
Yeah. So we're taking a very PvP
Great.
style to
It's going to be pretty loose. Definitely to start with, at least, it's going to be pretty loose. You've got friends right here.
You're still here, aren't you?
I get the loudest clicks in the world.
No.
Yeah, I do.
No. Because your mic cancels half the sound.
I know,
But
but
there's no way to prove that you have loud clicks.
turn the noise cancellation off.
Don't do that. They'll hear something.
No. But yes, no, I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. Obviously, I resent friendship. Jesus, that was
Ours or anyone's.
yeah. But you know, it's one of those ones. Obviously, we're excited to kind of see where it goes. It's going to be an evolution.
Yeah.
There's no going to be right or wrong sort of fit. Obviously, depending on what you guys are enjoying or what you want us to like explore more of, we will do that there. Because ultimately, this is going to be like semi-educational, but most importantly, incredibly fun. Like
At least for us.
Yeah. It's one of those
These
ones.
guys, nah.
Yeah, you know, fuck yous. But it's one of those ones where I'm looking forward to things like the character creation stuff as well, because that's an opportunity for you to get involved as well. We will ahead of time. We will even post the tools that we're going to use for the character creation and some of the like reference materials and documents that you can use online to try and make sure that if you want to get involved with it as well, and maybe even make that session something that's for you, just to kind of get your feet a little bit dipped into the water, a bit wet with it. Then you can with it. So it's going to be like semi-educational, but most importantly, trying to introduce people that may not necessarily be introduced to the actual hobby into the hobby, probably the safest and most open format we can do, because let's be real about this. There's a lot of old todgers out there that will try and lock people off from the hobby, and it's not right.
A lot of people who've played tabletop role-playing games will have horror stories of people they've played with that have said or done some bullshit at the table.
Me and you have some
Yeah, we do.
together, and I will never look at walnut bread again.
You doing it, so
Whoa, I did not involve. I am still afraid of walnut bread.
rightly so. It's very dry.
It was fucking drier than fucking the Sahara.
So yeah, we want to talk about that, and it's just going to be something that will change. I mean, you look at this show. The first episode was not this.
No.
It's changed, and so is this other thing. So hopefully people are into it, and if they're not, we're largely doing it because we want to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to have fun with it, and hopefully other people have fun with us having fun
Or
with
else.
it. Staples.
Yeah, because I don't really know much about any of the shit we're going to be looking at. So if anyone thinks that you're going to be watching 3 seasoned professionals being complicated and talking about complicated shit, I know fucking nothing. So I'm going to get these cunts to explain everything like 9 times.
I'm going to explain it, and I'm going to do it wrong, and he's going to correct me.
Cool.
Yep, that sounds about right.
But I'll also be drawing the whole thing, so it's fine. The whole thing's going to be animated. It's going to be live, 2D animated. So we're not on camera.
It's like you heard about Critical Role. They took them 4 years to get animated. We're going to do it in day one.
I'm doing it live.
Live animation.
Yep. It's going to be easy as fuck.
But yeah,
Well, we're committed now.
yeah. Oh Jesus, we made promises we cannot cash. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no! But yes, that's a big announcement so far for today.
new show.
New show coming, guys. I know I've been alluding to it for some time, saying I've got some secrets and been saying it every so often. But now we can actually formally talk about it, introduce you to who John Sense is.
Yep.
And yeah.
No, I'm really glad to be doing it because I've been watching your channel for about a week longer than I've known you. Because your channel was how I found back in the day, and the thing that I love about your channel from day one is the community that you have. It's a great community, and as much as I'm always in the chat just talking shit and causing chaos, it's great to watch the community you've built, and I'm really looking forward to taking a little step towards being more of a part of that.
Annoying them all.
Yeah, annoying everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only reason I'm here. It gives me a broader platform.
Should we kind of give an insight of how we met? To get a little bit of flavor text.
Well, I know how we met. I don't know if you know how we met.
So you want to tell me how we met?
Do you saw him on stream and then intentionally got a job in the same place as him to stalk him?
No, that happened later.
That happened there, yeah.
I found your channel because I was specifically looking for people who were streaming Middle-earth Shadow of War, which is what you were streaming at the time.
Yes.
Because I was trying to find someone that was streaming it through their PlayStation to ask if it had blocked scenes so I could stream it.
Yeah.
And then clicked on your stream, realized you had an accent that I was familiar with, and from that found the Twitch NI thing that was going at the time, and then from that we met up.
Yeah, we it was really strange.
Pure chance.
It's pure chance. We ended up I kind of tried to for a while run a local community thing called Twitch NI, which was meant to bring Twitch streamers together under sort of like a unified banner of like just the idea of social collaboration. No need to kind of like not this follow for follow bullshit. The idea.
I still think that could be reclaimed. I still think we could do something with it.
Don't you put work on me? I don't want.
Don't you make me work more?
No, seriously, don't you give me extra work to do?
Follow my passions.
You said this before, and I was like, you stop that. I already manage people professionally. I don't want to do that as a hobby.
Thank you, Clone Prime.
I hate this. I love it at the same time. But yeah, so like I ran a small community outreach tool for the horrible fucking platform that is Facebook.
That's your first mistake right there. Like,
well, yeah, but I mean, sadly, people used it back then a hell of a lot more, and it was a lot easier. And it's one of those ones where like we ended up like arranging drinks. So it was me, you, and Totanium.
It was,
for the first time. We went for drinks at Victoria Square. Painted it up, got to know each other, hit it off. I think we hit it off pretty well.
I think so.
But we still
talk to each other now.
yeah, I mean that's at least like one of you, like the other one at least. Like,
yeah, and then it went from there, and then Twitch and I kind of went to shit. I
won't comment too much on.
No, I won't comment too much, but it blew up.
Wasn't there like too many people in charge? No. Doesn't that shit always fall apart?
No. I was the only one that ever arranged anything and got anything organized. That's why I don't want to go back to it, because it was all the work was on me.
Fair enough.
And it became I'm just going to be fucking honest. It became a cesspool for drama and petty bitterness.
Unfortunately, as most things through Facebook.
Yeah, we do all our drama in person.
Yeah, like if I want
on camera.
Yeah. I mean, if I want to tell Cosy Bacon to go fuck himself, I will tell him to go fuck himself. And
I'll watch.
And then if he wants to, I don't know.
Doing after.
And then if he wants to, like, slap me in my stupid face, he will just slap me in my stupid face.
And I'll watch.
Yeah.
Start like some kind of fight club.
Do it. I regret asking.
We might have drink already. We'll go.
But yeah, no, so we kind of met through that there, and like we've had plans to kind of work towards collaboratively for like ages. Like me and Johnson's been talking about this collaboration for about a year and a half.
We talked about different things we wanted to do, and we were going to do stuff much sooner, but then there was the panini.
The panini happened, yeah, and that completely put everyone back by a year and a half.
It's a big long bout of food poisoning.
Yeah.
It's that panini gave to everybody.
It was a really bad panini.
Yeah.
It's really bad panini. But yeah,
It's funny because it didn't stop us.
no, we broke COVID rules quite regularly to do this show.
Yeah, but the difference was you guys weren't interacting with anyone else.
No,
not
whereas,
really, no.
But whereas my wife goes out to work every day, so I was really worried about her bringing something to me and me bringing something to you guys.
I suppose like for the first couple of weeks, you probably should have done it with like a perspex sheet up the middle of us or something.
Probably,
like
yeah.
that. But I mean, it's fine.
We had that one horror fan moment where you're like,
and like you were in different fursuits.
Yeah.
we had that one weird week where you're like, so I don't know if I've got COVID or not, but I'm getting tested. I'm like, oh,
It was like It was one of those, someone I saw like a week and a half ago just tested positive, so it's like you're kind of in the
Yeah, I mean, I was in that range.
whatever. Like, it's fine, whatever. That all worked out. Nobody fucking got it, and I were all stabbed the fuck up.
Stabbed, yeah.
In the back zone.
Everybody's been stabbed the fuck up, so it's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, this has definitely been like a long time coming. People have seen him in chat regularly. I mean, he's in chat right now. But people have seen him while he's like in chat, and now you can see he's exactly as he is in chat. He's just
No different.
No different.
For which I do not apologize.
You're unadulterated chaos.
He's just as small in person as he is in the chat.
I am not as short as this makes me look. There is an element of forced perspective and a low chair going on here.
Yeah,
So we're clear on that.
I'm gonna get another chair in. It'll probably be a month or two before I can.
I can sync up. You know what? I'll sync up the sizes again. Hold on.
Oh yeah, we did find a way to make it look normal. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. But you need to get in with your mic. For reference, he's only moved about a foot.
This is ridiculous. Sorry, it's just I don't like this. It's really kind of weird, tripping me out of even.
See, now he's the hologram.
Oh no. The worst part is like, see the lens. The lens creates like a depth of field, and so he will naturally kind of blur out a little.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
He looks even taller back there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna disappear for a second.
Where are you going?
No worries, that's wicked.
Well, if you're, can you bring me up some grass juice?
Grass juice. What the fuck? It looks like he's even taller back there. It looks like he went back and got in range, and he met us height to height, and he looks taller. I said that he is like 6'7".
He is massive.
He's
for anyone that hasn't actually seen him in person, you don't know how tall he really is.
He's the tallest game dev in Ireland. I would will say.
Have you checked that?
I don't need to. Have you seen
just
his
know.
size?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Game devs are in Ireland versus that height.
Straight from Finn McCool.
Yeah, he's a progeny of Finn.
Yeah.
Progeny is the right word, right?
Yes, progeny is the right word.
Thank God.
Well done. You used a word. Nice one.
I feel happy about myself now.
Do you like your card, by the way?
Card is fucking brilliant.
I thought you'd appreciate
See
it.
when he got when he got those paragraphs and his like really like heartfelt sentiments and all that there, I knew mine was going to be the exact
Yeah, but
opposite.
you thought it was going to be a roast, whereas it was
No,
just...
I actually thought it was going to be like just like I thought it was going to be empty. If I'm honest, I like the chat said like it's empty. I thought it was going to be empty. It was like, no, it's a nice one.
No. Yeah, we ate all the bacon. Salty.
It was salty.
I can just hear him struggling to come up the stairs. Dankeschön.
But yeah. So yeah, like it's been I wouldn't say stressful having to keep that news in for a while, but it's like one of those things where not stressful.
You've wanted to share.
I've wanted to share, but it's also one of those things where I've also been like, make sure I don't say the thing, you know, like one of those ones.
Basically, it's going to be more of what this is, but less about video games and more about tabletop games.
Yeah.
So if people have enjoyed this, they'll hopefully enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's just a show about tables. Just new tables, yeah.
Thank you very much, Jazz, for just dropping like a lovely gift onto Sam. I appreciate that. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like now that we've like announced the thing, I'm like, fuck, where do we go from here?
We have to do it.
We have to do the rest of the show.
Yeah,
We have to do the rest of this show, and then we have to do the other show.
Yeah.
So it's pretty. That's pretty
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But regardless, how was EGX, sir?
Oh yeah, you were away.
Yeah. 1 second. As far as like free trips to London goes, it's pretty good. The reason we didn't go to the show yesterday because I wasn't sure if I was going to get back on time. Technically, I did get back on time, but I saw you started streaming at like 4 o'clock. I was like, I'm not getting back that early. I was like, fuck it, I'll leave it for a day. It'll be fine.
I had a whole plan that if you weren't here on time to start the show, that we were going to start the show, but I was just going to pretend to be you.
Cool, that would have worked.
Because, I mean, you can't really tell the difference.
we're the same height, definitely.
100%. I mean, I'm slightly taller.
Same hair, so it's all good. Like,
Yeah,
you should have done that. We even dressed the same.
it's true. Got the same nips.
putting that fucking kimono on. It's too bloody warm in here. Yeah, it was fine. I don't like London though. No offense to anyone who lives in London. There's just
Fucking London, I hate it.
there's just so many people.
I've lived there, I hate it.
I'm not built to be
Same strong shoulders.
near that many people. EGX was fine. There was like nothing announced. There was no like new shit announced at it. I was there like a couple of years ago, and it was fucking mad. Like you couldn't move for the amount of people who were there. It's fucking everybody had a booth. Literally every fucking game company on the planet had a booth there. And then this time it was like Fall Guys and Virgin Media, and that was about it. It was weird,
Bit sad.
but it was all right. But it was about as much as you can get away with, while people are still worried about actually doing
Yeah.
conventions and being in a pandemic and shit like that. But on like we were there Wednesday, Thursday, and then left on Friday, and I saw a couple of people on the Friday like online complaining that it was like a big scam, like not so much a scam, but it was very, very disappointing. Like, could you imagine like paying for plane rides and a hotel and accommodation or whatever, and then getting the tickets and coming to the thing,
And this was
what you got, like a half empty arena with people doing a Tekken bowling tournament and CRT TVs with Dreamcast set up. Like, you'd be fucking raging. It was
Actually, that last bit sounds dope.
That sounds great.
Dad's playing like me and James playing Time Crisis 2 for like an hour. It was amazing. But our entire trip was paid for, so
Yeah.
no money on I could buy my own fucking food, I suppose, but that was about it. But I thought it was all right, but I could see how people would have been really annoyed if they had spent like a couple £100 to get to what is essentially just like going over to play games at your mate's house, because that's about all it was there.
I mean, I spend a couple £100 anytime I come around here, and I always feel like it's worth it. But
Yeah.
going to London, nah.
We actually charge for this. We charge people to be on the show.
Yeah.
So every guest that's been on the show so far.
It's how we make our money.
Yeah, it's very lucrative.
But
Thousands of pounds just to be here.
but then again, you went to secret EGX.
I went to the EGX above EGX, which is what the black one's for.
Oh,
Right.
The industry one. Ooh, was I'm in the industry. I was in a thing called the Platinum Lounge.
was it platinum?
It was solidly made out of carpet and
All of it?
whatever this is made out of.
A wall,
Plasterboard.
Walls, yes.
carpet.
It was
I
made
thought
out
it
of-
was just like a carpet igloo.
It was made out of carpets and walls, and there was free sandwiches and free beer, and the free beer was Coors. And the free sandwiches were stale and not plentiful.
Oh, I'm going to pay in those as well.
But it was alright. That's fine.
No question
Well.
about that.
That's what we charge for.
Yeah.
The sexual favors. The being on the show is just something that we force them to do.
Yeah.
Like, it all goes on after.
It's like there's the after show.
There's like you can't see, but there's someone standing in the hall just aiming a knife at him. Like,
Yeah.
you leave.
This, like, being on the show is effectively the shaming part of the
yeah.
sex.
Well, I'm praying right now, and I will be for the next 2-3 days.
Just edging.
Yeah. See?
I reckon I can make that a bit longer.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna say speed it up.
No,
It's like,
make it
we
longer.
don't go fast here.
Glacial pace.
Oh yeah, that's right. We only charged Not So Wicked like half price because she was only on call. So
And it only on call, but it was still like remortgaging a house. Like,
is that how houses? Is that how they expensive are in Denmark?
Was that
no,
when-
sorry, say
Sorry, in Poland,
Okay, I thought you said the wrong country. There.
Czechoslovakia,
Yes, Czechoslovakia.
Sweden.
Yes,
It's not Denmark, no.
no,
Brussels. She lived in Brussels.
that's a city, not a country. But
Right.
yes, okay.
She lives in
Not
Brussels.
not there though.
She doesn't live in Brussels.
No.
Does she live in the boat that I was on that one time, just slightly outside of Brussels?
Highly doubtful.
It's up to her to confirm or deny. But where's she live again? Is it Belgium?
No.
Belgium was genuinely going to be my guess.
Yeah, was Brussels not in Belgium?
Yeah, but Dutch. Think about this for a second.
She's from Deutschland. Gotcha.
No,
German. Got it.
no.
Got it.
Austria?
That's
Got it.
Sam. No, not Austria.
Okay.
Austria.
The one that's above Germany and below and above Belgium, but not necessarily.
When you say above, do you mean like in quality or?
I don't know because I've never lived
Geographical
in
location.
places long enough to. I've never been to
Literacy levels?
I've never been to the Netherlands. And
She lives in Holland.
no, I think that's a region of the Netherlands, and I don't think she lives in Holland.
Apparently, it's technically below, but I don't know if that's in quality or.
I think below is
Location.
like sea level. I think that the Netherlands is actually below sea level.
But then we're talking about
Tulips
height.
and hookers. Amsterdam. She live in Amsterdam.
No,
That's where Amsterdam is.
That's what I would think of.
Yeah, no. Same country, not
Country
that.
is Amsterdam, is it not Belgium?
The Netherlands.
Is that not a collection of countries?
Is it Bruges?
No, that's in Belgium.
Is the Netherlands not a collection of countries and not one country?
No, that's. What are you on about? No, that's the EU.
Netherlands, yes. Netherlands, yes.
Yeah, as in they live in the Netherlands, not
The Netherlands?
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
That's where I'm from. I don't know. So I could have swore like the Netherlands was like, you know, the
Thursday
Nordic.
is going to be
the
our
Nordic
geography show.
countries. Jesus, that'll be cancelled really quickly.
Yeah, you
No,
me having to tell you constantly that you got that fucking wrong.
So the Netherlands is like the Goth Netherlands then? That sounds pretty good actually.
I would check
I'd
out
go
the
there. Yeah.
Netherlands, to
I
be
think I
fair.
would go there.
That's it. That's solved. Netherlands.
The Goth Netherlands.
We got there.
So she lives in
Amsterdam, then?
No,
how close are you to the red light district?
It's really boring.
I don't know if I don't want to
district?
dox them too much.
No, they've just said they will not specify beyond Netherlands, which is fair.
yeah,
The Leatherlands in the
The
Netherlands.
borderlands of the Netherlands, of the Netherlands.
It's getting deep.
Yeah.
Assume you're omnipresent.
An omnipresent force that lives in, near, or around the Netherlands. So that's all right.
I think you only qualify as omnipresent when you're both on the show and in the chat at the same time. So
yeah.
I'm the only person that's achieved that.
It's omnipresent slut here.
Both inside you.
Wait, isn't it omnipotent? Omnipotent? Omnipresent is how it looks when it's written.
Omnipresent is where you're everywhere at the same time. Omnipotent is where you're all powerful, and omniscient is
gotta
where you
hydrate.
know everything.
I'm the middle one.
we gotta hydrate.
Is this hydration?
I count it. I have water. I will drink it at some point, but I'm drinking this instead.
I already drunk. That's just what I'm drinking.
Is that?
It's true.
I'm going to take a second. Dean, I appreciate the recommendation on the beef water. It's real good.
Do you mean gravy?
No, it's beef. It's beef substitute made out of water.
Beef water is gravy.
Beef milk, technically. Technically, it's not water. Beef powder. We'll go with beef powder.
That sounds foul.
Thanks for the,
Sounds not
really
gonna lie.
awful. Yeah.
thanks for the beef.
If it's not gravy, it's soup. It's soup.
no,
what
I
you're
don't.
Talking about.
I don't drink soup. I don't eat soup. Don't go near soup. Don't come at me with your fucking soup talk. All right?
Beef juice is correct.
Beef juice. That's the one I was talking at. That's what I was talking.
Is it blood?
I could bleed into it, like, but it's not gonna help.
Just Leona Luna says, just keep bleeding.
It would increase.
Oh God.
Abort.
Sunday's gonna be the singing show then.
Yeah.
The karaoke Sunday.
Yeah. I need to work out who the fuck.
Yes, it's
That cut out everyone's mic.
It's beef protein powder that tastes of. Do you remember when you were sick and you had like when you were like a kid and you got like
and
a
your dad just left you out in the cold. Said if you don't make it,
I'm gonna lose my train of thought. When you get like a flu or
infection.
that's the couldn't think of the word there. You had that stuff that tasted like banana, the yellow stuff that tasted like banana, or like kind of weird medicine-y taste.
There was the stuff that tasted like strawberry. I don't know about.
No,
banana.
it was yellow. It was
I know
like
what you're on
was it
about.
semen?
It was
fucking colors yours.
Corvonia.
bright yellow.
I can't remember what it was. No, it was like you had to get it prescribed. You couldn't just buy it. Corvonia is like a cough syrup that you could buy. You get like its prescription, but I think it's like to treat infection or something like that. And it was the best part about being sick. Was it penicillin? Whatever. Penicillin. Whatever that tasted
I don't think
like.
penicillin tastes like banana.
Well, they obviously it was for kids, so you put flavoring in it. But
Penicillin.
this beef milk tastes exactly like that. So I'm going to drink way too much of it. It's great.
Yeah, was it just banana?
It was children's medicine that they tried to make not taste like medicine. So they put banana flavoring in it.
Just mashed up banana and told you.
You could have. She could have. But it was you didn't get to pick your flavor here. We know fucking what kind of forward thinking medical professionals do you think work in this country?
There were two flavors here. There was banana and potato.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, I never had the potato one, I had the banana one.
I'm kind of horrified by the shiny rocks approach.
They're talking about your mom.
Not mine. Oh God, yeah, actually.
You were like, no. Oh,
It
yeah.
was like the medicine was like a nuclear yellow. It was like so yellow that it like kind of tipped into green a little bit. It was weird, but it tasted fucking great. It was the best
Are
part
you
about
sure it
being
wasn't
sick.
just Calpol?
No, you had to literally go to the doctors to get it. You had to be like infected. You had to get infected by the doctor to get this drink. Don't touch the. He's touching the bullshit. What are you doing?
I've touched the bullshit before.
He's
You
not.
touched the bullshit.
He's not ready for it.
This was part of our D&D game. You blessed your dice with it.
is that what it's for? Is your mum a big D&D-er?
Yeah.
She's a big dicer.
D&D.
Apparently, it was a mox.
Amoxicillin. Well done. That is what it's called. I remembered it. Fucking great.
You eat shit though. Like I just read out from
Your mum thought you were immune to penicillin, Tara.
How do you be immune to that?
Just because they spit it
Oh,
out.
right. It's like, oh, I can't stomach it. Oh. Or like, no, did your mum think that you were taking the penicillin and it wasn't doing anything?
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, if spitting something out makes you immune, all my exes have been immune to. Well, never mind.
Hey-oh.
Why none of them?
Well, no, but I was like the whole idea of being given shiny various rocks is horrifying. That's obviously some New Age bullshit.
Apparently, my son is destroying the house.
Who's your
Which one?
If he's mouthing off and blabbing around, it'll be Frank.
Your son is a 45-year-old Englishman?
He's a cat called Frank. Frank Cat the cat.
That's too human a name for
That's
a
why
cat.
it's perfect. I've got Frank and also Carlos.
That's too ethnic. We're in Belfast.
Oh.
You can't have an ethnic cat.
I
to
didn't
live in
decide
Belfast.
the ethnicity
Did the
of the
cat?
cat.
Did the cat decide?
No, he just is that ethnicity.
Call him Alan.
No, he's called Carlos.
Oh, okay. Did he tell you this? Did you write it down the wee keyboard? Little cat keyboard.
Also said you're a bitch, but I'm not gonna.
I had to save
bring
it.
that
I had to save a cat from being eaten by a dog earlier on today. It was a cat with a bow tie. And a bow tie on it. I put the bow tie.
I don't know what the fuck has happened to this conversation.
It escaped from its house. It jumped out the window.
He is a little bitch.
I mean,
Yeah.
cat, of course, is a little bitch. I fucking hate cats.
I love my boys.
I'm also very allergic to them. That's mostly why.
Oh yeah.
Very allergic to them.
You're
Like, oh,
very-
is that a cat?
I've got to face long-haired animals you're allergic to because Bryn's fine and he's a short-haired boy.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's true.
It's like you're allergic to Jack, but he was a long-haired boy.
That's true. No, he's was Jack in any way husky?
Yes.
Yes, that's huskies I'm allergic to.
Oh yeah, because
More so,
We don't need to be fat shaming.
more so than any dog. Was he a bit hefty? It was fucking massive. Like.
No, it's one of those ones where like he was half Alaska Malamute, half Alsatian.
I was very allergic to him. Like
Yeah.
one lick, my penis would erupt. And not in that way. You know.
Yeah.
It would swell and turn red. Not in that way. In a different way. In a non-good way.
Can we also just explain he didn't lick your penis?
Well, you didn't see him every second that he was.
Oh, god damn it! Don't ruin the memories of my dead dog, please.
Nope.
R.I.P.
Right, moving on. Skippable cutscene, yeah?
That's not happening this week. Shut the fuck.
Shut up, bitch!
I got one. I was waiting for it.
There you go. We do have something we have to do later on, but it's not quite as. I don't have an end to that sentence. It's better than skippable cutscene. It's not. Skippable cutscene's great, but it's all good. We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff. It is a regular show. We have trailers.
We have
Oh, do we
trailers.
have trailers?
We have trailers. Yes, we do indeed. We have true trailers. We'll get on those in about 15 minutes time. We'll
Excited?
we'll take out the trash. Don't worry.
We have a memory card,
We have memories.
We have a memory card.
and then we have some blowjobs to do,
Yeah.
and we will be doing those on stream. So stick about for some
But it'll all be below the camera
blowjobs.
line.
Yeah.
The good thing about bringing in John Sense into the PvP Productions stuff, because at some point we will have to accompany this fucking company.
There's
I guess.
someone to watch us now.
No, it'll help us now launch our ManyVids, our Fansly, and our OnlyFans accounts.
Sure. Are you good at computers?
Haven't done stuff in a while. Could learn again. I mean, I'm not on OnlyFans. I am trying to launch my own platform though. That's called OnlyFeet.
Surely that's actually.
Surely that has. Surely that already exists.
Hold on, is OnlyFans, does it not just have a feet section?
Yeah, but I'm
No,
talking
hold
about
on.
launching something called
No,
OnlyFeet.
we were talking about this
Right.
last week or something. Wasn't there like a feet directory?
Yeah, there was a
alluded to?
celebrity feet director.
Celebrity feet directory.
I was shocked 'cause I was not aware of it.
Yeah, because so I think you've already been beat to this by WikiFeet.
WikiFeet's got you on that one.
By the WikiFeet.
Yeah, but that's just a wiki of feet. I'm talking about what OnlyFans is, but for feet.
But feet is also very, very heavily featured on OnlyFans.
But you know, when you go to OnlyFeet, it's only feet.
Only feet.
You're not going to have to deal with anything else.
Like dismembered feet or
Well, I don't know because I genuinely don't know what constitutes an attractive foot.
just
So it's just going to be all sorts.
there's
Probably
a
going to be some
thing, but-
moves on there.
Oh,
It's interesting that you've went into the whole aspect of like going ahead and specialize in a platform that you have no actual insight or care
yeah.
That's how money's made.
Actually,
You just
you're
have
right.
to
You
be-
don't taste your own product.
That's
True.
You don't have to be good. You just have to be the first one there.
You know what I don't know what I've learned last night? Or
Is this about feet?
God, I hope so.
no, but it is about like people like start. I guess it is almost sexual in nature. I guess D&D, the guy like Wizards of the Coast of like just finally went, okay, now we're just going to like we're just going to reach out to our weebs here and like let them get all fun and now. The slime people races.
Oh yes. So there's
The most hentai looking things I've ever seen.
there's the new Unearthed Arcana, and it has a bunch of new playable races.
Is there slime?
There is slime.
So
there is
they
slime.
brought out 5 new like races that aren't official yet, but they're kind of testing the waters with them. Space elves, robot gnomes, weird flying tree squirrel monkey people,
That's a lot.
bug people with 4 arms, and
Like forearms.
well, they have four
So
arms.
4 forearms. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And plasmoids,
That
which
sounds like
they
the-
specifically refer to as amoeba people, like the amoeba boys from Powerpuff Girls. But they're classified as an ooze, so it is slime girls. And I'm gonna fucking play one.
I've saw some of the art and it just looks like something you would see from a hentai site.
It specifically says in their stat block that so long as they're not wearing clothes, they can fit through any hole no smaller than 1 inch.
That is.
We are the amoeba boys. See?
I'm just saying, there's a lot of weebs out there who love their slime
a
girls
lot of-
that are not now going
There's
to
a lot of holes out there. You know what I'm saying?
a lot of holes going to be
Yeah,
filled.
no, it is specific and it is useful. Like in D&D,
Yeah.
like to solve puzzles and get into dungeon stuff, it is useful. But people aren't going to use it for that.
No.
Oh yeah, we're fighting 5 guys going to Xenos. It's like we could be doing more important stuff going to Xenos. There are other things that we could be doing going to Xenos. Like, okay, right.
I mean, this brings
You
a
try to get
question.
into Xenos. You didn't get into Xenos. What are you going to do now? Going to Xenos.
This is the thing, right? See,
Here's next.
Okay, I got a question, right? Right, you have a warlock slime person, right?
I do.
Right. Okay. And so, if you went inside them, right, like right in their anus, like he said, then what if you cast the cantrip like
Eldritch Blast
internally? What would that do?
I mean, fighting his lower intestine from the inside. I would say that would dramatically reduce the AC to hit.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Just auto hit.
Oh my god.
Don't know what that meant. I got
Sorry, you will
lost. I
explain
got
this?
lost there right at the very end. I was into it. It was like, right, we're inside. People
We're
were
inside,
exploding.
we're blasting
This is fucking good. And then you said AC, and my tongue dropped down the back of my throat a wee bit. What's going on?
That's great. You want to know why? This is the type of stuff you're going to learn as
Yeah,
part of
we're
Player
gonna teach
versus
you.
Dice.
It's a learning show now. We're learning things.
This is
Yeah, but
that's a
we're-
little bit of sneak preview what Player versus Dice is going to be like.
You're specifically
Me
learning
being
about being
confused.
inside buttholes. Though,
Sweet.
so
I mean, to be fair, I do that quite a lot in my spare time. That's like a busman's holiday. Then.
That's a great question that has
good.
been fielded there. So, regards to the auto, would it auto hit you as well, like the player, if you're inside and you cast the cantrip?
what? Because you've nowhere to go.
Yeah.
No, because like it's no different from me doing that and
Yeah.
casting the spell.
Yeah.
Even though the rules of the spell actually say you would have to roll with disadvantage to do that.
Yeah.
But no, I would just hit them.
I think the only spell I'm aware of that actually would have AoE splash damage that's been pretty regularly thought of as the most dodgiest spell in the world is Fireball.
Yeah, I mean, there's different spells that have AO, like that's area of effect, sir. I know that as a game dev, you don't know that term.
Eve of Extinction. That's what it's called.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fireball. If you were inside someone and you cast Fireball, you would also get Fireballed.
But like stuff like Eldritch Blast wouldn't be a problem.
No, because it's single target.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
That's the Monday show. We don't need to do it anymore.
Yeah, we don't need to do it.
It's done. It's done.
We'll go where not by.
I think we just need a big congratulations on our first Monday show.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're so current that we do our shows 2 days early.
A week in 2 days.
A week and 2 days early because we're not doing enough.
Okay, hot.
18th. The 18th.
Hey, hot. I'll use Fireball.
Sweet.
I'm going to be
Roll
casting
damage.
Fireball quite a lot, even though I'm going to be Necromancer and don't have Fireball.
You could technically.
Could I use one of my undead corpses and be like, set him on fire and just walk forward?
Yeah.
You wanted to.
You could. Yeah. That is.
Get him on fire, go into his ass.
That is
Well, no. The
Try,
corpse isn't a slime.
try and get into his ass. So like just
So just a dead
You get,
person,
like,
not even a slime.
half,
Like,
half a hand and like a few fingers of the other hand
if anything, they're
into the
just, they're
guy's
just
ass.
pulping themselves as they push.
And they're also on
Yeah.
fire while we're doing this. So I think that's a pretty effective a gambit, and I'm going to run quite a lot.
So
who
like,
wants to be set on fire.
I'm not going to stop you from doing it, but I can't promise that it's always going to work.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
so this is good. This is some of the weird shit you're going to see on Player versus Dice. These are the questions that we'll probably end up asking each other.
Yeah, there's
and
going
deducing.
to be a mix of like legitimate questions like what is AC?
Yeah.
And also, can I make a corpse on fire climb in someone's asshole?
Yeah. So I hope you are ready for that when it comes to Player versus Dice. Obviously, that's going to be launched on the 18th formally on the 18th of October, which honestly suits me so much better now to think about it.
It does. I was looking forward to when we were originally going to start. But
Yes.
I'm happy that we're
now-
moving it a little bit. I think
Yeah.
it's better for all of us.
Yeah. Right. So with that being said, hey Creeper, hope you're getting well.
We haven't.
Because you're looking well. That was a shit click. There we go. They can't hear, but I can. I need to know.
It makes no noise.
Got a nice looking tent.
No, I told you you can't do that.
Can I try?
What?
Right, you try it.
Are you keeping well? How was that?
That was good. You started off well. Where's the punchline though?
Are you keeping well?
Right. Ow, not me. The punchline hasn't like the thing you say afterwards, not hit me.
I don't get it. I don't understand what you want me to do.
Okay, well I'll just do it going forward, and he just needs to not sexually harass.
Okay,
people.
give me an example.
Right. So like, yeah, I say, are you keeping?
Are you keeping well?
Right, because
Right, because you're.
looking well. Well,
Thank you.
oh, thank you. No, but you said to them, right?
Are you keeping well?
Right. Yeah. Right. No.
No.
But that's a shame because he's looking well.
You got a thick shaft?
No, that's every week this happens. You try and teach him this, it doesn't work.
I like your feet.
Do you want to be on his website?
Only feet.
There's two of them. Right.
Well, I wonder which thing that
Shouting.
was thanks to.
I was definitely the shaft one.
Well, you can't see my hands, so yes.
It's a very Papa thing to do. Papa likes to take.
He loves a good tent tickle.
Papa, Mr. Emeritus.
The last time I saw them, I was like, will you shut up about tents and start fucking playing? Like, he kept detouring, like, all right, we get it. It's like you just learned the word in English, you big Italian creeper. And he was like, I'm going to talk to you about your tent. The rest of the band left the stage. He had like a wee riff about tents. It's like, some fucking paying for this.
Don't tell Kobe what to do.
It's like that was that gig that I nearly got shot by that cop at. That was fun, great. We went to see Ghost in, it wasn't Terminal 5. It was somewhere else in New York. And we were sitting in like this disabled spot because, you know, look at me, like, that was free. It was the only free tickets we could get.
I
And like
didn't even know what that was meant to be.
every so often there was like I turned around, you know, just like, you know, when you're at a gig, like you just like this, you know, scan the crowd every once in a while to make sure there's no one doing any like kind of weird shit. Brooklyn, thank you. And there was a guy standing behind me with a gun. I was like, right, well, it's America, of course there's someone with a gun. And then like I saw it was like a plain clothes gun on one thing. He whipped his jacket out of the way a little bit, badge, like, oh, okay, right, it's a cop, it's someone they've got going for the it's someone they've got doing security. And then just a pint comes out of nowhere and he's like, oh no. Every time I turned around, it was like more, he was more drunk. Every single time I turned around, he was just more and more pissed. I was like, he's literally just gonna fucking just get drunk and shoot someone. And then he started hitting on one of the security guards or like the porters or whatever. I was like, right, she's gonna reject him. Obviously, because he's like a 40-year-old drunk cop and she's not. And he's gonna shoot her, and then he's gonna just shoot whoever's next to him. So I turned around again, he's getting carried out by security. It's like, the security are better at being cops than the cops. It's just so fucked. There's like you can't, like, I don't know if you're here like working or you just love this band. Either way, you're so drunk that you're literally a danger to everyone in the immediate area. Please get these untrained children to ferry out this heavily armed man.
Is that the kind of behavior we can expect from you as the sheriff?
I'm the chef to this podcast. It's not a podcast, it's a talk show. But as soon as I get my gun back,
From the cop?
yes, it was fun. Gigs in America are great, Craig.
That was a story.
Just never.
That was a journey and a half. You know what? I'm feeling a bit trashy. What about you?
What time are we at? Oh, we're a bit early.
Yeah, we got plenty to do though.
We can talk more about squeezing into buttholes.
Well, I've been wondering about that. Okay, so just say like, I mean, right. So, for example, if you squeezed maybe not into their butthole, but up their nose, right, and then you done mind blast.
The thing is, I don't think you could actually go into someone's body, because once you get past the initial opening, it's not an inch wide.
Yeah.
So you could get like in their nostril,
yeah.
but not actually up in them.
But what about places more malleable, like the butthole?
Because that opens up.
Yeah, that thing stretches.
That's true. That's true. And I suppose you yourself would act, because you're an ooze, you would act as your own lubricant.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Oh no.
Through ooze, all things are possible, so jot that down.
Slime people bards are going to be the worst.
Yeah.
Wait, how would they play anything? The fingers are made out of slime.
But
It specifically says that the way they talk is by creating tube-like openings in themselves.
No, I meant, like,
and flapping them.
How would they play anything? It would be like someone slapping wet spaghetti off a guitar. You're not going to get any.
But I mean, they could do that and make any noise they wanted, because they could control the size of the hole they've made in themselves.
The orifice they
so
might
they
have
could make musical noises. They could turn themselves into an organ.
like a big bagpipe.
Yeah. Big wet,
A
sexy
big
bagpipe.
wet noodly bagpipe.
Sam has confirmed that the human asshole can stretch up to 7 inches wide.
Sorted. Get right in that
Done.
butthole.
And I guess you can crawl into a womb. That is horrifying.
Well, we all crawled out of one, so there's nothing to suggest we couldn't crawl into it.
crawl into one. I don't want to.
I'm not saying it's not about whether you want to.
Yeah.
It's about whether you could.
If that's your only option, that's what you got to do. You got to get in that.
Hey, Panda. We keep him well.
Because hello,
Nice balls. Because I know it's a woman.
Fair enough.
Nice balls.
You know them better than I do.
Hello from New Jersey. No, wait.
To
Well,
New
she's in
Jersey.
New Jersey. Hello to New Jersey.
So it's just one of those things where, like, I guess this bards are known to be not perverts, sexually active individuals.
It sounds like a pervert. It sounds like a
it's a
nice
bit
way
of a
of saying
trope, though.
pervert.
Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
a trope.
have to play a bard.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
remember that game, Bard's Tale?
Yeah.
He was a massive pervert. He fucked the final boss. That's how you beat the game. You have two options. It's like, are we going to fight? How about you just come over here and take a list, and then you turn evil? It's good shit.
That's not the way I remember it.
PS1 one or PS2 game?
Yeah.
Oh, did they do a remake of that?
See, there's a different
There's
series.
two Bard's Tales.
There's the Bard's Tale and a Bard's Tale. I'm talking about a Bard's Tale,
There
where
we
you're
go.
like the protagonist is just like a sassy
Slime.
back talking rogue bard, and you just fuck your way through every single woman in the game.
Was this game on Newgrounds by any chance?
It was a full PS2 production by, like, I want to say like Team 17 or something. It had a fairly big budget. It had like a couple of celebrities doing voices and all in it, but it was like it's the most role playing way I've ever seen a game put in. The best way to the best way to defeat a final boss who was also like a 9-foot stacked devil woman. He was just like, I don't want to fight. How about we do the other thing? She just picks him up and you just walk into
away.
a bedroom and then the game ends. You're like, well done.
It's an approach.
Fair play to them. Fair play to them.
Sorry, I don't know how to
Egress.
Egress. What's that mean?
Exit.
Oh, okay. My egress from the womb was
Expulsion.
more exploration than crawl.
I don't have my glasses with me. Expectoration.
Expectorate.
It sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Means he was shot out.
Oh, okay. I breached.
You know, like when you come out of a water slide backwards.
Yeah, I breached.
Yeah.
I was asked first.
I was found by the side of the road.
Interesting.
I'm still in there.
They say the road gave birth to me.
Wow. That would explain your gravelly demeanor.
No. Don't buy it.
Don't bad. Apparently, not so good was evicted.
From the womb.
Was like with an eviction notice.
From the Netherlands. Someone went up there.
So I took a bit of paper.
Get out. The fuck out.
That's why they're in the Netherlands now.
Mr. Dash S Dash Levers.
Don't be telling people about that web. Do not be telling people about that website. That is not a good time unless you're going there for a good time. I went to that website thinking it was going to be about like for sofas, and it was something else.
I'm just going to mute us for a second.
like gay bondage leather stuff, and I went to it thinking it was for sofas, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you go into it not expecting it,
Best part is he done it professionally.
yeah, it was for work.
Sure. Also, everyone's heard
You
that. Well
told
done.
me to do it.
People can know. People can know. Tell you to do it. Remember that one time I had to walk over and I won't say who the person was, but they were straight refused to do their job because there was too much scat on screen. And I had to work the loop.
Come on, you have
loop
to.
for them.
There has to be boundaries. Like
There aren't.
There aren't, and we warn our staff at the interview
you be
stage.
looking at shit.
Yeah,
no, literally, like what did I do at the interview stages? I
No,
warned
it's like you're going to be
fir-
seeing the worst parts of the internet, and I do genuinely think we should get danger pay for it.
Yeah.
Like for psychological trauma.
I agree.
I've seen stuff that is illegal, but like not the fun illegal, like I'm going to be thinking about that later illegal.
Yeah. Like this, and I give them fair warning at interview stages. So no, I do my due diligence to warn them.
But sometimes you just can't prepare people for stuff like that. You can describe it.
No, that's
but it's
true.
a completely
That's
different
true.
thing
Yeah.
when you see it.
That's true.
Because sometimes you just come across stuff on the internet and you're like,
That's true. But at a
see
certain
it at
point,
all.
if it becomes a regular thing and they can't do their job, then it becomes
fair
then,
enough, yeah.
you know
sure.
that.
But I mean, you know, there's no protections in place. There's no counselling offered, so it's good time.
Yeah, it's
Good
awesome.
crack.
I hate it.
Woo.
Yeah, I think me and you are pretty much on the same level at this point. With
Nice one.
See, I like.
yeah, I feel like that. I feel like I get that.
I just do that. I look at that stuff in my own free time and I get paid at all. So
Yeah, but you look at it. It doesn't spring up on you. I mean, it does.
You know
but
what you're going in for. We go for we click a random URL that doesn't sometimes even look like it's going to be what it is.
And it's the sort of stuff that if you worked in the police and you saw, you would get offered counselling.
oh, so it's not like that group I belong to, Scat Chat.
No, because the scat stuff doesn't bother me. I'm kind of like I would say I'm desensitized to that now.
Cool.
Like I literally like at one point the video was just like a guy breaking into another guy's mouth. You know, like it was just fucking exit wound into enter wound. You know,
Okay.
Which if you know
Like a
that's
soft
what you're
earth.
like, that's fine.
Yeah.
but not when you are not mentally prepared to see that.
yeah,
Like a
But
soft serve ice cream machine. Just
it was more like
And that's on the tame end of some of the stuff I've seen.
yeah, that's the tamer stuff. Yeah,
two cowboys fighting over a can of beans.
tamer end,
Just
tamer end.
Yeah.
Like I've had to report sites for the content they had.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like not to the company, but to people that deal with
the police.
the police.
Yeah, because like also to the company because those
to the
sites would have
Polish
had
government.
those sites
Yeah.
would have had
The
stuff
Polish
on.
police force.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like they just get drunk and go in and just be like,
I've had to report to the client in question, which I'll not name who it is, because their API was then on said website, and so obviously we don't want that API being on that website or being associated with that website. So I've had to report that before.
well, I spent Monday drawing big-titted rabbits, so
I saw that they're really cool.
Yeah.
it's
I feel like you're hitting your stride in your creative endeavors.
good shit. Like,
I was about to make dinner. Hold on. That's about as much we'll talk about it, Milo. Don't worry, we'll get on.
Yeah, we'll move on
We're
from
gonna look at some audio-visual stuff.
We're gonna get trashy with it if you don't
Might
mind.
look at some of the websites.
We're gonna look at some of the webs.
Yeah.
About see, mature 17. they
Other
contain
people are talking about
inappropriate
puppies,
content.
and we're talking about awful stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw some kind of like brewery-based puppy meat there. Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh, yeah,
cool.
do you remember that time the Ulster University website was hacked and replaced with Russian gay porn? That
Yeah,
was
that was fucking weird.
because it was like everyone was like, "Oh, don't go look."
And everyone,
Everyone went and looked.
First thing it done.
It's like, what's this? I'm gonna think of the goals as a cleanser.
How many have we got?
Goals? Oh, trailers. I don't know how many goals do we have,
five or
guys. Six overall.
There's 2 movie trailers,
but that's okay.
The movie trailers get us in trouble. I feel
Yeah,
like
they do. But most things do at this point.
on here or YouTube.
One of these movie
YouTube,
trailers I've seen 12 times,
Right.
because it was the pre-roll footage for the Critical Role.
Oh yes, the panel.
They played this, not this trailer, but one of these trailers about half a dozen.
Right,
dozen
I can
times.
guess what one it is. You just close your eyes. I'll tell you when it's over.
Do you want to get us trashy here?
Right, we're gonna go away for a second.
Goodbye.
Don't worry.
I miss you.
All right, pants off, lads. Come on.
Yeah, that's fucking.
All right, 20 seconds. Come on. Stop touching that. No, wait. Start touching
Pants
that.
off, nips on.
Put the clamps on.
Your hips are we do.
You gotta screw them on.
We do have clamps. We can clamp some stuff if you want.
That's a screw.
The one point when they went to use a sound ring was the one time it's
We're not
the one
here.
scene.
The one time we're not here.
The one time that
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you. bitch.
You know what? I think that's the one Jask used yesterday and it's already came through now. No, it came through 43 minutes ago. What the fuck is going on with this?
That's weird.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so the sound alerts is...
Nice cock.
That was so lit.
That was pretty lit, yeah.
Right, I'm going to refresh this. Jesus fucking Christ.
Do you remember this? PS2, one of the best games that was on PS2.
One of the things that was in our tiebreaker for season 4 skippable cutscene.
Dang right it was. You goddamn right it was.
Did I get that one right?
You know.
You didn't.
I didn't think you were there
answer for it.
Can't get it wrong if you don't play.
Can't get it right. You don't play.
It's also true.
Agree to disagree.
Should we give, on the season 5, should we give the person who's in the last the prize as well? Just take a shit in a box.
Just that's called chemical warfare. I don't think we're allowed to do
In a
that.
box.
Again, chemical warfare. Cock. Speaking of the Wicked Wings mod, Chef's Kiss. Okay, this looks cool.
I don't know if he's more or less edgy than he was in like 2002.
I would say more.
I was about as edgy in 2002.
Glasses in the...
I don't know. I think that might be the only kind of difference. He's missing his hat though. He had like a cool like cowboy hat.
That'll be paid DLC.
Yeah,
now.
paid DLC, yeah.
Actually, his coffin doesn't look like a coffin. He also
had a trench coat and he's just got a little sexy jacket on this one. So we'll see. You never know though. You might be able to get some shit.
I want to make more coffin-y.
It doesn't look like a coffin. It does just look like a big gun. Some kind of gun grave, maybe. I don't know. That's what it's called. The game's called. It also doesn't have the music, which you would remember if you heard.
Yeah.
And then there's this guy.
Okay, no, I'm digging this now.
It's one of those, if you're going to go for that kind of over-the-top ridiculousness, you have to go all in on it.
Well, yeah. It looks very Devil May Cry, but with more shooting, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm digging this actually. Keep being the audio bit. Okay, what's on that?
That's over anyway. It's called Gun Rave.
Gunrave Gore.
It's on the PlayStation.
PlayStation.
It's on the PlayStation.
Do you know what I did last night?
What's that?
Finished Kiwami 2.
Oh my.
Oh my! What do you think that end?
It was good.
Yeah.
Trying to watch a trailer. So, you know, shut up.
There's like almost no audio to this one, so you feel free to talk away.
Okay. But he'll still tell me how you try to watch it
Sure.
though. So.
Have you ever played a Final Fantasy or Dragon's Dogma?
I have played one of those things.
Yeah, same.
There you go. I don't know how to feel about this. This could be one of these like early development footage is always a little bit misleading. It's only going to look better when it comes out.
I feel like there's a lot of these third-person action games going about at the minute.
There is, but wait until like the last 30 seconds or so of the trailer, and we'll see how you feel about it, because it looks fairly not standard, but like
it's a gameplay type that you were seeing a lot of.
Yeah. But I think I don't know if this is an MMO or not. It might be like a just a multiplayer, kind of a Monster Hunter style multiplayer, but it's got some other shit in it, and it's not like build a town or whatever, because I think we're all done with that. Like,
And like, I'm not saying that third person action thing is bad. It's just I want to play games that do other things.
yeah,
I want more variety.
Maybe might do some stuff.
Yeah.
This might do some stuff.
Yeah.
See, it's Dragon's Dogma-ish up until.
Does it do like a slot machine style?
Only the cool games.
Oh, okay.
So this is where it starts getting a little bit kind of other stuff ish.
So I saw some Parker.
Some Peter Parker. Oh, what's that? That's how you flying about on a dragon. Oh, do you have some kind of airborne ship?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you do. So,
Airship combat.
Yeah, so there's some stuff in this.
There's some other things going on.
Yeah, so it gets a wee bit Drakengard or
Yeah.
so it looks like it might have some stuff in it. It could be cool. Like I'll fuck about on a big dragon. So it could be like an open world Dragon's Dogma or something. But it looks like it's
No, the airborne stuff has sold me a little more on it.
I hope this is not a weird mobile MMO. I don't think it is.
I don't think it's like I saw some comments there regarding like sticky game. I know that's Dark Souls. I don't think it's Dark Souls in its nature. It looks a bit too free flow.
It has a brutally terrible name though.
A Rise of Awakening.
It means nothing.
Or Awakener.
It means
Generic of generic.
Yeah, it means nothing. But I have an open world Dragon's Dogma with actual like, combat or like open world exploration with big dragons and ships and stuff like that. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
Be quite fun.
I'm really happy you've played Kwame 2 though.
Yep. Last night.
Oh, that ending like
Did what I've done for all of them. Did the story, did all the sub stories as well.
man, I am. How far are you into Lost Judgment yourself, sir?
Me?
Yes.
Well, I didn't play it much this week, but
Like what chapter? Just curiously.
6, I think.
I'm on chapter 5 now, and I've spent 50 hours in the game.
Right. I'm on chapter 6, and I think I'm on about 24 or so.
That's how much side content there is so far.
Yeah, that's story focused versus side content.
Some of the side content is starting to fade away, but some of the stool play. Some of the screw stuff I'm not really all that fussed about.
There's two I hate.
That's the thing with the Yakuza games though. There's so many side activities that some of them are going to be a mess.
You want to do it all though. It's just all the talking to children. I'm just like, I just don't care.
Can you punch the children though? Don't you?
Yeah, no, you beat up. You beat up.
Yeah, you beat up
a
lot of teens in that game, which is fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. But then you also have to listen to them. You're like, whatever.
You surprisingly beat up a lot of fucking teenagers.
None of that.
Like the robot one. The robot
one is so far the one I hate the most. It's the one I hate the most.
It's the one I hate as well. Why couldn't they all be as quick as the game one?
That was so easy.
It was 3 rounds of Virtual Fighter and you were fucking done.
Yeah,
great. Hey.
I hate Virtual Fighter, so I mean that worked.
Well, I mean I don't, but it's fine.
I guess like says the orphanage is the only part of Yakuza 3 that I'm okay with. Well, that's my next Yakuza game.
I like the orphanage.
I think the whole of Free was great. Mm-hmm. There's Free is where it starts to like you think you know what this game series is, and then Free's like you don't know anything.
You think you know me?
But every game's done that a little bit in terms of the story. Like, can I give spoilers for the end?
Yeah, our viewers have watched me go for the whole series, so you got safety in that.
The whole thing of Chairman Terada's not dead, and also he's part of the Korean mafia.
Oh, yeah, the Omi
playing you the whole time. You know, he was originally in the Omi alliance.
Yeah, and then he
became the chairman of the Tojo clan.
Yes,
and then he got killed. But then it turned out he wasn't dead and was actually part of the Jingwon mafia the whole time. And this was all part of his plan. But actually, he was working with a guy in the Omi Alliance and it was part of his plan. And they double crossed each other. I was just like, there was no part of the story that could have let me figure this out.
It all happens off screen. Like you're just there.
There was no opportunity for me to go, oh, that was so fucking clever. I should have figured that out. It was just like, oh, all right. But I have no reason to believe this is or is not true. It's just happened.
That was like the reveal at the end of 6. I love that as well.
Oh man, no, well, that's not good.
I'm not there yet.
None of you finished.
I have.
I just finished 2.
Okay, right. You're playing it that way. That's fine.
I did 0, then 1, then 2. Next up is 3, then 4, then 5, then 6.
That's right.
4 has a moment where like everything then like just has this moment where you're like, oh my god.
Have we left ourselves really small in the corner for while we're having a big?
Yeah. Of course we have. This happens.
Cool.
But yeah,
we can probably just talk over this one because I'm not sure how to feel about it. That's what we'll give it
a proper look.
I think
as usual, I'm clearly the only one thinking about the viewers on this channel.
This is the one that came from. I think this is a TGS one. For some reason, just no one released any cut trailers from that whole fucking thing. There was like 4 companies had like 2-hour-long press conferences and didn't cut any other trailers up and release them separately. So like, well, fuck this. But I think this is some kind of like,
oh god,
fuck,
I don't know, Matrix style detective game where you're trying to you're like a paranormal investigator, but you're like a corpse.
So far, I've seen 2 scenes and it's just giving me Kojima vibes.
This is a Korean studio, so that would explain a lot. No, sorry, it's a Japanese studio. It's not Korean.
I can't be dealing with art house wank. It better not be art house wank.
I don't know. This trailer is the first thing I ever heard about this, but it looks like you're trying to work out what happened to you. You're a cop who gets killed on the job or something like that, and then you're still a cop, but you're a corpse.
Corpse cop. That's what it should be called.
Gobble that cop.
Did you say gobble?
Gobble
that
that
cop?
cop, yeah.
If it gets you out of a ticket.
I don't think this is a VR game. It doesn't say VR anywhere. I think it's just a first person kind of like.
This is giving me Kojima vibes, so.
I mean, it makes sense that other people would try and
copy
do
him
what
a little
he's
bit,
doing.
yeah.
Wish they wouldn't.
I also wish they wouldn't, but it makes sense they would.
Kojima Productions has been
RIPD2.
what do you call it? Commissioned to work on the next Silent Hill. So he is coming back to finish that PT thing. Wah. So I don't know how people feel about that.
Not great.
Probably about the same as I felt about that trailer.
Nothing.
Fuck all.
Fuck all. This game really annoys me because this
I've seen this.
This was made by like 120-year-old, and
Yeah.
I'm now just jealous. Because
It is low key terrible.
as soon as people start streaming this motherfucker is going to make a fortune.
Yep.
And that
Have you seen this?
Yes, I have. Jesus Christ, yes, I have. It is terrifying.
It is terrifying.
That fills me with professional jealousy.
I've heard about this game. This is a horror game where you're on a train. You're trying to escape.
you're on a
Trying to
train.
escape a train that isn't on the tracks.
Yeah,
And it's a spider.
It follows you because it's a spider game. Someone in Red the Dark Tower, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh.
Oh my God, is that? They didn't base it off Blaine, did they?
Yeah. The game's called, the fucking train's called Choo Choo Charlie.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
That's
Here
Blaine.
it comes. Here it comes.
Oh my God, that's Blaine the Terror Train.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I don't think
I didn't know it's called Choo Choo Charles.
Yeah, choo choo.
I don't think the kids are gonna like this Thomas the Tank Engine reboot.
You can customize your retrain.
Yeah, we
It's
horns.
nice.
No, hey, beep beep.
Why would you do that? You're just telling him where he is, where you are.
What, you mean like this?
Why would you do that?
Nightmare fuel.
So yeah, people
That is
will
horrifying.
people will stream that, and that guy will make a fortune.
Yep.
And he'll just go off and do whatever he wants the rest of his life. So that's fun.
Why didn't you do that?
Because I don't actually know how to make games. I just do the artwork for them. If I knew how to program, I fucking would, but I don't.
What
And
would
I
you
don't-
make?
I don't have the time to learn it.
What would you make?
I would make. What would I make? So many games. I want to make
Would it have big tit rabbits in
a
it?
submarine horror game
That exists.
with big titty rabbits? Does it
That,
exist?
oh no, that exists.
Does there-
Subnautica.
No, I mean like I get like a horror game where you're stuck on a submarine,
Oh right, okay.
not a horror game that you pilot a submarine.
Well, you've just given your idea away, so someone's.
If
gonna make
anyone
it.
fucking copies that, I'm gonna come to your house and ask for the rights. Actually, you know what? I'll be involved. I'll be involved. So this is the thing. This is a movie trailer, and I was like, "Oh, this new Dragon Ball game looks really good."
yeah, it's because they're doing.
They're just using the game engine to make a movie out of now.
They're,
It's
they're
like,
using 3D assets
Yeah.
instead of doing the 2D.
it looks.
Some bits look really smooth and some bits look janky.
I would prefer if it was all 2D, but I know found right if this was done in 2D, it would look terrible because they will not give 2D animation studios the budgets to make a fucking game or to make a movie now.
So I think two things about this as someone who is a big Dragon Ball fan. I think the fight scenes are going to look great,
Yeah.
and the stuff outside of the fights is going to look a bit.
Yeah, they'll put all the juniors on the dialogue scenes,
Yeah,
and that's about it.
and it looks like it's not going to focus on Goku and Vegeta that
Oh
much.
my god,
It looks like it's going to be mostly Piccolo, Gohan, and Pan,
that's fine by me.
which is pretty cool. But they've aged Pan up, which means they now finally have to age up Goten and Trunks, who've been
Oh yeah,
who've been
they've
10 years old
yeah.
forever.
Aye, the little babies.
And it's like, well,
The little babies who can beat practically everyone.
yeah. But now that they've aged her up, it's like you can't keep them the same. We need older models for them now. So that's me weebing out there.
This is what we brought ourselves onto. So this is a movie that's coming out soon. This is a significantly better trailer than the one that everyone's watched though, because it doesn't have that fucking
Oh, this
He-Man
is
song
a
in it.
different trailer.
Yeah, this is one that it actually looks like they watched the the RE2 remake and just done the opening cutscene, and they left that out of the other trailer for some reason. Although she's now in the truck, you remember the guy that was eating the burger?
Yeah.
At the start of the game, she's now in the truck, and
With the guy?
that is his dog, the zombie dog. This movie has probably some of the worst special effects I've seen in a few years. Like,
I think it's going to be terrible, personally.
I think it won't be clever enough. It will take itself too seriously as to not be like, we know it's a bit shit. They're thinking like, nah, we're making a serious film here. And also, this is a combination of 1 and 2.
I hate it already.
Yeah. So they're
Just straight away.
so they're there's they're doing the story of 1 and 2 at the same time while both changing the story of 1 and 2.
That's why I hate it already. If you're not, it's either commit to 1 or don't commit at all. And now they're trying to commit to 2 at the same time, and that just makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't like because I could
think it is Effie from Skins, yeah.
I could literally make a better looking dog than that. I've done it in 3D for like a year. But yeah, like in the first one, there's an RE2 when you play as Claire, you just don't know what's going on. You're there just looking for Chris.
Yeah.
And you learn as she learns what's going on. In this, it's like Claire's a big umbrella conspiracy theorist, and Chris is the one who's like, you leave them umbrella guys alone. Like, what? Why did you change that? Why did you just not keep it the same?
I think this looks like terrible. Not so wicked, not good, terrible.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in this.
Which lad from the Umbrella Academy? I wasn't even paying attention.
Was it Luther?
Oh, was it Luther?
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, it's a good show. You watch it? Luther? No, not.
It's a good show.
I heard, but I haven't watched it. But I mean, Umbrella Academy.
First 2 seasons are great. It drops off after that. No, I've not seen Umbrella Academy.
Okay, for a second there, when you were answering about that, the first 2 seasons are great. It drops off the first season. He's like, what are you talking about, Umbrella Academy?
I'm talking about Luther.
Okay. Let's just say, like, what?
When it drops off, it doesn't get shit. It's just not as good as the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, no, I've heard things about Luther, but I never watched Luther. But I watched Umbrella Academy. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. Bomp, 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 bomp.
I'm going to be back in a moment, lads.
You gonna?
Does anybody need anything brought to them?
Yeah.
I need you to bring me your hot love.
So you,
I was going to say exactly the same thing. That's weird.
so you need one of those.
Bring me some cream. Yeah.
Anything for you?
Hot love.
Hot love cream coming right up.
Just the way I like
Hot
it.
love cream.
Hot love cream. My favorite.
I'd give any video game movie a chance, but I'm not expecting that to be like kitschy in a fun horror way. They're gonna play it straight, and it's gonna be dull. It's gonna be very, very dull. I think
I'm not a purist when it comes to adaptation because I know things have to change sometimes to encourage flow. I have to make the adjustments here, so it's perfect 1 second as well. So I get that sometimes it's good and it's required to make some adjustments to make flow work with like adaptation, because sometimes exposition goes a little bit too long and sometimes in source material and you need to kind of make the ebb and flow work. But the fact that they've taken 2 narratives,
they've lengthened the source material and also changed it.
Is that doing that? That's I will get another chair for. Here's the thing that really pisses me off, right? It's kind of like the Dark Tower all over again, because they took 7 narratives and put it into 1 movie at an hour and a half.
Yeah, it wasn't even a long movie.
It was an hour and a half, and they took
really short.
They took literally 7 narratives, and each after the 3rd book, those narratives are about 800 pages each.
Yeah, they're big books. I don't know, like Resident Evil 1 or 2. Neither of them are particularly long, but there's quite a lot of story that happens in them, and they were fairly coherent stories, so you didn't need to change it.
No.
You just needed to make a faithful adaptation.
Yeah.
And the first thing they done was say, we're making a faithful adaptation. Why changing it all?
It's all right.
Sure, Leon is no longer a blonde dreamboat. That's true. That's very true. He doesn't look like a 90s boy band member anymore.
Looks like you'll need Polish vodka to get through that movie, or at least the final chapter was a comedy.
What?
I don't know. I've read it with Mikey was in there.
Mikey, what the fuck are you talking about? Polish vodka?
I said I'm talking about the film in Jan. You'll probably need Polish vodka to get for the movie. Polish
Captain Cooks all the way.
Captain Cooks.
Oh
man, you know what? We need to do that again at some point.
I don't know if I'm going to go see Resident Evil in the theaters or not.
Well, Captain Cooks it and then see it though.
Maybe, because it's probably also 12A, so it's probably not very violent or bloody.
No, it'd have to be a 15.
I'm going to say it's probably a 12A.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect 18 because 18 is kind of not a death nail, but like people actively avoid 18s because they want more people to be able to see the movie for box office.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be at least 15 given the nature of it being zombies and shit.
You can get away with quite a lot in the 12A these days.
Really? Like the violence and like the sort of gore and the glorification?
Yeah,
and the
literally, it's
mutilation?
just nudity. That's the only thing that can
Right.
that really ramps up ratings these days. You can get away with quite a lot in a 12A.
I was not aware of that. I knew that. I knew there was more opening to the borders of culture.
like a movie like that represents a game. They're like, no, we got to get as much people in watching this as we can.
Yeah.
And that has ruined so many game adaptations or book adaptations or whatever, where like they try and just make it for everyone and do it at 12A and then they just make it uninteresting. I've done that when people, like, apparently there was an R cut of Venom and they were like, nah, it's for children. Like, it's so obviously not for children. But they
That's
took
not
all
for children.
Venom,
Sure.
the movie.
Yeah.
'Cause it had like it had a harder cut, and they were like, "Nah, mate, unharden that cut, son."
Are we in that memory card life?
We're on that memory card life. We're starting off.
Do you remember?
What?
Remember?
Remember? Ah, you remember? Our first, we've got a special edition of memory card today. We're gonna go back.
Which is funny because I'm pretty sure RE2 happened in 1983, and now we're in 1983. We're in 1983 now. We're a bunch of 1983ers.
We would be 5. I would be 5. You'd be 4. You'd
It was
be
4.
4. So
I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same age.
I put together. What age are you?
Tara, what age am I?
You're 32. Jesus.
Am I 32? What age are you?
What year is it now?
2001. Or no, 2001.
It's 1983.
Then I'm that old.
You were born in 1983.
No, I'm that age. I'm 1993.
Apparently, hardcore violence is apparently much more wholesome than a woman's face as she's coming.
Of course it is. Swearing and boobies.
I don't think there's anything more wholesome than a
Swearing
face.
Swearing booby.
Just that
A titty that someone's wrote. A titty that someone's written something on. Like, you big dirty bitch on a tit. That's an 18. An 18 right there.
That's so wholesome, you big dirty bitch.
Dirty bitch on my tits.
Bitch. Tits.
Yeah, I'm 32. What are you?
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay. Cool. What are you?
33.
50?
No.
45?
No.
29.
I wish.
Do you remember being 29?
Yes.
I don't.
5.
I would be in 1983.
Yeah.
So this version of memory cards is John Sense edition, guys.
Yeah, there's some weird shit on here.
So this is kind of where John Sense gets to take us through some of his memories of across the years of what came out this week.
Yeah. Well,
How about what you played?
It's not even this week. It's just games.
This game's Oh, my apologies.
He wasn't that specific.
Oh, okay.
He was just like,
Because he would have just put the same things that I put in. Because
Like
I'd done
a
one
year
earlier
ago.
on.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there's some stuff on here that people probably haven't heard of or heard of as much. 1993, Haunting
Haunting. Okay.
for the old Sega Mega Drive.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
You played as a ghost, and the premise of the game was that I can't remember exactly why, but there was a family that you were like, I'm dead because of this family, and you haunted their house.
Oh, that's like a reverse Silent Hill.
So you haunted their house by jumping into objects in the house and making them scary. So like you would jump into the TV, and then the TV would play scenes of like them dying.
Okay, yeah.
So you had to raise each family. There was like a mom, a dad, a son, and a daughter. You had to raise each family member's like fear level to the point they couldn't stay in the house anymore.
Poltergeist came out in 1981.
It was probably partly inspired by that.
Yeah, that sounds very
But you
Poltergeist.
had an ectoplasm meter that if it ran out, you like went back to hell.
Got no more jizz left. Back to hell.
No, there was a hell portion of the game that you had to escape from if you went back to it. And the only way you could get more ectoplasm was by scaring the family members, and then they gooped it out. They just went,
Right. Not in the way that like Mr. Mosquito touched the family members, no.
No, not the same as that.
Which was to say crawling on the daughter in the bath
No.
or the mum.
Well, you could
the
jump in
bedroom.
the bath, but not while they were in it. My fear levels have reached peak.
Yeah. My ectoplasm's just fucking flying out of me right now. Like.
Oh, what's going on there? Something's happened. Yeah, weird game.
Gone now. Stop! Don't.
That's just him.
You put that tongue. You put that tongue back in your mouth. You put that tongue where it belongs.
Get the cream.
Are we done in 1993? Are we moving on?
Apparently not so we could say they played a game like that.
A Flash game?
Flash game.
Well, I mean, it was 1993. You could probably run it on.
There's a cat in the chat.
Yeah.
You could probably just run it on Flash now.
Yeah, you probably could. There probably emulators and stuff like that there.
Because Flash doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, that's.
Oh, yeah, true. With the HTML5 having.
Yeah.
You maybe could in one of the other years on this memory.
True. But oh, damn it. We're stuck. We're stuck in
We're stuck in 1993. What a
Oh, God.
year
I don't want to be
stuck in.
4 anymore. I've already done this once.
Can we time travel already?
Can you stop hitting the button a second, please? I'm trying to fix it.
Okay.
Are we going to have to manually?
It's 1999. Has Not So Wicked been born yet? That's how I gauge how far back this was, because she tells us every week. Do you think?
They just said, "Please let me be born."
Okay, so that may have been when we were stuck in 1993, though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she tells us every week, and I just never remember. Just never remember what.
When
year
was
she
you born?
in. No, you can't ask them directly, because that would be too easy.
Oh,
There has to be context.
they
clues.
were alive for
She was
1999.
alive in 1999. Okay. Well
So,
done.
1999, Planescape Torment. This was along the same lines as like Baldur's Gate and
Right.
that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So isometric RPG,
This is where, what was it out on?
PC.
Okay.
This was a PC game,
Sure.
and it's set in like the Dungeons and Dragons universe.
Right.
So
I was going to
thought
say,
it was
is this where the D&D
It's the
started?
connection. This
Or
is
was
the
this
connection.
before? Was this like?
These games like the Planescape Torment and Baldur's Gate and stuff was what kind of drew
Right,
me
'cause
in.
I played like the bunch of Dark Lands games on
Oh,
the PS2. Yeah, I was like,
They were very different
this
from the PC
is pretty
ones.
good, because I was too much of a pleb to understand like the actual like proper Diablo ones where you have to think. You have essentially where you have to use your brain. I was like,
None of that.
none of
We'll
that
have
shit.
none of that.
I'm going to play Champions of Norath, where you go
But
until you won.
Planescape Torment is set in the city I've told you about, Sigil, with the city of doors, where
Yeah.
every opening in the city, so like any doorway or window or barrel or anything,
What if you just draw a circle on the floor?
yeah, that as well. It can be a portal
my
to
God.
anywhere if you have the right key to activate it. But the key could be like you humming a certain song as you walk past it, or having like a half-eaten bit of cheese in your pocket.
Right.
It could be fucking anything
like
and
you-
take you anywhere.
You take a slash on the way home from the pub, and the floor opens up.
Yeah.
Bloody keys.
So people keep getting like quantum leaped to
Oh,
fucking
cool.
random
That
places.
sounds fun. It sounds like Necromunda, but with less people being shot.
Well, everyone that lives in the city fucking hates it.
Oh,
because
that's-
anytime you
okay,
try
no,
to go
that's-
through any door, you're like,
Yeah, you don't know where you're going to end up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just going to grab a set of fucking, you're just in fucking hell
yeah,
or something.
Could be.
That sounds like it would be worth. I think that would be worth it. I think I'd be okay with that. You could just disappear for like years at a time.
yeah, but you have no way to know what it was that opened the door, so you don't know
fine.
if you'll ever be able to.
I like a bit of surprise in my life. It's all right.
All right, move to Sigil.
It's fine.
The ruler of Sigil is a bit mental as well.
There's a woman There's an individual that rules the city called the Lady of Pain, who is just this like big floating female figure with a mask that just has like swords coming out of it, and she doesn't talk.
We understand each other. It's in here.
There's certain rules in the city. One of them is you can't worship her.
Oh my God.
Another one is you can't really worship anyone.
Oh my God, this is just right. I understand where Warhammer 40k is getting all that stuff, because this is just the Emperor. It's like, don't you dare call me an Emperor.
Give her a Google.
It's the Emperor. It's the Emperor.
And if you break one of the rules in the city, she'll turn up, and one or two things will happen to you. If her shadow touches you, you just immediately just stab wounds.
Oh, yeah.
Bop, 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 bop.
You know.
Like pop-up pirates.
Oh my God. It's like Operation, but with swords.
Yeah. Or
Shit.
yeah, there she is, the Lady of Pain.
trying to get a decent sized image.
Yeah,
here
that
for
looks
us.
like it's been. That looks like.
I think that one's from the
I was
game.
going to say, yeah, that looks like a cutscene from a 1999 PC game.
Yeah, looks like it. Oh no, she's very much about not being worshipped. You can't do it.
Nah.
So yeah, you either just turn up with a
There you
shitload
go.
of stab wounds.
It's Lady. What do you call her? Lady D.
Demo Pain Stroke.
But with a mask on. I see those thighs in there. I see them.
Or the other thing that happens is you get teleported to a maze. And
Do you get stabbed in the maze?
it depends on the maze.
Right.
and if you manage to find your way out,
You could get dildoed in the
then
maze.
you can come out. But otherwise, you're stuck there forever.
Are you being chased by her in the maze? It's like, yeah,
No, she's fucked you off. She doesn't
I'll
care.
get you.
She doesn't care about you anymore.
that's not horny enough. It's not horny enough. It's a bit horny,
It's a little horny.
but it could be hornier.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Warhammer.
Oh, you don't need to be telling me
I'll
about.
tell you about your boy Slanesh.
I know about. Well, you say boy.
I say boy.
Expecting something a little
Slanesh is all things. Do all
Boy, a
people.
boy with like 30 titties.
expecting something a little different. I'm not gonna lie.
She was expecting more titties. So was I, to be fair.
Probably. There's like multiple different like visages and stuff
Yeah,
here.
they all follow that kind of theme of just very solemn, very serious.
Very solemn, very serious. Like the imagery is all coming from a video game from
1999.
1999. It's
That, what about that one? That looks like, yeah, that one you were hovering over there.
this one here.
Down. That's just a
That's some
costume. No, right. Right, one more. Well, that's, yeah. This looks like left and right look like the same thing. People are just making their own kind of 3D models.
Yeah.
She's a bit more bangable there because you can see her.
But nobody knows who she is or what she looks like. There's a theory that she's just a bunch of squirrels. That's a genuine theory in the setting, is that it's just a bunch of squirrels floating around. So it depends how you feel about squirrels.
You did tell me that there's also like rumors she took down a god.
The Rescuers.
Yeah, she's like
Gadget.
genuinely kicked gods out of the city. Like gods have turned up going, people going to worship me here. And she's like, no.
I can tell you.
Fuck.
I tell you how I feel about squirrels. Gadget. And the Rescuers. No, wait.
Yeah.
No, she was from
that's
Chip
what
and Dale.
Rescuers, yeah. Rescuers was...
Wait, was she a squirrel or was she a mouse? Who was Gadget? Was she a mouse?
Let's say she's whatever you want her to be.
We're back.
We're back.
What year are we in?
We're still in India. We haven't.
We need to
warped.
travel.
1999. Because we're traveling. We're traveling. We're still in 1999.
Yeah, we are still in 1999.
We haven't moved.
Shadow Hearts. You ever fuck with Shadow Hearts
Um,
on the PlayStation?
I was thinking, is this a different game from Shadow of Darkness? Or is that Hearts of Darkness I'm thinking of? No is the question then, because
Okay.
it's not.
Is this Shin Megami Tensei stuff or?
No, but it has kind of a feel to it. So it was a JRPG with like that classic turn-based thing.
Yeah.
But whenever you selected like the attack command or whatever, a wheel turned up that like had a spinny bit.
Right.
And you had to time your button press to hit the right sections to actually carry the command out.
Right.
But it was dark as fuck. Like it was this really dark gothic horror setting where your party members were like the main character who could turn into demons, like a really old Chinese wizard dude,
Nice.
a vampire called Keith.
That's not the most ridiculous name I've ever heard of a vampire.
Keith Valentine was his full name.
That's
Does that make it worse or better?
worse.
Yeah.
A little bit. Wasn't there a vampire Valentine from Final Fantasy as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vincent
Yeah.
Valentine,
Vincent Valentine,
who was like vampire-ish.
That's also both worse and better though, because it's a cooler name, but it's stupider.
Vincent or Keith?
Vincent.
Okay.
A big Vinny Valentine, the vampire. That's much better than Keith.
Keith.
It's like, this is the hot, sexy Vincent. This is brother Keith.
There was Keith.
He just, it's not quite the same.
Well, there was 3 games, and in each game there was a member of that vampire family joined your party. So
Right.
there was Keith, and then there was Joaquin,
Right.
Yeah, it's a bit more exotic.
and then there was Hildegard.
I like that.
So I don't know what the naming convention
Yeah,
for
that's
that family
weird.
was.
Hildegard sounds like a fucking Soul Calibur fighter.
She was this like gothic Lolita
Oh yeah.
who, if she drank too much blood, got like Japanese chibi fat.
Oh yeah, I'm liking that.
And if she didn't drink enough, she just turned into a pink bat.
Right, I need to check this out.
But they were cool games, really fucking dark, really like Cthulhu,
Oh, okay.
Lovecraftian horror stuff.
Got
to the
some-
point where your characters had sanity points. You had to manage their health, their mana, and their sanity.
Oh, that's not
'Cause
good.
like if you look up the art for any of the enemy monsters in the game, there is messed up stuff there.
Our chat's giving us something. So apparently, there's a whole religion around
That
gadget,
is not surprising to me at all.
which is just
at all.
It
weird.
surprises me a little bit.
No, that's totally understandable.
We're being asked what is the most ridiculous vampire name
Susan.
The stat,
from like Anne Rice's.
Yeah.
Okay.
stupid bloody name.
Jeff.
Where was there Susan Lestat? Yeah, that's the worst one.
Susan
Who was this vampire called Jeff?
I just imagine if you're calling a vampire, maybe
Jeff
Jeff.
is a vampire. I think, does she not mean like
Oh, and like I don't know.
Gary.
like,
Gary's a pretty shit vampire
what
name.
could you?
No, that's the name of the Zodiac killer dude.
Gary Busey.
What did you call the Have any of you watched What We Do in the Shadows?
Yep.
The
Yes.
TV show though.
No.
Yeah.
What did you call the psychic vampire? Is it Colin something? Or he
Oh,
lives in he lives in
the like energy
basement? Yeah,
vampire.
what the fuck is his name? Because that's a very like.
Yeah, I think it might be Colin.
Is it Colin something?
But they always refer to him with his full name.
Yeah. Is it Colin? What's his full name? Because that's probably like that's like the most
Yeah.
normal. It's like it's Colin Robinson.
Yeah.
It just sounds like
Anytime they talk about
yeah.
it, it's not like Colin.
It's Colin Robinson. It's like yeah. So he sounds like an IT technician, but he's just sucking the fucking.
But I think he is an IT technician. Like he has a normal job.
Ah, yes, that's right.
And he just, because his whole thing isn't that he drinks blood, he just drains people of their energy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he just goes around the office being like, I'm trying a new kind of yogurt today
And
that has less chunks in it,
you die inside.
but I don't know if it's going to be better for my bowel movements or what. And he like talks to you like that for an hour, where you're just like, oh my god.
I know that. Okay.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, I know that. You've seen who we work with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Colin Robinson
Colin
is the most ridiculous vampire name, I think, because it's so obviously.
But also
vampire
then
name.
the best vampire name. because
True.
It goes so
I
far.
suppose like you don't want to be running about calling yourself Dracula, because then people will be like, right, this guy's
He's a
fucking
vampire.
vampire. Like, what's going
Or
on
you're
here?
just edgy.
Or Alucard.
That would be the perfect cover for a vampire now. To pretend to be like an edgy vampire teen.
Oh my god. Yeah.
No one would think they were actually vampires.
Just think they're edgy kids.
Yeah.
Just really like Twilight. It's like those movies were out like years ago. You're like, I don't care.
Oh god, Edward's a terrible name for a vampire.
No, I like it is because those are terrible books and films.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that bad a name
Like
for a vampire.
it would make sense if is he supposed
Dracula
to
is a wanker.
is he-
Like if you had a bad experience
Yeah,
with
it's a wanker,
Dracula,
yeah.
he cut me off in traffic.
keeps fucking taking all the good groceries. I know what's going on. Like as far as Twilight goes, is his name? What's his name? Edward.
There is an Edward.
Is it like were they all made vampires back in like the old Victorian England? Because Edward at one point would have been like a very Edward Cullen. That sounds like at one point that would have been like a British aristocrat, which at least fits in.
It
I
works for a
suppose, yeah,
vampire.
which that's fine. But I mean, like calling yourself Dracula, what a like
I like
Dracula fucked my
Alucard.
wife
I'm
and
with
took my
Milo
job.
though. I like Alucard.
Alucard's just lazy. See that Dracula? Just fucking turn it around.
Yeah, it's just
Turn that
I
around.
like it though. Sometimes lazy things are still.
To be fair, it does work. It's still it's still pronounceable as a name.
Yeah.
It could be like blah, blah, blah. Like, oh yeah, that's that really cool dragon fur. Like what the fuck
was that?
What does that mean? I don't know. I'm African.
Okay, see if you're going to be a vampire, what would you name yourself? Like you had to change your name, right? You had to.
Why would you?
just
Why,
still be
is there, like,
young.
is there a lot of legal action around being a?
No,
vampire?
but like you at this point, it's like almost like you're being rebirthed, so you have to become something else, right? I'm putting parameters on this, so you have to pick a name.
Right. No.
Why be that guy? I'm not even going to try and ask him because he's just going to back you up. Let's go.
Because he's thinking about it right now. He's thinking
I
about
am.
his. I'm giving
Oh,
him
really?
time
Okay.
to come up with his good name, but I don't know.
know.
Alucard, he was alright.
Well, I have a D&D character whose name would work as a vampire name.
Right.
She's called Ishra Valestraza.
That is a very cool name.
Watch out, wanker. Polish.
No,
It's just a Polish
no,
woman,
snake lady.
like a gypsy snake lady, who's also a vampire.
No, she gave herself. She did that thing where she picked a new name for herself.
Right. Okay. I just go, some Alan.
She's my D&D character. That,
Alan the vampire.
I like that. I think it's David.
she's my D&D character that is basically Thunderbolt Suicide Squad.
Oh.
She was a previous party's villain, and they beat her, and their god was like, you are now only allowed to do good things. You're cursed to do good things and be a hero. So she has to go on adventures with the heroing party, and it's like, I fucking hate this. I would kill all of you at the drop of a hat. So I get to play an evil character, but it doesn't fuck up the party because it's like she's not allowed to do anything evil.
That is really fucking intelligent.
Celestial Warlock. So she has all these nice healing powers, and she's like, this fucking sucks.
Hate this.
I want to kill people and bathe in their blood. Heal. I fucking love her. She's one of my favorite characters that I've
That's the good thing. That's the good thing about like fucking role playing. Though you can create these like so fucking like
I can't wait to roleplay as someone who isn't tall. It's gonna be so good.
Are you gonna be a gnome?
Yeah.
We said this
No, just shorter.
We said this initially to you, like, why don't you be like this guy? You went like, I can't bear the idea of being small.
Nah, yeah.
To us.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, like this meant to be escapism.
I'm absolutely going to curse your character.
I don't want to escape from being tall. I love it. It's great crack. As long as we don't encounter any airplanes in our adventures, you know, you get sore knees. Other than that, it'll be fine. I'll be alright with that.
Right, I think we should jump forward and
We're not.
It's not, it didn't work yet. We all just started screaming. Right, this is not good. Come on. Want to time travel? The machine's not.
We're in the year 2000. Yeah.
Oh fuck!
We're going to go to the Dome.
I saw that.
The Dome?
The Dome. Yeah, I saw that on Friday. I saw it from train. I was like,
Did it live up to all the expectations you had for it in 1999?
I can't say that it was doing much for me in 1989 or yesterday because it was a big load of bollocks.
So 2000, Micromania.
2000s is what does this have to do with Micro Machines?
It's the same people. And the whole game, you know, the Micro Machines games, it was that, but instead of tiny cars, it was tiny humans, like running around bedrooms and kitchens and shit.
I would be okay. I would be okay with that actually.
But all the characters that you could pick were really messed up.
Was
So
it the
it's like-
was it the drivers from Micro Machines because they were pretty messed up?
No, it was these, like, one of the guys had a motorcycle engine grafted onto his back as if that would make him faster and not just fall over.
Right? Did it make them faster?
It did, yeah.
Well, then he was right.
But yeah, that's true. There was a character that had their DNA mixed with like a bug. And it was just really fucking weird. And I loved it. And that's the story of Micromaniacs.
Cool. Was it as hard as Micro Machines? Because they were pretty hard. Like
that was fucking.
I remember because I was like 11
that's the thing.
when I was playing Micromaniacs.
We'll never have those reaction times again.
I was fucking great at this
Yeah.
game, and I found like an emulator for it
Yeah.
about 3 years ago and was like,
you were shite.
oh my god, I can't wait to play this again. I couldn't even finish a track. Like, never mind come first. I couldn't finish. I was like,
Yeah.
these controls are awful. But back in the day, couldn't touch me.
Like sweet.
Could not touch me.
I think we were pretty good at Micro Machines. We played it for long enough.
Played it for long enough, but
Yeah.
it was fucking nightmare trying to learn the tracks because there's no like hard, there's no hard walling on your tracks, so you
Yes,
Yeah,
that-
it was the same in Maniac.
Yeah.
Well, that was their whole thing though. It's like you gotta be good enough to fucking stay on the track and
Yeah.
also be good at racing other people.
Yeah, you had to learn how to drift. You
Yeah.
needed to learn your drift.
Oh my watch, bitch.
Thing, I mean, I don't know what the Micro Machines games were like, but the Micromaniacs characters all could do different things.
Handling speeds and stuff and
Micro
handling.
Machines.
As in, like, they all had special abilities.
They had specials. The Micro Machines.
So, like, my favorite character was Roach, who was like this kid that was like combined with a bug, and he could drop webs that if like someone else on the game on like the next lap round hit them, they got stuck.
Right.
Or he could spawn little beetles that would chase you around and slow you down.
That's pretty cool.
Guy sounds like a real asshole.
His backstory, like, I remember his backstory because you could have these little character profiles. Was that he was the like nephew of the guy who had decided to shrink people and make them race, and one day this professor found him like ripping the legs off bugs, so he shrank him and combined him with the bugs that he was ripping apart to be like,
Right.
that'll show you.
Yeah, it does sound like a prick.
Yeah,
Both of the people in that story sound like a prick to be honest. Imagine just wanting to like shrink people
to race them,
to race them. That's wild.
like, not for anything else, it was just to race them.
Shrink them for sex play.
Well, okay.
And then racing.
I think we might need to. I think we might need to fucking.
I'm sick of being in the year
Let's time travel
2000.
this shit.
Also have to point out that it's kind of hilarious. Your hard limit D&D's fucking airplanes.
Fucking in an airplane?
Makes sense.
Does that never happen in D&D?
No, it's just my hard limit in our D&D game is fucking airplanes.
2004, City of Heroes, sir.
I think it's your like.
I fucking love this.
I would say it's your first positive experience with an MMO.
Yeah,
Same.
because you could
Same.
fly in it.
Did you?
And that's it.
Did you know you can play it now? It's come back.
Oh,
Yeah. So City of Heroes was a superhero MMO that was,
NC Soft.
It was NC Soft.
What a bunch
Well
of
done.
weirdos.
and it got closed
I don't know.
on like 1 month's notice. Like, the people running it were just like, we're shutting down.
It had been out for like 10 years or so.
It had, but it was still good.
Yeah, well, I think they closed it because they had another one coming out, and they're like, well, we're not going to split our own player base.
Yeah, but then they never did another
And
one.
then they never finished it, or whatever the fuck happened.
So what happened behind the scenes was, we looking forward to that Smurfs game? Only if you can play as Papa.
So what do I play?
What do you call the lady one again?
Susan.
Smurfette. Which would be a
Susan.
terrible name for a vampire, by the way.
Susan Smurfette. Smurfette would be a good name for a vampire.
Blue. Just a blue vampire.
Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurfette. Good reboot in there. A Smurfs reboot where it's just all women. I watched that. Like,
Pretty sure you can find that on the internet.
yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I'll
Um,
do some googling later on. I'll say it later.
So City of Heroes closed down, but it turned out that one of the developers just took the code
Aye,
and made a private server that nobody knew about except him and his mates.
right.
And about 2 years ago, word got out that someone had a private server, and the person was just like, "Hi lads, here's the code."
Aye, fair enough.
So there's a bunch of servers flying around now. The main one's
So it is actually the same game. They didn't just
it's same
do the game or anything.
Same game.
I don't know if I could go back to it now. Like
Main server for it's called Homecoming.
it was new enough in 2004, but we're in 2004. It's new because it's 2004, and that's where we are. 'Cause it's new. But in 2021, it'd probably be pretty old. Like
It's still pretty good. Like it's not as good as it was,
See,
but it's great for a nostalgia trip.
the funny thing is like I was like, right, I'm gonna pick a character who can fly, and then you don't unlock the flying ability until like what 10 or 12 or something like that. It's a
It
fur.
used to be 14.
It's a fur bit.
Level 6 now.
The second I learned how to fly, flew about for about 10 minutes. Closed it, never opened it again. I was like, that was it. That was my. That was
your
that
goal.
was
That was
what I
your
wanted
end
to
game.
go, because obviously there was nothing to do. You could like you didn't fly. You just quick traveled. It was like or whatever, like you would do in any MMO. I was like, oh, this is stop.
But I met His Royal Highness right there. I met someone who would become one of my groomsmen through that game.
Yeah. Lovely lad. Met him himself as well.
Yeah, you did indeed.
Lovely guy.
Top bloke.
Top bloke.
Fucking rub it in there.
That's time travel.
I'm remaining still for this one.
Where are we now? 2005.
2005. Do you remember 2005? You should, because we're in it.
I
It's
feel like
happening right now.
I feel like I'm trapped in 2005.
Trapped. Oh, trapped with like a T.
Yeah, but I'm headstrong and I'll take you on. Headstrong, I'll come on everyone.
Make him say on. Trapped was a game
You people.
that was a localization of a series that is actually called Deception.
Right?
But this was the first game they brought over, so they were like, we'll call it Trapped so that people in the West like it. And the whole premise of it was that you were a helpless anime girl being chased by like soldiers that wanted to kill you, and you had no powers, you had no ability to fight, but you could set like the castle they were chasing you through. You could set it up before the level started and put traps in different places,
okay, yeah.
and you then had to lead the people chasing you through these death traps that you've
You
constructed.
had to lead all these men on. I'm gonna lead you on.
And I just
Pit. Fucking pit.
but the traps were things like fucking guillotines and like
So they should be naughty soldiers trying to touch people.
yeah, like hardcore Home Alone is exactly how you would explain it. But I just remember playing it at the time, being like, I've not played anything else like this, where you specifically play as someone that can't defend themselves and are just trying to lead people to things that will stop them for you. But
That's fucking mental.
the newest one, like you can get it on like Steam and PlayStation, the newest one, but it's called like Deception 6 Nightmare Princess or something.
That sounds exactly like the kind of game I was picturing in my head.
Yeah.
Something with a tat like that. Like this has been going since like about 10 years with loads of games, but the only people who play these are the people who played the first one.
Yeah.
I've kept up with it.
It's like Japanese naming conventions are always really strange versus the West as well. Like Castlevania is like called Demon's Castle, blah blah blah, Rondo of Blood. You're like, what? Rondo of Blood is like the actual nickname, but it'll have like Demon's Castle, Despair of the Night,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, Symphony 6, Rondo of Blood. You're like, that's a really cool name,
Galzon edition.
but it's a bit much.
yeah.
Wet Panty special edition. Like, oh.
What?
Exactly. Yeah.
But that was the only one in the series I ever played. Just played it, thought it was weird as fuck, wanted to tell you about it. There you go.
Say trapped 3 times and Chris Taylor Brown will appear, but no, he won't, because he can't get anyone to attend his fucking goddamn concerts or appearances.
Does he still do things like make music?
He is being slowly but surely banned from every social media platform he gets on
Good.
because he keeps saying horrible things.
What? No way. That's so. I would never. I
So
would
out
not
of
see that
character.
coming at all. He seems like such a cool guy.
And I think it's the height of his career at the minute is touring with Hoobastank.
Fucking stank. What?
Fucking hell.
I have not heard that in a long time. I would well believe he was not so wicked.
I think he's been banned off the platform. Not so wicked, actually. I think that was the thing that got him banned off the platform, to be fair, but I think he's been
Okay,
banned.
not beating
He
up
can
women.
fuck
That's
off.
fine. Yeah.
Roland can fuck off. Dave Chappelle can fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck them all.
In the bin. He's been banned from Twitter. I think he's been banned from Facebook. I think he's been shadow banned on TikTok. Anything he goes on, I think at one point he was being. I think he's on Parler. Who the fuck's he's on Parler though?
The fuck is Parler?
It's
Wait, that's not that Trump thing, is it?
yeah, it's basically the conservative Trump Twitter. That they didn't like Twitter, so they made their own.
Talk about a safe space. The one that they're
In
all
all the
fucking, you need your safe
platforms,
space. I'm gonna
absolutely.
go make my own one. It's like, okay. Would you recommend Trapped to people who are just a bit too horny for their own good?
Yeah, check out the newer one because I've only seen clips of it, but it only seems to have gotten hornier over time.
I'll get it, but you can play it one-handed. Probably.
Set the traps up and
Take a guess.
does itself.
Just get the Kleenex out. We started screaming too early. It's the Border Patrol. What have you got for me?
Papers, please.
Bitch, please.
Do you fuck with Papers, please?
Yeah.
Papers, please.
Good stuff.
Got sent a review copy of Papers, Please.
How the fuck do you mind that?
Because I was briefly working for a gaming website. And this was like the first thing they sent me is like, we want you to review this. I knew nothing about it until I booted it up. And obviously an hour later, I was like, what the fuck is this game? And it's the only game I've ever played where I've enjoyed being bored. Like that's how I would explain to people. I'm like, it's so boring and I can't stop playing it.
Just documentation, the game.
Yeah.
It's like reading an instruction booklet that you get with something more interesting, but you're like, hold on, what's going on here?
But they've designed the gameplay loop so well that you're just like, I need to keep playing this.
I feel like I want to implement it into our like training modules for work because our training is rudimentary, boring tasks that are easy to do, but you've just got to follow a very specific set of instructions each time you do something.
I mean, you say that as if we have any training to implement it into, but there is none.
No, but this will be part of the
It'll
training.
just be the whole training.
I feel like it would be more effective than our current training.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Because since I stepped out of the role of trainer, the training doesn't exist now.
No, it doesn't. But I think Papers, Please is a really interesting way of seeing what way people play games because it gives you the choice of do you want to follow the instructions and do the job, or do you want to let people through and help them out
And fuck your own family over.
Yeah.
It's like, I did like it. I think like the loop wore off on me pretty quickly.
It's a game that you play like all the way through once and then don't really touch again, except maybe 10 years later you're like, oh, I'll give that.
I remember that. I'm gonna give that a go. So at some point in like, I don't know, say 2023, you may feel like giving this a go. Whenever we get there, that's man's way though, so we're fine.
If you've not played it though, it's worth checking out just because it does something so different.
Mikey, if you've never played this, you could probably give this a go because you love paperwork. I've never seen a boy who loves reading stuff as much as this guy. Like I've seen him read a service agreement before. And I was blown away. Absolutely blown away. Do you want accept, like, read this? Accept. Decline? Like, who actually reads those?
Mike says he has played it.
Oh, that's right. That's fine.
You think it's great?
Well, fuck you then.
Fuck you for enjoying something I thought you would enjoy.
Fucking piece of shit. Fucking proving me wrong. It's my 15, boy.
Chroma Squad. Do you fuck with Chroma Squad?
I fucked with a lot of games I haven't fucked with.
I wanted to bring some weird shit tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you fuck with the Power Rangers?
Of course I have.
This is basically Power Rangers the game.
Right.
But it's really fucking strange because you have a wee hydrate there, lad.
Oh shit, gotta hydrate.
So the premise of the game is that you are not actually the Power Rangers. It's that you're running the TV show, the Power Rangers. Now they had to call it Chroma Squad because they couldn't actually call it Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So the fights are the staged fights that happen on the TV shows, and you're controlling the actors.
Right.
So not only do you have to win the fights, but you also have to make them flashy enough that you get more ratings for the TV show.
Okay.
And that earns you more. Yeah, no, it is. It's Saban Simulator. So that you get more money, so that you can upgrade the costumes, which are your armor.
Yeah.
And it feeds into this. But then genuinely halfway through the game, spoiler, it's like, oh no, this stuff's actually starting to happen. And the actors are the only ones that can stop it. But it's this like pixel grid tactical RPG. Ooh. It's really, really cool. And it has something like 6 endings. and depending, it's really meta, and depending on what choices you make in the game, it changes which like kind of TV show it parodies.
Yeah.
So like how hard it leans into the Power Rangers as we know it in the West versus like the Super Sentai stuff in Japan. There's like a whole branching storyline where it just becomes Knight Rider. It's fucking weird, but check it out. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Pink one.
Oh, have we got one? It's my first one.
I'm waiting on that for a while.
Oh,
Nah, you didn't leave him hanging anywhere near long enough. Like,
I feel so fresh.
because he doesn't know when it's coming now.
No! Oh no! I'm doing it right.
It's just 3 wet men in a room.
I'm giving you the squirty ball next time. I have to move,
Three wet Johnnies, lads.
I have to move the mics every time because water and microphones are not a good.
I moved mine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Did you know that the original Yellow Ranger is deceased?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do you know how she died?
I believe a car crash. if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
she was in a car crash. People believe that in her last moments, she thought if she drove her car quickly enough at the other car, the two cars would merge to form a larger dinosaur car.
Oh my god.
And it didn't work out.
Right. So
Oh my god.
not with her. He was not with her.
Oh no.
It didn't work.
Oh.
And did you know that everyone who had played this is true, everyone who had played a Power Ranger up to that point went to her funeral? That's like that actually happened, except for one.
Who?
Tommy.
Why did Tommy not go?
Because he was the evil Green Ranger, so obviously he's not going to go to her funeral. No, it was actually he was at his brother's funeral that day. That's the truth.
Oh wow, that's upsetting.
He was driving the other car. Some of that's true, some of it's not.
You can decide which is true. People at home.
Oh my god, that went the hell fast.
You want to talk about Power Rangers? I'll talk about Power Rangers.
This is the thing. Like me and you don't shy away from a certain subject when we're making jokes.
What, Chris Benoit?
Crispy what?
Crispy what?
Crispy what?
It's either that or making a joke about Roman Reigns' white blood cells.
No, I don't know if I'm even comfortable with that joke.
I fully thought you were going to say they all went except for one. Which one? The original yellow one. She died before the funeral. That would be good as well.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Jesus Christ. It's a real shame when your whole body turns heel on you.
Oh well, it happens to all of us in the end.
Yeah, I guess. I know. I mean, I guess it's just if you want to get an understanding of what that's like, ask Roman Reigns.
Chroma Squad's a good game though.
Yes.
Check it out.
Oh. Got a what? Sorry, you got a MMPR shirt signed by Free, the original, and 6 missing.
Actually, that's a mighty Morphin
Tommy Kimberly.
Who was your favorite Power Ranger? Was it the Black Ranger who just happened to be a dancer?
Also happened
Or was it the Yellow Ranger who just happened to be
alive
in a car crash?
Or, well, if you never also thought about hard, like, the original Power Rangers is incredibly questionable in its choices.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you talk about just happened to be a dancer. His weapon also just happened to be a gun.
Well, they all had guns though. No, his weapon was an axe.
You know, but I guess one thing's like, you can shoot
you
it.
can turn it around.
Her guys can do that.
I'm the Black Ranger.
It's like,
oh
no. It's like the Pink Ranger was a girl, the Blue Ranger was a boy, Red Ranger was.
Well, the Blue Ranger was
The Red Ranger
Billy,
was in charge.
who
No, the White Ranger was in charge. Was he
only after.
originally the Red
Only
Ranger.
after.
Red Ranger.
No, the Blue Ranger was Billy, and I can't remember the actor's name, but he was, as talked about it since, that he was really badly bullied on set for being gay.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew
Really
he was.
badly.
I knew he was gay at one point, and he came out after the show. But or maybe it wasn't after the show. Then my
I think
understanding.
it was after the show that he came out
think it was-
publicly.
it was like-
Right.
But everyone on the set knew and treated him like shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That happened like years later.
Did you ever watch any of the other Power Rangers shows other than the original Mighty Morphin?
No, because
The original and the movie, and by that time,
by the time Ivan Ooze
too
had his
old, yeah.
by the time Ivan Ooze had his outing, I think I.
Did you know he could fit in a butthole no bigger than
funny you should mention that actually.
Is that where D&D got their mythology from on that one? Ivan Ooze up your asshole.
Do you know who played Ivan Ooze?
It's fucking. Oh shit! I'm gonna know if you know who it is. If you know who it is,
Then you know.
I will
Say
immediately.
Ben
agree with
Kingsley
you.
or some shit
No,
like
no,
that.
it's. I've looked this up before. I know who it is, and I will know who it is when you tell me who it is.
I'm not going to ruin it for you.
Fuck.
Wait,
Wait, no, hold on. Is it the guy who plays Dracula in Gremlins 2?
Could be.
He's not going to tell you.
I don't know.
Well, you fucking asked.
Because I don't know.
Oh, well, that's that. Okay. Well, it is that guy then, I think. It's not Bryan Cranston, for fuck's sake. He would have been about 8.
No, well, like Milo was saying, like the only making tribute to the Power Rangers discussion is that the Red Ranger from Wild Force was stabbing his roommate with a katana.
In the show?
Like in real life?
I think in real life.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Sure. I know, like,
Nice one.
I know Tommy is like a big
He's an MMA
evangelical
guy.
Christian MMA guy now,
Yeah.
which is a bit weird.
And he's been in like 6 of the series. He keeps coming back.
Yeah, well, he's
he had
But
that,
he was the coolest one, to be fair.
yeah.
he had a ponytail. It's pretty.
He had a flute knife.
He did. He had
Yes,
a jive,
and he summoned the dragon.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a jive talking sword.
And then when he became the White Ranger, he got a saber
Yeah.
that had like a talking head.
Jive
on
talking?
the end of it.
Yeah.
And did you have that toy as a
I
kid?
did, yeah, I did, yeah.
I had that toy.
Yeah, I had the one where he had
Good
like a big
time.
swastika on it. It was great.
On the dragon.
The White Ranger, yeah. What? Sorry, I must have been. That was the European version.
I once checked out one other like Power Rangers show in like 2000 and something, just to be like, what's going on with it?
Isn't that pretty much just still the same thing? Like, it's just they're fighting ooze people or
Yeah, they just
Clayman or
changed it up.
whatever,
So
yeah.
there's Zordon, you know, the big head dude.
yeah.
It was genuinely, I'm not fucking around. It was like a gerbil in a cage, and they just
cool.
went to him and were like, "What are we doing?" And he was like, "I'm a gerbil." And
Right, if it were, hold on. Right, he's running in the wheel. That means we go kill him. Like, who?
just interpret.
Find someone. And that's it. It's like, I don't fucking
And they
know
had
what's going on.
like there was only 3 Rangers in that show because they had like one had Earth powers and one had air powers,
Right,
or whatever.
right.
So the air one could fly, and the Earth one could like always move along the ground.
Right.
But without moving, so they could like surf on the ground.
Right.
And the episode I tuned into, there was genuinely a combo attack where the Earth one just lay on his stomach and the air one surfed them around, like on the ground.
Why wouldn't he just fly?
Don't fucking know. Apparently, it was stronger when they did it together.
Sure. I know the helmets kept getting stupider and stupider
But
looking.
they had like weirder shapes on
yeah,
them.
one was just like a big circle. The one I saw was just like a big spear. Like that's just like shit.
There's the swastika.
Ridiculous. Yeah. It's like big eagle shoulders. Just everybody just kept fucking,
Yeah.
putting their arms up for some reason. That's
From squad. Time travel. Where are we now? 2017.
2017.
Middle
Remember
Earth.
that?
Shadow of War.
Do you remember 2017? It was so long ago. I
put-
mean, it's right now, but
I put this one on here for 2 reasons. One, because it's the game that made us meet. So it's why the 3 of us are here tonight.
Yeah.
And 2, just to talk about why are no other games using the fucking Nemesis system.
Well, we figured that out. Warner Brothers have actually
I
copyrighted
know,
this
and it's so
patent it.
fucking stupid because
immediately-
even Warner Brothers could use it in other things. Like it would be perfect to put into a Batman game.
Yeah, 'cause
Why
that
is
would
it
make
not in a
sense.
Batman game?
because there's a fairly simple reason for this. Because they don't want to.
That is a simple reason.
But it is such a good system.
Is it?
It is so
Is it though?
entertaining.
It
It's
was
engaging.
entertaining in the first one, and then they even managed to wreck it in the second one.
They made it better.
I've seen a better second one.
They didn't. Like all the fuck, all
2
the
against 1. Better.
all the they had to nerf it because you could like you remember in the first one it was all like right this is someone you fought and it was like I've run
Yeah.
into this person before, they beat me, I'm gonna go back and kick the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And then the next one it was just like you just buy 10 of them to just stick in there you've never met before and they're on your side or they killed you once or whatever. There's like they completely shortcutted it.
Well, no, they didn't
And
get
then they
rid
had
of
to
the
go-
Nemesis system. They just made it so that you could like insert orcs into the system, but they would still then carry on
That
with
you
it.
had to pay for, which was a whole other
You no, you didn't have to. You could, but I played
give
the
the
game at
option.
launch. There was no need to do it. Like,
I don't
no
know.
requirement.
By the time I got to the second one, I was like, not like this is either just exactly the same as the first one or slightly worse. So I don't even think they
It
know.
was well better than the
If I
first
was
one.
well yeah.
I don't think they know what to do with it. Like you say introduced it into another game. How would you introduce it into a Batman game without it just being exactly the same thing in a Batman game?
That's what I'm saying. I want.
But people
I want
will,
more of the
people would
same.
be like, this is exactly the same thing,
and I'd be like, yes,
but just
give
in
it to
Batman.
me.
And they'll never stick in anything else. They're just going to they'll hoard it, and that's it.
I
So,
just want it. I
They'll
want
put
it.
it in their wee list of things that they own.
I
that's
must have played this game like 3 times.
Same.
And because of the Nemesis system, you don't feel like you're playing apart from the story missions, just always feels like you're doing something a bit different.
Yeah, and like the big thing, the improvement on 2 versus 1 was that the capture mechanics then played into the grander scale of the fortress management system.
Yep.
And then expanded on that there, so it wasn't so long you had to do it just the advanced storyline to get to the plot to fucking find the person you need to kill to get the story done. It was more of a, okay, so now I have to manage the actual regions and stuff because there's an ever like going on constant battle between both forces and you're maintaining an army at this point. So the capture system ended up leading into like, well, actually I'm going to have sometimes we're going to have to fortify and win battles here. What type of strategic general do I want to put in each place to use specific abilities? For defenses or offenses.
I think that system could have been deeper. Like they could have done more with that. But it was nice they started to go in that direction. But it doesn't, so far as I know, look like they're even making another
games.
It's a
Golem game now they're making.
Yeah, like a stealth.
I haven't looked at it at all, to be
Will
fair.
there be a Nemesis system in that? It's like that rat looked at me the wrong way.
I'd be down.
Could be.
I'd be down for it.
Yeah. A fish that's just a wee bit too mouthy.
But if the fish gets away, it's your Nemesis.
Fuck
Sounds
me.
fucking dope.
Levels up.
I don't know what you could do with it
Gets a helmet.
in another game, but sure. We'll see what happens. It's a fun game. It took everybody by surprise, definitely, when the first one.
The first one, yeah, it was such
Yeah.
a sleeper. It was like, oh, that's out now.
This is going to be
quite good.
Oh, this is going to be like a movie game, and then it was actually quite.
Yeah.
It was very competent.
Yeah.
But I know the second one didn't have the same.
Well,
No,
disagree.
I didn't feel fisted enough by the second one.
Maybe that's on you.
So much as that I think I just stopped playing it about like halfway through. It all just like it felt like so much pointless busy work, as most games do now. It's like, here, have this 90-hour game. Well, it's an 8-hour game, but we put 87 hours of pointless shit into it. Like,
With that game though, you put into what you would have wanted. Like,
Yeah, you could speed through it if
you
you
could speed
wanted
for
to.
it. It wasn't required, but like it was there if you wanted to enjoy it. You had to do it to an extent to prove yourself right.
For
But
people like me, they could have put another like 3 regions in that game and I would have fucking loved it.
yeah, like you got out of it what you wanted. Really, it's like a Yakuza game. You don't have to do all the side stuff, but I mean, it's there.
Yeah.
well,
And you notoriously hate big games.
I do. When you make that second one was one of the ones I hated for that. It was like, lad, stop zooming the map out. For the love of God, please stop.
I don't mind big maps as long as there's something to do in them.
Yeah.
But when it's fucking Breath of the Wild, that is a crime.
I mean, it depends where you're at with your gaming as well, because I know there's been times where I've had barely any money to spend on games.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I'm buying a game, it needs to be big enough for me to spend this money on that I don't need another new game for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. But like I hate big games that don't make use of the space.
Breath of the Wild was like, here, look at this tree.
Yeah, it's good.
There you go.
I've not played it.
That's it. You got.
It's like it's poison.
I've not played it. I've never played any Zelda game.
Is that a rock? Oh shit.
I've not played a single Zelda game. There you go. Fact.
Well, unlock your door. We're getting right. He's getting out. Fuck it.
When I was growing up, I always had the other console. I
Right,
never had
okay.
the console you would play Zelda on. And by the time I got old enough where I could buy my own consoles, I was like, I've never played these games. They don't mean.
There's not
Anything
that
to me?
tangible nostalgia to grab you. At the
So, as with everything, I blame my dad.
okay.
Sure. Speaking of back, we're going back to the butthole stuff.
Yeah.
Blame his dad.
Nice. Hey, Octo,
I wouldn't be here if he'd just gone back to the butthole.
That's true.
I guess it's time to.
Jenny, when you find WD Legion replayable, what the fuck is WD Legion?
Watch Dogs.
Oh,
Like, I got. That's the newest Watch Dogs, isn't it?
Yeah. I played it.
I
It's
got
pretty good.
that, and I could not get into it. And I really enjoyed the first one. I mostly enjoyed the second one. And Legion, I was just like, this is shit.
I liked it. It was
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft in a way. Yeah.
I can thoroughly say that I just don't enjoy Ubisoft games anymore.
That's fair.
Doesn't matter. I would say like it doesn't matter what franchise it is. It doesn't matter because they're all the same bloody game now.
AC Origins Onward is a big nope, though. Origins, I like just because I fucking love Egypt stuff.
No, I
And
didn't like that one.
controversial, I loved Odyssey. It's probably my favorite AC game.
Odyssey was a better version of Origins because there was like, it was bigger, but at least there was more stuff to do and it was a bit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Origins was a wee bit too like, What if you had to just do it? I can't. And that's pretty much how you sum up most Assassin's Creed games.
That's how you sum up a lot of games now, though.
Yeah, exactly, because they're all going the same fucking direction.
Yep. Unfortunate.
They're incredibly like just generic now.
Speaking of, I actually finished Valhalla.
Yep.
And the ending was so bad.
I haven't finished it yet.
It made me so annoyed. Like the amount. I think I spent about 120 hours on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just liked it because I liked Eivor. I thought she was the best character that they've done in fucking ages. And just the last hour or so was like, nah.
Those games always fall down when they have to be taken out of the period in which they're set in.
I just don't understand why they're still making them simulations. Just set them
Yeah,
where they're
it's-
supposed to be set. And leave it.
I've no interest in the modern stuff.
No one does though. No
It's
one has
just
since, like,
there
the
for
third
what's
one.
happening in the time.
Yeah. Like,
Once they fucked off Desmond.
I fucking hated all that shit as well.
No,
thought it was
I did as
terrible.
well, but at
It's
least
like,
there was a consistent
At
story.
least it was, yeah. At least they were all telling the same story. Now it's just like random faceless Abstergo employee or someone someone else, and it's just fucking ridiculous. Like no one can give a fuck anymore.
No.
But
And then
Eivor was awesome.
And then the new one's gonna be modern day. So it's just Watch Dogs.
Have they confirmed
it's
that?
gonna be Watch Dogs.
Well,
yeah.
the Watch Dogs games take place in the same universe
Yeah,
as the
it
Assassin's Creed
literally
games.
just will be Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
So why bother?
True.
I think we'll have to jump into a different year now.
Well, that's us. We're going back to the present.
Yeah, so how do you jump into a different year if you don't jump to the present?
Same way I jump in your mum in a big present.
Someone has to do it. So that was my memory card.
That was your memory card?
Here, do you remember?
I do remember, yeah.
You
remember?
We've just done it.
Yeah, I remember
Remember that?
that.
Remember that thing that we just done?
I remember, yeah.
What happens now?
We have to take a break for a second. Bloop. Be right back. Right. Nice balls.
Thanks, balls.
Are you keeping well?
Well, yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, thank you.
I think I've got this
I think
down.
we've nailed it. Yeah.
I think he's nailed the
I
better
think between
than
the
you
three
have.
of us, we've just choice intros or like choice welcomes.
I'm pretty okay at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You keeping well? Because you're looking incredible.
Oh my god. Nice thighs.
Nice.
Yeah.
You keeping well?
No.
I'm sorry to hear that because I want you inside me.
Okay.
So yeah, obviously this week we don't have any skippable cutscene, guys, because we've had to take a week from skippable cutscene as a break. We do this between every season, you know.
I do have a skippable cutscene
Right.
list ready to go.
Well, right, okay.
So if you guys just want to act it out,
okay, no, but okay,
and then people can guess what the film is.
right,
Okay, so the film is Mystery Man from 1999.
right, okay. So they don't know that.
No, they don't know that.
Okay, cool.
Go.
Mystery Man was out in 1988.
Not true.
That's 100%.
100% 1999.
100%. How about we talk about this later when they're
one
when
second,
they're
I'm
more
acting
spanking
out. I
available?
need you not to look at me because then I'm going to be invisible. So don't look at me.
Okay, Kel. It was 1999 though.
Okay, you sure?
Yep.
I want to say it was 1988.
You can say that if you want,
I
but it's not true.
enjoy
Should I
the year
Google to find out?
1988. I think I just want to hang it. I just want to hang in the air. like an ominous cloud of the 90s. It's the 90s in general.
I want to know though.
I don't. Someone will answer soon enough, and that will be the end of it. Okay, there you go.
Johnson says it was 1999.
Well, I don't trust you or your clone.
I'm the clone.
Well, isn't that exactly what the clone would say?
Rob says that. Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. I'm going to continue to think that was 1999.
I guess Rob wins skippable cutscene this week then.
I don't have to.
We could try one. We'll try. Didn't we do this like once or twice where we done like a very, very quick round of charades?
We did, and the whole chat just looked bewildered. It didn't look, they just went silent and were bewildered for a time.
We could give one a go.
Should we do it towards the chat though? I mean, the chat guess.
Thinking. Yeah, we should do it. We'll do it towards the
Or chat. I could not look at chat. Chat could suggest one to you two, and then I have to try and guess what it is.
But like, how do we hide the chat from you at that point? Then?
I just won't look at it.
I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all.
That's true.
Casanova Frankenstein was what?
Yes, Casanova Frankenstein was your first film role when you were Jeffrey Rush briefly.
It's like
When did you become Jeffrey Rush?
That's a good question. I don't remember.
It was after I was Jeffrey Rush.
What?
Jeffrey Rush played the villain in Mystery Man. He was Casanova Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Do you know who else was in that film? Eddie Izzard.
He was.
They
were.
With a brutal American accent.
He was like Disco Pete or something.
They were in that, weren't they?
He was Disco. Was he Disco Inferno?
He was one of the Disco
There
boys.
was Disco, and then there was Inferno or something like that.
I think it was like Disco P and Disco C or something.
Did they say something really stupid recently? I feel like there's my brand might have.
Izzard?
Yeah.
Not sure.
I feel like in my head they may have said something really stupid online recently.
It's easy to do. We have been doing it for near 3 hours.
Yeah, no, but I think they may have even went like on like Turfington levels, fucking JK Turfington levels.
That doesn't
make
sound
sense
right.
because
I know it doesn't make sense at all, but I mean, you know, the world is. There's a lot of people out there that it would make sense for them to say certain things, and they still say them.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying it sounds unlikely, and I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'll go with that.
Because where there's a day, because where they may say, I remember seeing anger on Twitter at one point in like the last 6 months.
You go on Twitter at any time of day, and you're
Directed toward them though.
Someone's probably angry at us right now.
Oh yeah.
Twitter?
I'm furious on Twitter.
I'm just there.
Furiously aroused.
Oh my.
I'm just there. I feel like I'm on Twitter. I'm just kind of accosted more often than not.
By him. Sure.
I mean, I don't like to think I accost you. I just let people know the truth of your dark nature
Don't please.
extending between the stars.
Sorry, say that again. My brain just kind of melted when you said it.
You just blue screen.
I legitimately blanked her. What the fuck did you actually say?
The truth of your dark nature extending between the stars.
That's too poetic for me. Don't say that.
It's true.
I'm not capable of that. I love that you have taken. I mean, they are a Turfington cunt. I mean, I'm just doing
One Hondo P.
one Hondo P. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what I think? We're going to do something that I haven't done. Do you have the materials ready? Or
I'm just gonna read it off my phone.
oh, okay, fair enough. You know what it's time for then? Something we haven't done in some time, and
We throwback.
are we throwback to something we haven't really done in a while actually?
Are we through up? Oh, we nearly got it.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Week, it's almost just nearly get it.
Oh God!
He's fucked the mic.
You fucked up my mic.
Let's hold it here.
No, you plug it back in.
Just freestyling it.
Why is it so loose?
Because I like a loose mic. I operate with a loose nature.
So I've not actually seen you do one of these segments. Is this like a deep throating competition?
Wait, hold on. Wait, we need the buttons. Stop trying to suck the fucking.
It's not what we're here for.
That's.
Right,
I keep telling you that
pick one.
after.
Blue.
Test it. Okay, you might. No, he's wearing them. Okay.
You just do so many different things when you're over
Yeah.
here. It's a
Yeah.
whole. It's a whole different world. Hi.
Mystery Man.
What year was Mystery Man at?
1999.
Incorrect.
It's correct.
No, not in this.
No, do I get to guess now? Whatever year you said is.
Exactly. 100% right.
Fucking rigged.
Right, hold on. I need Jesus, actually have a pen for once.
What do you need a pen for? You've got no paper.
Right, just so I can keep.
That's a special,
Cosmic Kitty.
special birthday envelope. Can't believe you're using that.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
Message has already been.
You're laughing at yourself, aren't you? How annoying is the bells in your ears when you're trying to do anything?
Pretty good. See, I don't know. I have to write John and John. Pick which one.
Well, why not write PVG and
my,
John Sense?
My John has no H in it.
Okay, there you go. So usually we're usually a bit more kind of like
Green screen here.
green screened on more prepared, but I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, no,
to
I
be
get
honest.
that.
You've been away all week.
Right, I have. Yes, I haven't really had much time to prepare anything. So normally, what we do, the questions that I grab or write, I suppose, when I'm doing this, were previously maybe a bit too hard for some people.
Nah, they were just shit and need to learn some games.
Also, that they were just shit and need to learn some games. So these are nursery school levels of gaming questions.
Okay, gonna get
So-
them wrong. Gonna get them wrong.
Everyone should get them right.
Can you explain the rules?
It's a quiz.
Right, but
Right.
do we get the answer multiple times?
What I'm doing, right? This is the way. Right. This is what I'm going. This is how I've worked it out so far.
Right.
So there's essentially 3 people competing here, right?
Right.
It's this guy,
Right.
you there, and you at home. So what I'm going to do is, right, whoever does it first,
Right.
you get the chance to answer.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, it goes to the other person. If the other person gets it wrong, it goes to the chat.
El Chato.
So if anyone from the chat answers correctly, then they get the point.
Can we ask the chat to not answer until we both got it wrong?
That's true. No one answered before. Both of them have answered, and if you do, I'm gonna time you out. So no pre-answering.
And what's the prize?
The prize is my unconditional love and support.
So I'm gonna.
Is it unconditional if we have to win it?
That's pretty much actually the direct definition of not unconditional. So my
Your conditional love.
conditional love and
Great.
support. Yep.
My dad's was conditional, so I'm used to that.
I mean, yes, there you go. So you should want to fight for my faction because I'm clearly remaining.
If it's like my dad's, then no.
Oh, all right. Well, it's much more gentle than his, so that's fine.
Okay.
So I've got 30 big boy questions.
Oh, what the fuck?
You said
They're so easy though. We'll fly through these.
Okay.
Fly through them. Absolutely. We're gonna jizz right all over these questions.
I've got a wife to go home to.
They're in no discernible order, so that it doesn't build up to like a hard question.
Right.
I think they're just questions. Let me get my files here. So everybody prepare your loins.
Gird them.
Gird your prepared loins.
Girth your loins.
they're kind of very girthy.
Girth them more.
Okay. I'm gonna take JR's barbecue sauce and slaver them on them. And then it's just gonna make me say things completely wrong.
Yeah, it's the audio.
He's never looked so. I can't even start to say the thing because it's so out of line.
Right.
Ask some questions.
I'm going home. I'm just trying to see. Is everyone's audio good? Can you hear the fun music?
If we can hear it, they can hear it.
I need that sweet music. Okay, right. We're starting. So I'm just taking notes here.
Okay.
So give me a test push. You're gonna need to keep a tighter grip on that because it's gonna get away from you. It's gonna be furious. See the way he's got? Look at this professional.
I like it sliding around.
Look at this professional grip he's got on this buzzer here.
Nah, none of that.
Okay. Well, all right.
I just have to wait for him to get it wrong.
So yes, if you don't answer right, the other person gets shot. Okay.
Okay.
So it's just who answers first.
Okay, we got it.
Okay. That's that. Everybody ready? Right. Okay. Okay. Nintendo began as a company that sold which product?
Cards.
You need to be faster than that. That was slow. That button action.
Cards.
Too slow. Okay. So, in Pac-Man, what's the name of the orange ghost?
Clyde.
Okay,
I'm on the board.
I think you've now done officially better
Than anyone ever.
that joined in on this. Okay, so sorry everyone at home, they're too good, but just keep it on. Currently, what is the best-selling console of all time?
That would be the PlayStation 2.
Did you just not know that one, or was that a bad button press?
Sure.
Even if you don't know, just try and get in before he does. You probably guess it. What is the name of the final course in every Mario Kart? That was very. His stopped before you did. Did that mean?
I think I held it in though. Like, I think you hold it in, it just keeps going.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No.
I get it's fair enough. It goes down.
Is
Then
yours longer than his though?
Yours is longer, so you hit yours first. Go for it. You go for
I
it.
don't know.
I'm a good sportsman.
I don't
can
mind
take
giving it to
and
him.
if he gets it right, I get the point.
You judge here. Who got it first? You're the one that has to.
I'd say you got it first.
I felt you got it first though, but okay. I was going to say Rainbow Road.
I was going to say Rainbow Road. And we both have it.
I feel like we should.
Hey.
Yeah, I feel like we should both get it. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
he's both got the one. See, we're flat through these.
Okay.
What video game company collaborated with Sony on the PlayStation?
Originally Nintendo.
Because it had a different name at first, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like fucking Sega CD or something. What gaming console was largely considered a flop and effectively ended Sega's console efforts? I think that was you.
I think it was.
That would be the Dreamcast.
I hit the thing.
I keep telling you, your position. Look at how look at how much closer he is
I'm
to the button.
fucking disabled.
Do exactly the same thing that he's doing. Okay, that's good. I like that. That's much better. Okay. John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins portrayed which video game brothers?
Mario and Luigi. Don't you fucking go easy on me there, lad.
Okay.
I know you knew that.
I actually didn't know the actor's name, so I'm not good with actors' names.
Yeah, they're both holding it like hamburgers or like that. Okay. What is the name of the star system in the Star Fox universe?
Lilat?
Never played them, so this is rigged.
The original designer behind the game Tetris is from which nation? That was like dead on the same time.
I say that.
Japan. No?
Russia?
Oh, it is. It's fucking Russia. Because
Oh my god. The stress is getting to him.
Did you know, though? I'll give you a wee bonus fact.
Did you know?
That it has been shown playing Tetris up to an hour after, or as soon as it's safe to do so, after a traumatic event, can reduce intrusive thoughts by up to 64%.
I do love Tetris.
That is more than any known medication.
So stop taking Rohypnol.
Sorry, say that again to me.
So if you have like a traumatic event,
Yeah.
like say a car crash, just as an example,
Yeah.
studies have shown that if you play Tetris like an hour afterwards or whenever it's safe for you to do so, it will reduce intrusive thoughts and traumatic like patterns forming in your brain by up to 64%.
Are we
more
going
than
to pull
any
it?
medication.
Pull up?
What have we got? What have we got?
Questions rigged, probably.
Yes.
Well, we're only like that's only like 8 questions in, so you know. Okay, right.
I did see that, sweet Tara, yes.
Okay. Ed Boon and John Tobias are the original designers of which video?
Mortal Kombat.
We didn't
Finish the question.
Didn't give you any. Not finishing the question. That as well. He may have just been waiting for me to finish the
Yeah,
question.
I was being polite. I thought we had to wait for
Right,
the
we have
question
to
to
finish
finish.
for the question to be answered. That's you. That's you being a pre-comer.
Mortal Kombat 1.
This is Mortal Kombat in general. You can both get it.
But I was specific, so that's an extra. That's an extra point.
When did that ever be?
You waited that was the only question.
Yeah.
You jumped in early on.
Every time we play this segment, that's never been a rule.
I thought we had a gentleman's agreement.
We're waiting for the question.
never been discussed as a
We're
rule.
doing it now. We're doing it now. We're waiting for the questions. Which fighting game video franchise? I read that wrong. Leave me alone. Which video game franchise is the home of character Nina Williams?
Second.
They were pretty close. You got some. Okay. Who owns the castle that Castlevania takes place in?
Them.
I think you got that.
That would be Dracula.
The answer's Count Dracula. I'll give you that.
I was going to say Susan.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. Susan Dracula.
Yeah, Susan Acula.
Which video game character did Sega create to compete with Nintendo's mascot?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
That was you.
No, I want to call bullshit. It was originally Alex Kidd and it failed, and then they made Sonic.
That was the Sonic was created specifically to deal with Mario though.
Yeah, and originally Alex Kidd was used as a method to compete with Mario because it was the Sega Master System on the compete with the NES where Mario came out. However, it failed, and then they brought out Sonic afterwards as another methodology to compete with Mario. It was Alex Kidd.
Okay, it doesn't say the first. It just says which character.
But which character was brought out? He's obviously the fucking first. Then that would have been the logical one.
The first isn't part of the question.
The answer I have is Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's fucking wrong. Then
That's the double
I'm
pointer.
calling bullshit on
That's
that.
the double
There's no
pointer.
double pointer.
That's bullshit. But
if
at
there
that point,
was-
because originally it was Alex Kidd and it flopped,
All right.
and then they had to
the
make
question's
Sonic.
being asked then.
So I get one right. I got no points. Rigged.
Which fighting game is widely sorry, this is not a fighting game. It is a fighting game, and that wasn't in the question. Which game is widely recognized as being the first 3D fighting game?
Was it Soul Calibur?
It was not.
Would it be Tekken?
It was not.
Oh, okay.
So we're going.
Goes to chat.
One
goes
is
to
going to
chat.
the chat. Which game is widely recognized as the first 3D? Yeah, you're right. Well, you just said the
You
answer.
just gave it away to chat. Now they don't get to play.
Sorry.
Why do you hate your own channel?
I hated it so much. I'm angry at myself.
Not Street Fighter.
You probably don't know.
You
They're
get,
just
you get
guessing.
3 answers. You get 3 guesses. Which game is widely recognized as the first 3D fighting game?
VF.
It's Virtua Fighter. Well done. What game developer originally created Doom?
It's software.
Right, you're falling behind here.
I know my ignorance is showing. I'm still doing the best any guess has ever done.
100% are. Right, I don't think either of you are going to get this. What was the first Nintendo console to support HD?
Was it the Wii U?
Well done.
What am I with the Wii? I thought the Wii.
That was a
had 75.
fucking guess.
Was it? The Wii was 480?
I thought it was. I thought they had 720p adapter.
It wasn't HD though. Yeah, it was an adapter. It wasn't HD. It
Okay.
just blew it up to bigger TVs.
Fucking guess, lads.
What was the name of the webcam released specifically for the PS2?
The iToy.
I knew it was the Eye something.
Yeah.
The PS2.
The Eye of Judgment.
Right. Both of you would probably. That was a terrible game. Both of you would probably get this one. It's literally just 2 answers first. Which series takes place in Azeroth?
Well, it would be the Warcraft series.
You threw me with your pronunciation.
Sorry. Well, how do you pronounce it?
Azeroth.
What did I say?
Azeroth.
It's a lot. There's a lot of pressure over here. You need to know. Fuck's sake. The Vault Dweller is the protagonist of which series?
Fallout.
I saw. Was that a wee bit of technical? Mal, you were looking at your.
No,
like-
no, I just didn't buzz because he got ahead of me.
In the Metal Gear franchise, who is the brother of Solid Snake? And that was you as well.
Liquid Snake. Are they technically brothers? They're just co-clones.
I know, but they, they're. Shut up. What is the name of Sony's only portable console? What happens when you go both at the same time? All right, you know what? I'm going to count down to 3, and both of you just shout your answer at the same time. Okay?
But there's 2 answers.
Well, all right. Well, fair enough. Well, both shout your answer at
No,
the
I
same
think
time.
there's 2
then.
answers. Do you think there's 2 answers?
So the question was their first portable console.
No, he
right?
said
No,
only
only.
portable.
Oh,
console?
there is. Oh, there's more than one.
Yeah, there's more than one.
Not really, though. All right, well, hold it right.
What do you mean not really? There
Well,
is.
we'll find out. Right, 3, 2, 1.
PlayStation Portable.
PSP and PS Vita.
Oh shit, there is a Vita.
Yeah,
Yeah, with fucking 2 of them.
Yeah. But I give both answers. You only give one.
What was your first answer?
PSP.
I said PlayStation Portable, which is PSP. Is just a long name for it.
But I gave the other console as well.
Yeah, I'm not disputing
Shocking.
that.
Rigged.
It's not his fault he didn't know. It was not our fault that he didn't know
Rigged.
the second
You
console.
both got a point, so shut up. Okay, right. Which franchise has installments called Underground, Most Wanted?
Say it first.
Need for Speed.
Wasn't done with the question.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to wait till the end of the question, aren't we?
You both went though. You both went.
So wait, are we not allowed to do that? Or we're allowed to do
Because
that?
I knew he was gonna fuck with me.
Stop shooting early.
That ref tried to fuck on me.
You gotta wait. Well, you got it first, but no more interrupting.
All right.
Right. This is one we talked about earlier on. What does NES stand for?
We need a better system. He's supposed to keep answering it at the same time.
I don't know. I don't know who got that.
Rock paper scissors.
Sure.
Oh wait,
1, 2, 3, then go.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Go for it.
That would be the Nintendo Entertainment System.
You didn't know that earlier,
know.
and you know it now.
No, I knew it
So
earlier.
I think you
didn't
fucking
want to say it out loud.
He looked
He did.
I want to say it out loud. There's a
Absolute
difference.
scumbag. Wasn't the Vita just another version of the PSP? It was. I figured like PSP just would have been. They were all just versions of the PSP. For
The
fuck's
Vita,
sake,
the
but-
Vita was a different. It was a different system that took a completely different file format and cartridge format, and it also had improved hardware.
True.
There are two. Yeah, I fucked that up. My bad. Okay, right. In The Sims, which fictional language is used? You got it. First.
I think it is. I fucking blanked on it now. I know this. Simies. It's not that. I know it's not that. I do know this.
I believe it's Simlish.
It is Simlish. Fuck.
Big Sims fan in the chat.
The pressure got to me.
What was the original name of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Alex Kidd.
Is that a joke answer or your actual answer?
That's up to you.
Well, it's wrong. So
Is it wrong?
It was a bunny. What was his name?
Susan.
Susan Bunny.
Susan Bunny.
Susan Bunny.
Can't remember, but I know original design docs had him as a bunny.
No, that was just literally
I'm doing my
before
best.
he even became a hedgehog. That was design iterations. What was Sonic the Hedgehog's original name when the character was the same?
I can't remember.
Colin Robinson.
We're going to Colin Robinson. We're going to the chat. What was Sonic the Hedgehog's original name?
There's been some Googling going on there.
You're all wrong.
How have they all got the same answer?
I don't know where you're all getting your Googling from. You have one more chance to guess. Well, Google is not. That's not right.
Maybe that's his real name and Sonic's a nickname. But not
Okay,
his
yes, that's
original
not
name.
what the question was. What was his original name? Don't know how long to give them.
I will say though, you've been wrong on your own questions a couple of
but I know
times
this
now.
one's right because I heard this fucking years ago.
That doesn't mean it's right.
It is right. It's been confirmed.
By who?
Seemed like the original design doc.
We have an answer.
Henry. Right, that was the last answer. His original name was Mr. Needlemouse.
Mr. Nino.
Mr. Needlemouse.
Mr.
So these were all
Needlemouse.
wrong. Fuck's sake. Right, this is an easy one. What is the name of the armored vehicle featured in Halo?
Warthog. Never played it.
Really?
I think like one time at a mate's house.
Oh, okay.
But
What game featured hot coffee?
do we have to give the specific one in the franchise?
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
How many questions we got left, by the way?
3.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
One of you may not get this then. It's based on what we discovered earlier on. The Kingdom of Hyrule is the main setting for which franchise?
That would be The Legend of Zelda.
Okay, right. Which game series includes Nuclear Gandhi and World Domination?
I believe that would be the Civ games.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you a madman?
I was trying to think.
If there's an angry Gandhi, it's definitely.
I was trying to think of a
Civ.
fighting game that has like Nuclear Gandhi as a character.
World domination in a fighting game, I suppose so.
Go off. No, this one fell on the floor. Oh, just kicked. I don't know why the hell it was off.
Where's the controls?
Oh wow.
Don't know. I can't believe no one noticed that. Great. Last question. So it's been a decisive victory for one of you, but we'll go anyway.
Me.
In which game would you find graffiti on the walls warning that the cake is a lie?
Give him it. Portal. It wasn't enough.
Enough. Although to be fair, no one can see that, but I have the scores. So coming in a disgusting third place was Chat, but well done for trying.
Well, to be fair, they only got to get a go if we both.
That's true.
So they had
That's
let
true.
chances.
You may have known, but also you were all cheating, so I would never will let you win anyway. You fought well.
I think I did okay.
You were by
I did
far
all right.
the most capable contestant we've had so
With the
far.
easiest questions.
With the easiest questions. I told you had to get that button.
Oh.
Naka.
Get him in here. Fucking get him in here, and then we'll talk about it.
The Friday show, it's from now on just going to be Sonic trivia.
So yeah, that's yeah. Well, we've got like what, fucking 30 years of it.
That's
so
true.
We'll be fine. You didn't win, but you were only like 3 points off.
That's pretty respectable.
That was respectable.
so.
Yeah, you definitely
okay
give
with
me
that.
the biggest run for my money yet.
Yeah, you were in with 13, and you have like,
And there was
you have
some
17.
Let's be honest, there were some dodgy questions in there.
Yeah. The internet, where I got my questions from.
You said you got one of them from your memory years ago.
I did, yes, and also research. But apparently,
Mr. Needlemouse was a name given to several prototypes of the character Sonic the Hedgehog on an early concept art sheet by his designer.
You're welcome. Correct. What do you want? You've won. What do you want?
No, you won his conditional love.
Yeah.
I already had that. He's my friend from the age of like
true.
5.
Do you want anything else? Do you want another cider? I can give you that.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So you want a cider? Congratulations.
Cider?
Go get one.
Okay.
We'll stay here.
Can you sort me out for one of my boys? Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I see. It was just you just had to get him out of the room.
Well, no, I did that specifically because now at some point on camera we've had every combination of 2 of us.
That's true.
It hasn't been just you and me
We
yet.
should just start leaving and then leave just one person
Should we
here.
barricade the door?
It's very warm in here already. I
Yeah,
don't
no, we
really
die.
want to
We
close
would
the
die.
door.
I did mention when I got here, and this is a little insight for the chat. It smells like sweaty men have been in this room.
Because there's been 3 sweaty men in this room
Yeah.
for like the last.
Even when I first
2,
got
3
here,
hours.
it smelled like 3 sweaty men had been.
Yeah, it lingers. It's a smell that lingers.
We need to
unfortunately.
get you a wee scented candle or something.
Maybe just open more windows.
Yeah, it's balmy in here.
But it's it's like a swampy in here.
Yeah, it's humid.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is about the time when I would go pee, so that's what I'm going to do.
And then you can move back into your chair.
Yeah, leaving. I'm gone leaving.
He threw me around like my dad used to. Ooh, fucking hell, this table moves. You slide in there like you slide into my DMs.
I do it regularly.
You do? That's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move these buttons because he's just gonna fuck with them.
An air freshener, maybe. Thought someone was breaking into my garden for a sec there. It was just the heat being a loud-mouthed bitch.
Oh, someone's dropping like legitimate Sonic lore on us about Mr. Needlemouse.
Mr. Needlemouse, or just Needlemouse, was the original Sonic the Hedgehog who resided in the original universe but was destroyed by Infinite.
That is a lore too deep for me.
That's a lore that only Chris Chan could possibly fight against. Although Chris Chan is a big dirty bastard.
I mean, did you ever see the old Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon?
Yes.
Like the OG one? Yeah.
Yeah, listen, we're not going to get into Chris Chan stuff. It's fucking horrifying.
Nah. No need.
We're talking about Sonic.
No, we're not.
No, okay.
No, it's one of those things where like, let's not.
That's not. Could you not?
But yeah, no, Alex Kidd was originally drafted to take on Mario.
Says
but
you.
he flopped. He was part of an original pack-in.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Bubsy?
No, because he was original pack-in on the Sega Master System where you didn't actually have to put a game into the system. If you left it cartridgeless and then turned it on, it was a pre-built-in game.
Ah.
And I know this because I had a Sega Master System.
Good for you, Billy Big Balls.
Not really, no, it was a hand-me-down. We were poor.
Shut up, bitch!
He's here like JR, oh my god. And then the horrible person is Jerry Lawler going just cackling.
He's a person, isn't he?
Oh, he's a horrible person.
The best thing he's done is have a heart attack on air.
Mine?
Oh, I sorry, I didn't bring one up.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He won one, so he got one.
Yeah, and then you didn't tell me to get you one, so I
And then
thought you
you
had one, and then you went downstairs. That worked more smoother than I was anticipating. Please don't go
We're just gonna hear him
downstairs.
fall down the stairs now. You block yourself
Chris,
upstairs there.
like Chris, can you not? But it's time. Can you hit the one that's on there? If there is. Oh no, in topics, 17 topics folder, bottom left.
Yeah.
Bonus stage. Well, bam. There we go. Skippable cutscene.
Who needs him?
Yeah, no, right? Skippable cutscene would normally be today, but obviously season 5 is coming soon. That'll be starting probably next week on our next.
Do you know what else is coming soon?
Player versus dice.
That's right. That's what I was gonna. I thought you thought I was gonna make a sex joke, but I was gonna plug the new show, so I don't know where to go from here.
You can still put the dice up my asshole.
That's the content you tune in for, folks. The quality content on this channel.
It'll be so good. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, this is going to be one of these things where we're going to be talking about heavily probably over the next few weeks. Now that we can talk about it,
Yeah.
it'll be stuff that we'll be like talking about probably regularly.
And getting more information from your fine viewers about what they would actually want to see.
Yeah.
And hopefully the response isn't just don't.
Yeah, if it's just don't, that would be very upsetting. But you know,
Plug the show and plug asses.
it's hard to do it. No, we do, right? We get one of those. Remember, what was that game where you had like a little cylinder in the center and then he would click it and the dice would roll for you inside?
Frustration.
Right?
Fucking loved frustration.
Right. Imagine you had like a butt plug, right? And you
popped it.
popped it in, right? But
And
then,
like
but
a
then it
dice
had one of
roll?
those clacky boys where you hit it, and it's a D20.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second. I need to roll for initiative. So I think that'd be a good idea.
Let's do it.
To bring your sexual frustration into your fucking tabletop gaming.
You all right there?
You okay there? That was good. That was quite an ordeal.
Just sneaking in, yeah.
Okay. That was a journey.
Sneaking into your lives.
I said it earlier, but if you VTM, I will gladly be all over.
What does VDM mean? Vagina to mouth?
Vampire the Masquerade,
I'm going to stick with the vagina to mouth.
which isn't a
Or
system.
the second one.
No, the tabletop game
Oh,
that
okay.
the video games are based off of.
We do plan on doing that there, like at some point.
Yeah, because there's a shitload of really cool lore
Yeah.
to those games that would be like, we could definitely just do a thing where we talk about the different kinds of vampires, because there's like 12 kinds of vampires.
Yeah, because it's got like, sexy high court vampire
Yeah.
or undead monster corpse rat
and a
vampire.
bunch of stuff in between.
Yeah. Raver vampire.
Yeah.
Waver vampire. It's vampire.
It's a game I've always thought is pretty cool, because it's not actually about like, oh, I'm a vampire and I'm gonna go around like fucking shit up. It's really more of a social game about holding on to your humanity.
Yeah.
From what I understand of it.
Yeah.
I'm a vampire. I really suck.
That's one of those things where we're as time goes on, we'll be exploring the game systems and stuff. And the good thing about tabletop games as well, where I think people don't really realize, that you can import tabletop game rule sets into your own games. So I know that people have, for example, some of the tabletop I've been doing recently, we've actually pulled in Cthulhian Adventures into a completely different game set, and use the stories, use the stories to play
And just
a different
fit
game
them
set,
to your...
but fit them to the rule set that we're using.
Yeah. You can do all sorts of stuff. Once you've got the information, up to you what you do with it.
Yeah.
So like, I know that we'll probably talk a fair bit to start with about D&D, because it's kind of the gateway game for a lot of people, but we do want to talk more about other stuff as we go on.
The apocalypse system and fucking...
Yep.
There's one system I don't want to ever do, but I think we'll have to do at some point, which we...
Mathfinder.
Oh my god, Aries is dropping a hot raise. 37 odd people.
37 big lads.
Are you keeping well? Because you're all looking well.
Nice balls.
Hello.
God damn. What's good? Us, now you guys have joined us. That's what's good.
I've never had 37 people inside me, not all at the same time.
No, not all at the same time, but it's
Like
definitely
consecutive.
I mean, it's going to be something that I'm going to have to now work toward.
You don't have to work toward it. It's happening to you right now.
Yeah, but I got to work toward getting the lube to sustain it.
Fitting 37. Well, I suppose it's like
With 37 plus
it's
the
like
people that were
57
here.
people inside it. I just don't think that's physically possible.
You have to use more than one orifice at a time, though.
Yeah.
What? Where's the fun in that?
Also, all the people that have just dropped in and we've just started talking about putting stuff in butts.
Yeah. I mean,
And
to be
that's
fair,
only 40% of what we've been talking about this whole time.
But I hope it's the 40% you like, because that's what we're talking about. Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we're normally talking about that in some shape or form. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you very much for doing the shout out, by the way. Not so wicked. Depends on the girth, not length. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You can fit more girthier penises in there, or less girthier penises in there.
Got to entertain the wife on her birthday, just dropping off the audience for some quality entertainment. Keep kicking ass.
how many
you very much.
people's birthday is it?
It's a lot of
Today?
people's birthdays. welcome to your new world. Whole new
No, it's definitely a night for anniversary birthdays.
In my ass.
Not so I get on to something here.
But-
10 fingers in the ass, 10 fingers in the mouth. You just got to find somewhere to put the other 17.
Oh yeah.
Ears, nose.
Yeah, that's good. That's somewhere to start with. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Thank you very much for the sub, by the way, Rubies. You're an absolute sweetheart.
Where else could you fit 17 fingers?
You got nose. You can fit one or two up there.
Hair. No, we're being stupid. There's 3 of us.
Oh yeah, we can just divide it up.
Split it up.
We can split those dicks up.
Vagina. She didn't mention the vagina. You could probably get one small finger in a urethra. You would enjoy it. But
Only one of us has a vagina, so
we'll let you work it out with yourself. Between the 3 of us, I think we can handle that many orifices between 3 of us.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, easy.
Actually, that's a pretty simple division of labor.
There's room for everyone.
Yeah.
A blur slash. Can I just say, John says this came into the stream like he's been doing it forever. What a pro! I mean, you got a background in like. Do you want to tell people like your background in like entertainment?
If you want me to.
I would like you to, because this is an opportunity for like the audience to get to know who you are. This is obviously the first time you're joining us
Yeah,
on
because I
stream,
mean, I've
and you're going to be an element on the
Yeah.
shows going forward. So like,
because I do have my own channel that I fuck with very occasionally, very inconsistently, but it doesn't have the wonderful setup and amazing community that yours does. You know what I mean? For a good time, the first thing that comes up is the logistics of mass ass play. Sequel to Mass Effect.
mass ass play. Well, that's the thing, right? Depending on who you get into in that game, because you have options. That the ass play is a big factor.
That's
To be
true.
fair, you never know
Whether they even
what
have an ass.
orifices the Sari have got.
I think Liara is really into ass play.
She may not even have an ass.
That's true.
We don't know that.
She's got butt cheeks. From
That's why I
Yes,
think,
from-
rather than I know.
But that could be where she eats from. She's like, I'm just going to go get a sandwich, and then a few seconds later, you just see
that's the.
slow descent.
That's what I bought the game for.
That made me massively wrecked.
Just like the game did. That's
Yeah, yeah. See, Nyla knows what the crack is.
No, I have a background in media from back in the uni days, and I was not in anything that anybody would have known, but I was an actor for a while, and I directed some plays, and I did stand-up comedy for a bit, and turns out I wasn't good enough to make a career of it, so now I'm here.
Now he's on Twitch with us.
To be much more like ass deflect.
Those aliens, that
fact-
are
no,
like
that's the
weird
fact, sorry.
jellyfish, are definitely into that.
Oh
Like,
yes, yeah. They loved it though. Yeah. Could you just imagine how
I told you this before, but every Hanar in the game is voiced by Mark Meir, who voices Shepard.
Oh yeah, yeah, with
all
a
voiced by
bunch of reverb. Well, there's only one voice. Like it's just him doing
and
a
it's the
voice.
same, you know, the big ones that are
the-
dead slow.
the
that are-
Alcor?
Yeah, they're all Mark Meir as well.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
they really got like he really worked for his paycheck on those games. Like you think you're just doing one guy? Get the fuck! You're doing half the aliens in this fucking thing.
It's like Nolan North would do. Why are you not doing it?
That's true.
Aye.
Why? Like we've got him on standby. It's like Nolan,
No, Nolan.
Nolan,
Do you want to North this up?
put down that Uncharted game and get in here.
But no, it's one of those ones. Like you say, you're field, and that's why you're here. I wouldn't say field. Obviously, you done that. You done.
No, I moved on to other things like being with a person.
Yeah. Your life took a happy detour.
Yeah, I put all that stuff aside so that I could move in with my future wife's parents. Because that's what you do when you're an unsuccessful artist.
That is the bohemian lifestyle I've ever heard.
It is, yeah, it's true.
But it's one of those ones as well. Like again, that obviously then prepared you to be like able to talk and be kind of confident in yourself while talking to an audience.
Oh, like I don't know who it was. It Ocean that said.
yes, it was indeed Ocean.
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly comfortable in this kind of setup. It doesn't faze me at all.
Sandwich between two hairy men.
That's exactly the
Perfectly
environment I was talking about.
Perfectly comfortable.
And it's one of the reasons why obviously we wanted to bring you on to do this project. A, because you have like an infinitely wider knowledge of the actual skill sets that we're going to be going into, and so
Yeah.
that's going to be like a big key factor. It's like you are our Sherpa through this journey.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I'm like a super experienced TTRPG person.
Yeah.
I play in a bunch of games. I DM a game. I have worked for Warhammer in the past, so I know
Like
that
the store or like corporate Warhammer. It's like,
the
I'm gonna
store,
give you some
one of the
ideas.
stores.
Right. Okay.
And there's stories I could tell you from there.
It's like I had a woman come into the store today and people just go fucking ballistic. Like, oh my god, he's a set of titties. It's like, no, it's actually just a guy. He's still slightly overweight.
Yeah, quite a lot of the guys in there have sets of titties, which is great if you're into it. So yeah, I know like of the three of us, I would know the most, and then you would be in the middle, and then you know relatively little.
Like a baby.
Yeah, and so that helps because then we have a guide, we have a level of guidance because like this is a learning journey for everyone, but we have like a more elevated individual when it comes to the knowledge standard, but then also as well as that there. When you go to create projects like this, you really need to know how. So you really need people who know how to handle themselves. You've tried to start projects with people who just did not know how to handle themselves.
Yeah, you have. I know you have.
This stiff delivery.
One of them's right here.
You'll pay for that.
We weirdly harmonized on that.
Good shit, yeah.
Those ones were like, no, not him, but like I worked on our projects with people, and it felt like it was me kind of stomping through porridge anytime I had to stop talking because it was just like a. And I don't want to sound cocky because that's a horrible way to fucking say it, but it kind of felt like a.
No, I mean,
as the content was going through.
People have different comfort levels.
Yeah.
Doing different things, and sometimes. You can like someone who isn't as comfortable can still make really good content, but when they're paired with someone who is much more comfortable, the different level makes it very obvious.
Yeah,
I thought we just asked him because he lives near and he can drive.
I don't drive.
How do you get here?
Taxi.
Jesus, get him the fuck.
get the.
I've got my license. I just don't have a car.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, that's one step closer.
My license is expired.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What are we getting out of this? This is bullshit.
I don't think I'd be medically cleared to drive anymore anyway.
Oh yeah, well I'm not going to get into that. It's not my place to.
Taste this chicken.
I don't mind. I'm a big disabled boy. It doesn't bother me.
But that's your story to tell, not mine.
So the year was.
Oh, do you want me to hit the thing again?
A weak memory card.
But you're not being electrocuted. You're not being electrocuted. We're just like
time travel. I
don't know how my penis is meant to work.
What in particular year or just overall?
As it time travels?
Is your penis time traveling separately from the rest of you?
Of course it is.
Like it takes that long. It's that much of it to go through.
Disturbed says if you're talking about what I think, you could say it was a botch.
It was.
That's true. That's true.
You could say it was a powerful botch.
It was a very powerful botch.
Oh my god.
Are we?
All right. I thought I was going first. What they all say?
It's not working.
He done it. Give me that. You son of a bitch.
Just on my chin.
Just right on the chin.
So it's then just my balls.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry about that.
Jesus.
Like you can't be premium with yourself.
It's
That's
warm
wild.
in here. It is fucking
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, it is toasty in here. And like this is the thing as well. I don't have to pay for
third person.
I don't have to pay for heating during the week ever.
Because what, the heat in this room just...
Yeah, no, because the PlayStation, it's fucking, the TC just like pump heat out just because the electronics create heat.
Fair.
And so like if the door's closed, this fucking room's always toasty. Yeah, but it was a bit of a powerful botch if I'm honest. We tried, and then no, I'll be blunt and honest about it. I have nothing to hide because I don't talk to that individual anymore. Not out of any particular bad reason. There was no real arguments or anything I could think of. But it was just weird. Once we went to start player versus player, they stopped talking to me.
Yeah, he kind of disappeared there.
I remember you talking about that at the time.
It's like, oh, okay. It's like, and it was one of those things where like, oh, I can't do the show this week because of this, that, and the other. I was like, oh, that's cool. You know what? We all get sick.
I'm not a gremlin. My prime one has said, "Don't get me wet." I mean, you like me when I'm wet.
It's always after midnight somewhere.
That's true.
Someone asked us, how often do we got to blow that crock up? I don't think we blow it up all that often, unless you do it when I'm not here. You're just sucking on the crock.
Isn't the croc a doctor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Dr. Gatorade.
Dr. Gatorade.
Why did you not go with just Doc Croc?
Because it's too obvious.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
He provides aid and he's a Gatorade.
No.
He's a doctor.
No. Should have been Doc Croc.
Dr. Alligator Aid.
I like the alligator part.
Yeah.
Alligator Croc.
So he's a doctor alligator, but he's actually a crocodile.
So his last name is just Croc.
I don't blow up the croc that often though. I think I blew up the croc maybe once and it's been like that since.
Blow up the Croc sounds like it means something else.
I mean, I'm from Belfast, so you know.
Blow up the crock.
Gonna blow up the Croc.
The amount of bombing jokes.
Someone could start a bar called the Craic.
Yeah. The amount of bombing jokes that I make on the regular just because I from here is pretty on point.
Fair.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I know you've said that you aren't sure how much of an existing audience you have for wrestling focused stuff, but I do still love that idea we have for.
We have such a good idea for a show, yeah.
Which weirdly we can't say because it then ruins the premise.
Yeah, because this is the thing. I was saying, like, do we want to maybe give some of the ideas of what we had planned for the player versus dice stuff?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that stuff.
So we can always talk about that
the
there.
gameplay stuff.
So I remember there's some ideas we're going to throw out there, and obviously some will take longer to prepare than others because if you know tabletop and when you're crafting a narrative, you don't craft. The narrative gets crafted and then the narrative gets ignored because your players decide that they want to look in a bush. And
fucking true.
Sure.
So, but there still needs to be a crafted narrative in case the one option they don't look in that bush and actually follow your narrative for once.
So any gameplay stuff is going to be pretty varied that we do between stuff that the DM side, Wicked knows it, between stuff that I have to do quite a lot of prep for to get ready for you guys to run through. But we also have ideas for some kind of like quicker stuff that doesn't take as long. My favorite one is the Pokemon.
I think that's cool. I
have an idea to have these guys basically do Pokemon battles against each other, but using D&D monsters. So I'll set I want to pet the cat DM. There's a dragon bearing down in the village. I roll Dex to pet the cat. That's how it goes. Because there's a system in Dungeons and Dragons called challenge rating on monsters that lets you know roughly how difficult a fight should be for your players. So set you guys a limit of like, you can't go over this number, but you get 3 monsters, and how you divide it up is up to you. And then we'll do Pokemon fights with the monsters.
We'll do Pokemon Snap, where we just take photos of the monsters and swap their positions.
You would have to draw the monsters first.
Right, actually, no, fuck that. It's a bad idea.
So things like that'll be a bit quicker, a bit punchier to mix up kind of the more talking head segments, and we'll try different things. And again, people will let us know what
works and what they like.
What they didn't.
I like what AI said. There's like player versus dice sounds like a foregone conclusion. Ever tried to punch a pile of D20s? The points are it's like a motherfucker.
I mean, like
it's the D4s.
The D4s are caltrops essentially.
Is it like a life's size pile of dice that's been formed into a person? I think that'd be pretty easy to fight.
You have to fight them.
Yeah, you're just punching dice. What are they made out of? We need more information on this.
It depends on you.
If they're metal boys, you're fucked.
Those metal boys are dangerous.
So you've just been beaten up by.
I have a set of metal die, and they don't roll great. And
they're satisfying to roll, but they don't roll a lot.
Yeah, they maybe do 2 rotations on 2 sides and a slide.
You really need to jiggle them around in your hand first for it to feel fair.
That's right. I need to get my jiggle cup.
The average dice gremlin dive stock, which is roughly the tallest big.
Yeah, no, my wife has played 1.5 sessions of D&D, and has 3 times as many dice as I do, because she's just gotten really into getting cool dice.
Hold up, Dakota Irish make it really easy to get really cool.
Have you seen? I mean, they're not the first people to do it, but have you seen the advent calendars where you get a different dice every day instead of chocolate?
And now I want to get one.
That sounds expensive.
Little pricey, but not as pricey as you think they are, depending on where you get it from.
What is the average cost on that?
I would say probably about 25 to 35, which considering you get like 30 dice,
that's reasonable.
Isn't too bad.
That's reasonable, especially getting like maybe 3 or 4 sets of it. That's fine because the average set can be anywhere from 5 to 10 quid or bucks or euros or whatever your denomination of money is.
Yeah, Johnson's Prime says 30 average.
A bunch of normal plastic dice being poltergeisted by a pair of fuzzy card dice on a string. I think that'd be a pretty formidable opponent. Like
that'd be a good boss fight in the game.
Yeah.
That's why I
that sounds like it would be a boss fight in some kind of like semi-adorable indie RPG.
Yeah.
You're like doing tabletop, but it's actually just a little.
And like as you knock dice off the boss, they get smaller.
Yeah. I'm gonna write that down.
Let's make that shit.
Second, yeah.
I want royalties.
I feel like that's it.
Absolutely not.
I feel like I've encountered a boss
fight
like that.
If you ever need a writer for that furry game you're making, by the way, just hit me up.
Oh, there's no words in it.
Just signs.
That's all there is.
But one of the ideas I don't know how much I like to tell, but the detective one was kind of cool. I like that one.
Yeah. There's an idea for you guys to play a pair of like fantasy detectives that are solving Dungeons and Dragons crimes. Obviously, you wouldn't have any CSI, but depending on what characters you made, you might be able to just be like, let's just ask the victim and like raise them from the dead. It's
Yeah.
like, here, lad, what happened?
Or just someone with really good eyesight, like
So like we'll
enhance.
have to use our
That's
characters.
the kind of stuff that would take me a
more
little
time.
longer to set
Yeah, yeah.
up because I need to figure out a crime scene that you won't just immediately be like, we'll just solve it.
Yeah. And we were talking at one point was about like we'll have the same.
You're gonna start on this idea that I threw out at one point is like, wouldn't this be wild? And now you're like, let's do it, even though it takes 5 times as much work.
It's funny because like it's one of those things you're like we'll just have the same characters but they'll just shift systems every so often.
Yeah, it's like now
yeah,
they're in like Spelljammer.
Yeah.
Or now they're in.
They don't even
Cyberpunk.
realize they've teleported into a
They're
different
just in-
universe. They're oblivious to it.
They're just in a different setting and we're playing with different rules, but it's the exact same characters. But that means we have to learn a new system
Yeah,
every
that
time we
sounds like
fucking do it.
that
I
would
know
be a
that
bit
there,
helpful,
and
like-
that's why I don't want to put pressure on you to do that one right away.
You say
but
that
don't
on
say
me.
cool.
You don't say it on me, but you guys would have to learn.
Yeah,
the
we
system
would
as
also
well.
have to learn
I know.
as well,
But
yeah.
you have to write the fucking adventure. Obviously, that's the additional.
It'd be the
piece of
same
it.
adventure every time. Just now it's on a spaceship.
It's one of those things where like it's a fucking cool idea. You can't expect me to not
You're
fucking
in
get
the
the hype
dungeon.
for cool fucking
Right,
ideas.
you're now underwater. You're now in space. Like, what the fuck is going
The
on?
third time, it's like, have you noticed this person's been murdered the same way 3 times?
But we have to play it that our characters don't know because they've done some.
Or maybe it's part of a meta crime.
the meta crap. Oh, I like that. You know what?
I'm not writing this. I am not writing this.
FYI, there's just 1 week you're just going to be sitting there for Player versus Dice, and I'm going to spring a surprise on you, and I can't wait. And I've already got
Is
it
it
all
your
planned.
penis?
No, that's not a surprise. I'm going to tell you about that. There, I want you to be excited for that.
Is it a hilarious combo of birthday cards?
You've already done.
Well, yeah,
that
we
to
can't
us.
do that twice now.
Yeah, you already done that to us.
It was good the first time though.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that.
But,
But
like-
I was going to bring like a cake down. It was like, I have to buy a cake then, so I didn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's about it.
But like, so we're going to have the talking head stuff. We're going to have some interest in like one shot. We say one shot, but let's be real. Sometimes a one shot doesn't stay as a one shot. It turns into a free shot.
So it just depends. Like we'll try different things, and it's going to really rely on feedback from people to let us know that was good. There was nothing wrong with that, but it wasn't what I'm here
We
for.
want maybe something more like this next
Yeah.
week. You know.
And we'll take stuff on board and ignore some of it, but listen to most of it.
Yeah, because some ideas are just, and I don't like the sound. I guess some ideas are either
Worth ignoring.
really stupid or really impractical.
And there's some things that people might be like, that was okay, but it wasn't great. And it's like, well, we fucking love it, so buckle up.
I mean, like, that's why we're doing this show a year later. Like, people hate it, but we love it. So fuck that.
But yeah, like we've been excited about this for some time. We had like discussions, like we were at one point we almost wanted to do the whole thing where we wanted to I think maybe me and you were at one point we were talking about a year and a half. It was like, if we get a year one a game, and then if we have the right people for a year one of a game, could we?
I mean, we did try that.
no,
And then a big
let me finish this.
one too, like when this whole thing happened.
No. There was a bigger plan in play that me and him were talking about, where like we're going to year one a game. It's like, if the year one of the game works, could we then port that year one game, almost like the Critical Role format, where we take it online?
Yeah, we talked about if we had the right group, we could stream it.
And that was like a long-term plan. We were thinking by year 3 to take it into, because obviously we'd have to year one a game after we'd done some stuff. But that's a bigger commitment.
But I think what we're kind of talking about with the Player versus Dice stuff, I'm not that I'm not interested in playing more D&D and you know, showing off to people, but I think there's less people doing
The things that we have.
what we're talking about, and that's more interesting to me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nobody's doing it, but to do the stuff that's less done is more interesting to me.
And I think there's something to be said for the edutainment stuff, because the edutainment is a way that we can get people involved and get them. Because like I feel like tabletop gaming was had such a weird sort of like barrier of entry, because everyone thinks like, oh, that's really complicated, isn't it? And it's like, yes and no,
Yeah,
and we're
and
going to
it's-
show you how it can be, but it's only as complicated as you want it to be.
And it's really interesting because tabletop games have never been more popular than they are now.
Yeah.
We know from the Twitch leak that just happened, the #1 Twitch channel is a D&D channel.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody was fucking stuck inside for the past bloody year.
true.
2 years, I suppose.
So I think there's a lot more people that have either never played and don't know much about it, or have wanted to play but felt that barrier of entry you're talking about.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and I like the idea that maybe hopefully we can do something that gets people a little bit more comfortable with the idea of stepping into it, because it can be a
Yeah.
really incredibly fun hobby
Yeah,
to get into.
There's different things about it that are intimidating, between how do I find people to play with, how do I pick which game I want to play, how do I get started, and then the role play stuff. Some people just aren't into it, and that's fine. It's only one aspect of the game, but for other people, they're like, I want to do it, but it's fucking scary to try and just jump into that with people.
And it's okay to be comfortable with passive. Some people are passive players, some people are role players, and I do firmly believe that a good table allows for both playstyles.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Do you fuck with role play?
What do you mean?
You bringing those cat ears home?
I already have a set in the house.
There we go.
Need to bring it over.
Nice. In the sense of like tabletop gaming, though, would you find it a little bit intimidating?
I don't know.
when it comes
Most
to
of my
character?
role play is erotic, and I don't really do that outside of a very small group of people.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far.
Right.
I don't know. I'll see what happens. I don't give a shit.
No. I have no problem pretending to be something else. It's in my wheelhouse.
Because what, you've got one game going at the minute?
Yeah, I've got one game going at the minute that I do every Wednesday.
Because because that's another thing we'll talk about, is different ways to play.
Yeah.
Because your games are online with camera and mic.
Yes.
Whereas the games I'm involved in at the minute are all play by post. It's all just text based.
Which to me is impossible. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, wouldn't that just take forever?
Yes and no, because somebody can like do a bit while they're on the toilet or waiting for the bus. So it kind of always is moving.
When you said by post,
No.
for some reason I thought you meant literally by
So
like
it's
Royal Mail.
It's
It's like I'm gonna.
no, it's done on Discord.
Right. Okay.
And it's just
not via handwritten letter.
not by letter.
Okay.
Not
that's
anymore.
Fine. That's that. Okay. Right. If you had to use like the National Post Office to play a D&D game, you'd be there
That's a
sometime until like
game.
To do
20,
one
20,
battle would
30,
take
40,
10 weeks.
Yeah. So I've got 2 games like that I'm a player in.
Yeah.
And 1 game that I DM. And that's been really interesting to do like through lockdown, because it's like, oh, I've always got D&D there to keep me entertained. Done a couple of one-shots like that as well. So there's different ways to even play the game.
Yeah.
Or the games, different TTRPGs.
Yeah, so again, text-based was like as a questioner, like just pretty much like essentially one player puts their action, what they would like to do, and our player puts their action,
Yeah.
and you kind of as a...
So we've got different Discord channels.
Yep.
So one Discord would be, it's labeled story.
Right.
So that's where you would put in what you would do if you were role-playing, and you write it kind of like a short bit of a story where you describe what your character does and says. Then we've got another channel that's the dice tray, and there's like a bot that you can put commands into, and it'll roll dice for you.
Yeah.
Then we've got out of character chats, like just general chat and stuff. You get the concept that it's just bewildering to you because you never thought about it working. A lot of groups that try to do play by post stuff, it doesn't really work out because people lose interest because it can be a bit slower.
Keep bloody typing.
Yeah. But the group I'm part of, we started at the beginning of lockdown and we're still going.
Which shows a lot of strength in the commitment, because that's a year and a half now.
Yeah, 1.5 years. So in the first game, I was originally playing a Tiefling Monk and then swapped characters to a Warforged Paladin. In the second game, I'm playing a Hexblood Sorcerer with a homebrew subclass. Me and the DM worked it out. And then in the game I DM, I'm the DM.
So
I understand some of these words.
What part would you like explained?
I've already forgotten most of what he said. I just know that I didn't understand what it was.
So this is going to be interesting. I feel like the first few while it's going to be like
We're going to have to stop and
explain terms.
But that's good because
that's good. That's
you and I
part.
will assume it's like, oh, we know what we're talking about, but you'll actually be good for making us stop and go right.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy like a little red flag that I will put up when I don't know what you're talking about.
And just hold it up the whole time.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I guess it could.
Yeah, you could play it. You
yeah.
could play it by mail, like chess, but it would take forever.
Yeah.
We just do it through Discord.
I mean, like people play chess games over meal,
but
it takes them like a year to do like one game of chess. Like, could you imagine how long a D&D campaign would take
never end.
for
It
written
just
letters?
wouldn't
Yeah.
end.
What if one didn't turn up? You'd be like,
That's
why
it
would
then.
no one's made a move in like 4 months? What's going on? You're like, I sent my thing like 5 months ago. It's like bloody post office fucking lost it.
Send
Yeah,
it
I'll
again.
start again.
You'd be like, well, I don't remember what.
Yeah, let's just start another one.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, fuck, I want it.
You never get past level.
Get out of here, fuck's sake. So yeah, we'll not do that. That's we'll just do it on like ASCII code. We have to like
Fucking ASCII code. Fucking get in the bin with that shit. Well, that's a terrifying prospect to me.
It does sound good. The amount of stat sheets would be like a whole ream. Well, speaking of reams,
what?
just speaking of them.
Oh,
I would like to ream. You.
Yeah, look, it's a really different way to play. It really suits some people and really doesn't suit others. But I've really enjoyed it.
It works for you, which is the important thing. It's just it's got to work for the individual. I know it would never work for me.
I think it would work better than you think it would, but that doesn't mean that it would work. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it would be as bad as you fear it would be.
I think it'd be stressful for me, and a game shouldn't be a game should be stressful because the challenge is in the thing I'm combating, not because I'm struggling to understand the tone and the conveyance of a text.
Sure.
not because you can't find a pen. Like,
Yeah.
can't write my moves down. What the fuck?
I don't have any stamps.
I think that's the big thing for me because like I suffer, especially with a storytelling narrative. I suffer when trying to understand something, and the chat fucking gets this all the time. They'll say something, and the way the tone is conveyed, I sometimes completely misinterpret.
Sure.
And in a very story-based narrative, that's not good.
Keep in mind, like, I'll ask my group at some point if they don't mind me grabbing a couple of screenshots.
Yeah.
So people can see what it is I'm talking about. Like, it wouldn't just be the words and then you have to figure out the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone would let you know, like, they're saying it like snarkily or they sound sad. Like, so there's more descriptor there to help you.
Tone descriptors are things I came across recently. The chat has started using recently with me because they caught on and I don't get the tone sometimes.
So if you think it would look, when you read it, it's like reading a paragraph from a book and is laid out the same way with both descriptive text and dialogue. So like at any time you would open up a book and it says like, oh, they move across the room, and they say this in this tone of voice. It's laid out for you there, and then you can always go to one of the out of character channels, and be like, am I getting this?
Yeah,
right.
Because I'd probably spend a lot of time doing that there because like it's fine when it's other characters inside the narrative when it comes to a story because the other characters in the story have to interpret the narrative. And
we've lost him. He's gone.
Yeah.
Those characters then obviously are the ones that have to they'll be reacting to the tone of what's being said. But as a player, you're having to react to the tone. It's like I don't want to react to that tone poorly or the wrong way because my character has to now react or acknowledge this very specific event. Yeah, and that's where it gets to me. That's where the fear kind of kicks in for me as a play by post sort of session comes into play. Sure.
Like I say, I'm not saying that it would work for you, but I'm just saying I don't think it would be as tough on you as you expect it would be. But like I say, I'll check with my group and see if they don't mind me just grabbing a little segment, and we can show people like, oh, this is how it works when we get around to talking about that kind of thing.
I think most people that have started using tone indicators, people who themselves benefit from me at least, like a tone indicator stuff, I've been like, it's been nice because now I finally don't like misinterpret bullshit in chat. Because like
you are like those Elcor in Mass Effect where you're saying, I'm saying this like this
and this. I am sarcastic now. Oh fuck! Oh yeah, great move, you fucking prick. Sarcasm ends.
it's one of those things where like it's happened so many times where like I've read something out and then reacted how I thought it was correctly. It's like, no, John didn't mean it like that at all.
Yeah.
and then I felt like a dick about it. I'm like, oh, well, I'm a dick.
But it's not a dick. You just misunderstood.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like your brain doesn't tell you that, right?
It's like your brain likes to tell you otherwise. It's like, hey, do you want to go? And they're like, here, do you want to go? And you're like, you want to fucking go? Yeah,
do you want to throw down? At that point, is it throwing down? Is it go get a beer? Yeah. Is it like, you know?
It's like sometimes you're just not sure.
Yeah. So like, stuff like that there. So that's obviously like, that's kind of like my, I know I sound like a broken record, but the dyslexia stuff does affect me quite a bit.
Oh no,
and that's definitely the challenge. Like, play by post does affect me. I'm kind of like, okay, well, I'm writing. I've read the paragraph wrong because I've maybe it's me playing Yakuza is amazing because you want to know why I just reinvent the sentences sometimes. And then I go, wait, that sentence didn't say that at all. The words I just said,
I just
don't even are not even in that sentence.
Yeah, quite a lot of Yakuza just doesn't make sense.
That's fine. Like, but like it's one of those things having to constantly go back and then reread. I go, the thing I said is not even on that page.
I made up words.
Yeah. It's like, why is he talking about an octopus? Like, what the fuck is we talking about?
Yeah, but this is one of the things. So like, it's one of the things where like, okay, so I got to understand what they were saying. I've then got to understand the tone of it, and then I've got to react to it. Then I've got to type what I'm saying, and what I'm saying has to not look like a fucking mess.
Not just play by post, but in games in general. And Wicked's right, like your dyslexia affects you, and it's okay to mention it. Another thing that I really want us to talk about at some point is accessibility tools. Things to make
so
the
keen on
game.
that.
Like I've shown you before, character sheets that are designed for people with dyslexia. So that instead of just this like, oh, how the fuck do I find the thing I'm looking for?
Bunch of numbers.
It's like your AC is in a shield shape, like because that's how hard you are to hit.
Yeah, like you just prefer that shit because it's easier to bloody look at.
Yeah. So there's stuff like that people have gone, hang on, there's people that are struggling with these issues with the game, and there's ways we can get around that. So we'll talk about things like that as well, because accessibility is important in, I think, anything you were trying to enjoy, to make sure you can enjoy it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the things where like I'm keen for this series. It's a shame that we can't start it on Monday, but there is just real life circumstances
too
that
much going on.
this. There's a few reasons I'm quite happy it's starting on the 18th.
What happens on the 18th? Besides us starting.
That
Like, is it that you're happy it's starting on the 18th, or that you're happy it's not starting when it was going to start?
no, I'm happy it's starting on the 18th now. I would have been happy this Monday as well, but then I realized what's happening on the 18th, and I'm like,
So what's happening on the 18th?
nothing, and that's the good thing. I get to do nothing.
Oh, I get you. You've got no other projects
Yeah.
booked for that time.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where like I can then just like the whole day just prep for it and get ready for it and be happy about it.
I follow.
Oh, okay. Like you're not working or anything.
No. I can never just do a thumbs up. I always have to. I feel it's a habit I've grown into now.
Nice cock, bruh.
Nice. There's right. I've been considering like changing the nice cock sound effect, because there's the Wii Sports one where you hear Bud's like, nice cock. But then, but the nice cock one we do have is also quite nice.
Yeah, but it's like from like, isn't that Patrick Warburton saying it? But I don't know what. I don't know what from though.
I don't know what from though.
Like Seinfeld or something. Maybe get the Wii Sports one because at least it's.
I do like the Wii Sports
related.
I like the Wii Sports one as well though. So I might change out the Wii. I might change it to the Wii Sports one. It's like you just hear the buzz like, wow, nice cock.
What's he actually supposed to be saying?
Nice shot.
Fair enough. Yeah, I get that. That's better.
Are you keeping well?
Yeah.
Because your perineum's soft.
You've got a sexy epidermis.
Okay, what's better name again?
It's the strip between.
The gooch.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The gooch, the taint, the coffee table, whatever you want to call it.
I like that. It's where I just rest my chin.
Sure.
I rest my chin and
Oh, you put the rest of the chin on the coffee table? Yeah.
rest my chin on the coffee table and I go. You have to deal with it.
Just lapping up.
Yeah. What was the you say epidermis? What's the epidermis?
It's your hair.
That's not true. It's your skin.
Oh, I have terrible. Look at my skin. It's terrible. It's cut.
I like it.
I think it's your scalp.
It keeps you contained.
It keeps my cummy muscles in.
Keeps all your blood in, among other things.
I mean, I didn't get these muscles unless I got cum on them first.
I don't even know what that means.
We're just basically sacks of like evolved cum.
Well, that's true. We are all walking cream pies.
Yeah.
More like a meat popsicle.
Yeah, but started.
Yeah, but we all started. as
I know.
cream pies.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even just start as like a.
Is that the face that your parents made as they came though?
Yeah, so that's where you start.
That's about as much as I'll get into that. There was that one week where you just kept talking about your mom's vagina.
That's
and it
right.
was very
That's-
awkward.
She was my mother's vagina was very heavily featured that week.
Yeah, and I was.
I mean,
just not happy
it's
about
his mom's vagina. He can
Yeah.
talk about it if he wants.
That's true.
I didn't want to be anywhere near it though.
I mean, I never died, but I was.
I think it's bad
At one
enough that
point,
we have to rub up against our own mom's vaginas at least once in life.
Yeah, you don't really have to keep.
Not
bringing it
always. Some people get away with it because they get the C-section stuff. But I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, the
up.
opportunity.
Oh, I thought you meant like
there.
some people.
There's nothing stopping them from being like, I missed out on that. I'm not saying they should go back to revisit, but
I thought
again,
we
the
weren't.
options
I thought we weren't talking about Christian.
no, not getting into that. Not getting into that.
no.
Oh no. I quoted most of it. I also quoted him talking about my parents fucking. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Congrats on your parents fucking and making you.
it's one of those things
Best thing they ever did.
You've had a track record of talking about our viewers' parents and in relation to fucking. Like you also straight up threatened another viewer saying, "Shut the fuck up! I did fuck your mum."
That's right, I did, yeah. And they did shut up
Yeah, they did.
because they know I'm right.
There's a clip of that.
Everyone's parents are fucked.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
Like our parents are fucked.
Independently or together?
They
up
could
to
have.
them.
They could have been in the same room.
It's their life.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's parents have not fucked everyone else's parents though. 'Cause
Yeah, and there was just
it
when he said like, our
never
parents,
stop. Yeah.
when he said our parents have fucked, it's like
I'm just neither you nor I know.
I know, and I don't want to know personally, if I'm honest.
It would have
I'd
been
like to know.
It would have been what?
That's fine.
The 70s.
You don't want to know.
Because
So
it
you
could,
find,
but just because then it could turn out we were brothers, and there was.
that'd be quite sweet. So that
That's
would
why
be,
I wanna
that would
know.
that would be nice to know. But I don't want to. If that's not the case, I don't want to know.
You'd rather remain oblivious than know
unless there's a
truth.
unless there's a great outcome to be had of knowing that information. I don't want to know that information.
You're right, Sarah. We'll never know.
We'll never be sure.
Never be sure.
Well, I could go ask both sets of your parents independently. Say I'm
Right.
filling out a survey of a list of people that you've been
I
inside.
don't think you could tolerate my parents these days.
I'd be alright.
My mum just like
I'll put like
my,
a fake mustache.
My
on.
mum straight up just tries to tell me things about myself that are just simply not true anymore.
My mum does that.
It's like things like, no, I birthed you, so I know better than the doctors, and I'm like, no, that's not how that works.
My
Where
mum
did you
spent-
get your medical degree, Mum?
Well, my mom tried to tell me I'm not blind in my right eye, and like the fucking optometrist fucking told me I was.
My mum spent the better part of a week trying to tell me who my favorite Spice Girl was, and I'm like, I don't have one.
But I guarantee you, at the time that she's talking about, you did though.
I don't believe that I did.
Well, they probably. That's the kind of shit that your parents remember, though.
Yeah, but my mum also believes that snow cleans the air.
Yeah, I remember you.
Of
telling me
course it
that.
does. It's a big filter. It's like it's God's turning his filter on.
I remember you telling me that. It's like it catches all the dirt.
Yeah, it cleans the air.
Sure.
Not
I
true.
I could see. I 100% would believe that
She believes that less people get sick when it snows because there's less dirt in the air.
because less people go outside. But sure,
No, it's because it
that's
cleans
because the
air.
dirt's gone. Right, I got you. Right, no more dirt. No more dirt.
I've just a biological defect that my
Semen.
Your eye just keeps getting filled with cum.
yeah. It's just filled with just minds. Of
No one's being a straight shooter with him.
no. So like
Snow is just slow sky daddy cummies and nothing more, nothing less.
but this
Tell my mum.
I'm never going outside again.
I'll answer Furious Panda's thing seriously. I have genetic defect where my eye was lazy from birth, and the old school treatment was that they would put a patch over your good eye to force your eye
Yep.
to heal. Essentially, as you're growing up,
Did they put a patch on the wrong eye?
it only works up to a certain age.
Okay.
And by the time it was discovered, it was too late. I'd already passed the age where genetic
It would have any
effect would work.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was that it's because of that my brain has now just kind of disconnected, taking information from.
It's just been like, that's no good. Fuck it off.
Yeah, pretty much like it's like, well, there's no relevant information it's coming from that eye. We're just going to. It pretty much imagine like someone going like, well, we don't go into that room because there's no light on.
So if you covered your other eye,
it forces it, but then it's blurry.
it causes it to.
It causes
kick
it to
in.
turn the light on, but there's really the bulb's very dim and it's just blur.
So what if you just started wearing an eye patch now?
Well,
Just be half blind.
I mean, if I wear it on this eye, I'm just blind
Okay.
at that point.
So it wouldn't eventually like.
No.
You're too old now.
I'm too old, so the genetic structure of my eye is not going to heal.
Filth.
So I am effectively a legal cyclops.
Oh my god.
I just don't get the sweet theme song goes.
You can start wearing the visor. You'd be alright.
Or at least the red tinted shades.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the cool laser beams. Don't get them.
Well, he doesn't wear the visor anymore. He has that like axe, doesn't he?
Does he?
Yeah, it depends on which.
There's an axe on his head.
Depends on which. Essentially, who's fucking drawing them or what series it is. They keep
Yeah.
changing. Pick a fucking direction.
John aims to the right.
Maybe if they fill it with stem cells,
Could
just like not do anything, just chuck stem
just chuck
cells in
stem
there.
cells inside it. We gotta hydrate, boys. But yeah, so like I'm blind in my eye. It for the longest while I just used to tell people it's a fake eye. and there was enough people out there that were
I remember you doing that for a while.
and there's just enough people out there that were just genuinely just were ready to believe me. I'm like, wow, you actually believe me? And then the one time it's like, someone said, can you prove it? I was like, I went, yeah, and I started doing this here and started going to reach in, and like half the time I go, no, stop. And I was like, got enough of a response. I'm gonna just keep this going. So that was funny, but no, yeah, I'm blind in one eye. In fact, I was doing like there was like assault course, not assault courses, but like those activity courses where like you do a bit of clay pigeon shooting and some archery and some fucking this and that and the other. I was there doing that there, and I was about to shoot the gun, right? And the guy saw me kind of
You just shot the instructor.
no. I was aiming at the sky, obviously, because I'm waiting for a clay pigeon to go, and he saw me how I was like really overreaching to see and he was like, wait, son, are you blind in your eyes? Like, yeah. It's like, well, I was like, how'd you know? He's like, you're left dominant, switch your fucking hands. That's stupid.
Yeah, I swapped you on the shoulder.
And because I'm not I'm right-handed, but my sight and aim is left dominant, and it's really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's awkward to switch to the side that isn't right.
Yeah,
Your
So
body.
you could have just shot a really tall person then. I take great offense to that.
it's one of those things where like I should have, if I feel like the school system probably should have forced me to learn to write with my left hand. If they
That's meant to be bad for you, though. I can't
Really?
remember why, but if you try to force someone into using their non-dominant hand, I can't remember what it does, but it fucks them up somehow.
really, I didn't know that there. I thought it would have been a benefit.
Makes them straight or something. I don't know.
I could see that happening, yeah. You just get a lifelong, like, look at you, you're not right-handed kind of jokes that they used to do. Like, I think my ma said that they used to do that, people. They used to do that to people here.
Show me the money!
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Show me the money!
What's that say? Shout out to the most.
Oh, they've done £1 for every year, or for every...
Holy fucking shit! Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to go for another year then.
Dropped you a big old tip there.
Fucking hell! It's some Gore. Is that Mr. Gore? Did Mr. Gore just do a hot one on us?
That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Does he have another account?
Some gory guy. Mr. Gore, we love you.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Dropping stacks.
Just
Fat ones.
he's got a little tiny kappa in there. Mr. Gore, I love you, man. Mr. Gore's a fucking sweetheart. Sorry, there's been so many fucking messages here. You had to DM me to stop calling you out on stream because you couldn't move the glass eye like that. I remember that. Yes. I remember
Stop
that.
blowing up my fucking spot.
Stop it! I'm trying to wind people up.
Trying to fucking work these cunts.
I've also heard this, but can't remember why. Yeah, so like, okay, well, if that's the big money, big prizes. But yes, thank you very much, Mr. Gore. That actually does.
Very generous.
What can we give him?
I don't know. I feel like I need to send him. I feel like I need to send him a shirt. Mr. Gore, do you want a shirt? We'll get you a shirt out if you want.
Sure, we can do that.
Do you want?
With or without semen?
Which one? There's this one. There's this one, or there's this one.
Yeah. No, but Mr. Gore, if you want to do me a favor, reach out to me. Check out our store. Pick a t-shirt out. Let me know your size. Give me your fucking details for delivery. We're going to get you a shirt out. I mean, you've been an amazing fucking individual. We can't let people we get dropping hot tips on us like that there if we give something back at least, and be more happy to send a shirt out to them. So if you want to get a shirt or maybe something from the store, let us know. Yeah, we'll get something out to you, Mr. Gore, please. This is not the first time he's dropped quite a substantial amount of tip on us.
50 boy.
Coming in out of nowhere and just being like,
And I just don't feel
Stacks.
right about that. I want to make sure he gets something nice in return. It just doesn't sit well with me that people can be so nice and not get some sort of nice reward back.
See what he wants.
So please, Mr. Gore, reach out to check out our merch store. You can just put ! merch in the chat. Let me know what shirt you want, or what maybe you want a hoodie or something. I don't know. Just let us know. We'll get you one out. Okay.
we could send you a video of us dancing for you.
Yes, we could do that too. That doesn't cost a penny.
Probably do that. Yeah, we can do that for free. Just do that anyway. Maybe.
Yeah. But if you want to grab a shirt, we'll get you a shirt just size and obviously your delivery details, and we'll get that out to you.
Keep them well
Look at you being all decent.
because you got nice balls. There you go. That's it. Right. That's what you say.
You keep them. You keep them well because you smell good.
The content you provide is great, and I will do. Brilliant, awesome to hear, Mr. Gore. Thank you, mate. God damn, what was I gonna say?
So something about being blind.
I just realized we're probably going to have to update the store with PVD dice or PV. Oh,
Well, I have to do
That-
stuff
that
first.
would
Like,
be-
I was going to say merch, not dice, but oh my god, long term that'd be cool.
Yeah, long term maybe. Long term maybe.
But like we're going to update the store of like player versus dice stuff at some point as well now.
we'll have to make it first. But
I know. I just realized I was like, oh damn, we have to work
jump
that out. as
the
well.
gun a wee bit there. Like.
No, I'm just thinking out loud. Oh, it's over there. It doesn't matter.
What you looking?
I was just looking for a coaster, but it's a shitty table anyway. I was actually concerned getting after a year, so maybe just banning our one of these.
Just a different IKEA table.
It does the job for what you need it
This
for.
is a good thing. You can just unscrew these, just get in our top, and our top only costs like £7.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They're really easy to replace.
Table chat. This is the tabletop. This is the Monday show. We're just literally talking about tables. Yeah.
Tabletops.
This is real shit finish on this one, but what it makes up, what it lacks in finish, it makes up for in
character.
in being here.
And being a
It's
table.
not very durable, but it's here, and it's been here for a year.
If I sit on it, it will snap in half.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
as much a part of the show as you are.
Yeah, that's true. It's. I mean, technically, it's been here for longer than I have. So it's, if anything, it's more part of the show than I am.
True.
So.
It's endured many a spillage.
True. Yeah. So the cast list for the show goes you, this table,
Yeah.
me,
The drinks were spilled along the way.
the drinks we spilled along the way,
Doc
and
Rock.
then you, Doc Rock. Actually, how long has he been here for?
Oh, that would probably be. Oh, he would precede you, but he'd be after the table. It'd be before you, but after the
What
table.
about Senpai Salt Rock?
Senpai Salt Rock would come in before you, but well, actually, no. You used to guest on some of the normal shows, so
Yeah.
I guess not. Actually, I guess
Yeah.
I guess it'd be me, you, then the table. No, wait, I needed the table, so no, it'd be me, table, then you. But like,
yeah.
you and the table are not too far away from each other.
I keep saying we need a fucking wiki to keep track of
I'm
this
just
shit.
as useful as the table. That's what he said. Just as useful as the table,
So
if not slightly more
Here's
useful.
the thing: there is some stream lore out there because the stream's been going on that long.
Well, there's the Dark Odin verse, which is the stuff I tweet.
Yes,
Yeah, but who the fuck knows what you're going on about?
He does.
Besides you, I don't even think he knows.
He
what you're
sends them
going
to
on
me.
about.
I just tweet them out.
Oh, he's writing all this. He's got to write in his own.
or is it milk? Is it milky or it's kitty? It's not milky. It's kitty.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Shit.
Yeah, we need to get that there. We part of the stream lore is where we invented the Milky Kitty,
Okay.
which is just basically imagine cream pie and cat girls.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah. That's another thing we need to get onto the stores. Because you know what?
One of these days, I'll not be busy, and then all this will be done.
This is the problem. I know this here, and I hate the fact that you have that much pressure, and I don't like putting it
Well,
on.
it's a good thing we've added another show on then.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that you've
That's
got
much.
more
That's
to-
totally less work.
But yes,
We'll be fine. We'll get there.
we'll get there in time.
I'll take a week off and just do more work that I'm not getting paid for. That's great. That sounds like a good way to take
But
a week
you'll
off.
enjoy it. It'll be filling.
Well, you say that.
Because I'll fill you up.
Oh no. Oh no.
Please no.
Please no. We'll get it sorted. That's
We'll
what
get sorted, yeah.
Do a big rush and
We'll do
a
Russian.
big push, and then we'll do it in Russian. It'll be fine.
Yeah. But yes, I think
You
you know
know
what?
that the guy who made Tetris was Russian?
He was actually from. Who got it wrong?
I did.
What did you say?
Japan.
He's actually from Japan. His name's like fucking Dmitry Korenikov or something. Pretty Japanese sounding guy like that.
Korenikov?
Yeah. Just
would've-
think of like.
I would have said Dimitri. I would say like Dimitri Mitsurugi or something. You know, kind of like
Yeah.
half Russian, half Japanese.
His name's actually Susan.
Yeah.
Susan.
Yeah.
Is he a Dracula?
His name is Susan Tetris. That's,
Susan
that's who made it. Yeah.
The Dracula de Vev.
Susan T. Etris.
Susan Retris T.
Retros T. What the fuck? Okay, I think we need to. I just realized what time it is. I think we need to wrap it up. It's time to wrap.
By time.
Oh yes.
It's time to wrap it up before we cream it up.
Before we cream it up, guys. Oh,
one last,
one last squirt for the road.
I haven't got to do him yet.
Squirt to the road. Don't get out of the way of the thing. Hold on, I'll be the potato crack.
Oh my god, you went right in his ear.
Right in the air. You're lucky it's posted in here. I wouldn't care.
Oh my god.
Slow man.
Oh.
Right in my good eye. Now I'm blind in both eyes. I'll tell you this though. I'm surprised.
Oh goodness. Oh my goodness.
Such elegant squirts.
We love squirt.
We all have our own styles.
Did you like that slow one?
it's like a.
Hey, we kiss.
More of a dribble.
The last time I felt like that there was when he had his penis on my face.
I was just before
We've
the
all
show.
been there.
Oh, but anyway, guys, yes, that was been like the 1 year anniversary of the Player vs.
Yeah,
Talk Show.
yeah.
1 year, guys. My goodness.
Congrats to both of you.
52 motherfucking weeks.
Thank you for having me on as a guest on this most important show.
You're not a guest. You're not a partner.
Hey.
It's
That's
most
the difference when I
wettest-
said you're not a guest.
Unfortunately for all your viewers,
wettest of
Unfortunately for all viewers, you're not a partner.
I'm pretty sure this is probably like the 53rd week. I'm sure we will put a week in somewhere that we didn't take note of or something like that, but it's fine. It's still obviously.
Yeah.
It's close to a year, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm glad you look forward to seeing what Player vs. Dice is like.
18th.
Jake, 18th, guys. Again, yes, 18th of October. That's a Monday. We'll be launching Player vs. Dice. That is not next Monday, but it's the Monday after. Holy shit.
Well, it's not Monday coming.
Not Monday coming, but the Monday after.
After that.
Yeah.
It's the 18th, for God's sake.
18th.
Fine. Buy a calendar.
We're building up a lot of dads. We're just bringing a lot of dads.
Dice Daddies.
Dice Dad. Oh my god. When we get the expanded emotes, we're going to need a Dice Daddy emote.
Oh my God. Yeah, we would
Dice
like
Daddy
we
shirt.
have like one or two to get rid of
We
anyway.
have one to get rid of, but they're also,
Thank you, Prime. I've done my best.
We also have new follower emotes going to be launched at some point where like people who hit the follow button will get a set of emotes just to use specific on the channel.
Right.
I think it opens up 5 more slots. We got a lot of emotes coming up at some point.
Nice.
But we'll have Dice Daddy emote coming at some point as well for our followers, I guess. Then, because that'd be a great emote if you ask me.
Just Dice Bukaki.
Just like like I said, Dice needs to more Daddy beside it.
Or more cum.
Or, getting the
What, the shirt just says more come.
More cum. Sorry, this just says more cum. Yeah.
You know what? I'm surprised we haven't got caught by the Twitch police.
Didn't I make that at one point? Didn't I make a dice that was covered in semen
I think so.
for something? I can't
Oh, I
remember.
think I
can't
saw
remember
that.
why though. I really can't remember why I done that, but I done that
Looking
specifically for
forward to the
this.
future And super excited. You guys are truly awesome.
Thank you very much, Jask.
You guys are truly awesome.
You are too.
Oh,
You're with us. You're with us on this journey, and I. This is how this works.
He's very He's very
Lower.
moist.
lower. Never.
Do you want to go to the front?
But yes, it's one of those ones where like, yeah, we're super excited. Obviously, it's gotten really late, guys. We're going to have to start wrapping up the show here because
we have homes to go to.
they have wonderful partners to go see and spend time with.
Mine's very unwell.
Yeah, you're. It's just, I hope you're doing okay, Laura. I hope you feel better soon.
Who are you talking to?
What?
She's not here.
I thought she was the one operating the account.
No, it's a
No,
bot.
that's-
it's a program he's wrote.
No, that's the Prime John.
I thought she would at least watch your first.
It's his twin brother.
She's not well.
Noj.
Fair. Well, I hope she does better. I hope
It
she-
is her.
Yes, that's
It is
right.
her.
I think
It is her. Well, regardless, I hope she feels better soon. I'm trying to be nice, and you're just.
I let her know there was the opportunity to confuse you, and she jumped right on it.
Do me a favor. Let me do one thing actually.
You want to do one thing? It's like I'm just trying to be nice because your wife is lovely, and the idea of her
She's
being
alright.
unwell is not great.
She's all right.
Why are you going into my DMs?
You just wanted to see it.
I just wanted to. Well, that's what we'll end on.
How can we end on that?
Can I? Oh wait, hold on.
Let me see. You want me to? You could have just asked. You made.
Put it over there and we'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. But like. So
You need to make the sound though. You need to make the sound.
I
for
didn't.
it.
I took the sound out of it because I didn't want to be sued.
You need to
Okay,
make the
right.
sound.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
Right. So we're gonna go now, and then this is how we're gonna leave you. It's happy
Okay.
one. Thanks for staying with us for a year. It's been great. Bye, everybody.
Seamless. Fucking seamless. Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
All right, I'm gonna come in all your faces.
Mike.
So then I said, that's not just a prostitute. It's also my dad.
Wait, you're inside your own dad?
I didn't say that. I just said that's not just a prostitute. It's
Wait, who-
also my dad.
Wait, so who were you walking in on that were inside your dad? Because that's not
That
just
was
a
my
problem. Oh wow, your mum was hiring your,
Mum
dad.
was
as
da-
a-
yeah, that's a very strange.
You got to keep it alive somehow. Sometimes you have to pay.
That is some advanced role play.
It wasn't. No, there was an actual transaction happening.
Maybe that's a weird thing. It was like I can't come unless I pay for my own
How
life.
do you think they paid for my college?
I don't know. Didn't ever ask actually. To be
Just
fair.
by hiring each other as prostitutes.
But that just seems like the circulation of the same money.
It's trickle down economics, John. You wouldn't understand.
I really don't understand trickle down economics. I thought that was just bullshit.
Trickling down your tin.
That's what it is. It's trickling down them titties.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wait, what?
Yeah. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. 52 weeks of us just talking about jizz.
See you.
Bye.